All right, so Pecom's Friday. We did. We made it.
Welcome to Friday.
Another
No.
one in the books. Mark it down.
Mark
That
it.
book's got to be getting pretty long by now.
It's a thick book.
Thick.
Does pop-out chat not have timestamp?
Pop Rock Chat? What's
Pop out chat. It should. You might have to set it separately.
Yeah,
It's
check it
Pop
out.
Rock
Darwin,
Chat.
48 months. What's up, man?
Right. Who?
Darwin, you weren't here last week, but we were very appreciative of the change to the Skinner thing.
Yeah, we do
now,
appreciate
now you
that.
get to
Thank
play
you for
around.
listening.
Like it's like what we were like. Oh, we
Good
want
job,
to play
Darwin.
around with it without having to buy the things, and yes, very happy with it.
I'm going to point out that I said that it was coming. I knew it was. I could feel it, and I was right.
Yeah, no, that's that was an awesome change. I was playing around with some skin stuff.
Llegando.
I was right on a prediction as well. I don't know if you knew that.
You're
Oh.
always right, though. I'm rarely right, so I get to brag.
I'm pretty smart. No big
No,
deal. I
you
don't
are
want to
pretty
toot my
fucking
own
smart.
horn. I'm a pretty smart dude.
What
Well,
was your prediction then?
They weeks ago, they
Years.
tweeted about the Garistas taking over the Alliance tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I had predicted that we were going to get Alliance tournament ships that have a bonus to negative security status, just like
Mhm.
the Marshals had a bonus to positive security standing.
Right.
And now that looks like that's what we're going to get
Yeah,
For the AT, you mean?
yeah.
for the AT, the prize
Um,
ships.
Yeah, the AT prize ships, they announced them. They didn't give
Cool.
exactly the stats, but yeah, it's all SNEC names. There's like a Cobra, a Python, and a Sidewinder.
Snake names. Snick names. What the fuck is Snick?
Snake. Well, SNEC is just
Snake,
it's-
yeah.
it's-
Sneaky
Yeah, sneaky snake. I think the Sidewinder is that the frigate, and then the Cobra is the
frigate, Sidewinder,
cruiser, and then the
Cobra, the
Python.
Recon.
Python. That's the thing. AT battleship. It's gonna be the first year they have
No
one
big
of
deal.
those. It's gonna be a Black Ops battleship, modeled kind of after the
The Marshal. It's
Marshall. It's gonna be awesome. So Black Ops battleship, and they always combine, multiple classes. Usually when they make the AT ships, it's like a combination of two things, right?
Mhm.
Like the U2 and what was the one that was like the Thoraxel? Is that the Adrestia or something? Like those were
I don't remember.
assault frigate / assault cruiser, and comboed with the recons because they had the point range. So this one is gonna be Black Ops battleship with Bastion module. It's like gonna be fucking ridiculous, but
That's wild. It's gonna
Yeah.
be
Did they say that? I don't remember reading
I
that.
made
I
up the
didn't say
Bastion. I
anything
made up
about
the
that.
Bastion
Yeah.
part, but that would be cool.
Hook, line, and sinker. Always believed you.
Yeah,
Always
no,
believed you.
I made
Oh,
that one
nice.
up, but it is gonna be a Black Ops battleship.
That's
But
fantastic.
I'm wondering
Bastion
if-
model and Black Ops. That's
because
awesome.
there's gonna be, I think first place is gonna get 15 of those, and then some amount like down the line. So I don't know the total number that's gonna be given out for the whole tournament, but I'm assuming.
The winner gets 40 of each of the cruiser
fifth-
frigate and 20 battleships.
Oh, I thought the winner was getting. I thought first place was getting 15 battleships.
40 frigates, 40 cruisers, 20 battleships.
Oh, okay.
Second place gets 15. third
Oh,
gets-
second place. Okay, so I'm guessing there's probably going to be roughly, probably 50 total battleships given out, give or take, maybe 10. I'm wondering because I mean the frigates and the cruisers usually go for about 200 ish bill, give or take.
385 ships awarded. It doesn't break them down, but that's what
Yeah.
it says.
So I'm wondering if being that there's going to be the only battleships from the AT out there, and there's not going to be that many. I'm wondering if possibly do we see the first ship that sells for over $1 trillion ISK for the hull? Do you think it goes up that high?
I mean, we
Why do you hate us, Drayden?
Didn't some
Why
of
you
the,
telling
like-
I'm just wondering.
You're giving people ideas, though. Come on.
Can we put that many zeros in?
So to all you
easily
who are
see, like-
participating in the AT, if you do win the skins, contact me. I will probably buy them from you.
Oh,
I could see it going into the like 600, 700, 800 range. I feel like trillion plus would be tough, but I guess we'll see how good it is.
yeah.
Well, if it's a Black Ops with a Bastion module, fine, maybe.
I don't think that's
I don't think it's
true.
gonna have a
I think
Bastion
it's-
module. That would be fucking
You might pay
wild,
a trillion for
but
that, though. Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Imagine-
If they had that.
Pay a
Marshal
trillion
with a
ISK for a
Bastion.
battleship. Pay a trillion S for a battleship, and then you get baited on an Astero and killed by Von Holm.
Von Hold. Yeah.
Buddy.
You
Yeah.
undock and join somebody's fleet.
People on Reddit were saying that. They were saying he's got to come back now. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I don't know. I think the State Raven, I think maybe went for over a trill at one point, and then I want to say, didn't they do either like a State Raven or like a one of the gold magnates or something
Guardian
for that
Vector,
last?
maybe.
Well, for one of those last Plex for Goods where like it was like Scott Manley or somebody did it. And somebody basically.
Gold, yeah, he did a gold magnate. He auctioned that
Yeah,
off for
and so
the
it
the
ended up being
Australia
like the
fires.
equivalent of like 3 trill or something. I think. with
Yeah,
the
it might have
donation.
been. Yeah, he did
I
that
don't
for
know.
the Australia fires. I
Was
don't
that
know
the
what he
last
got.
active one in the game? Right.
There's
more still alive,
It
but
was
they're,
one
like,
of
not
3
active
because
characters or
one
something like
died,
that.
right? And there's only 4 ever, so I think it was one of the 3 that were left. I don't know if the other 2
I
are
think
on
Tyrax
inactive
Thork
accounts.
lost one ages ago, and I can't remember if any others had gone down.
Yeah, I just remember like at the time it was one of 3. I don't know if any. I don't think any have died since
Sounds like
then.
2 of
so-
the people who owned them didn't play the game anymore.
That
They
could be.
weren't
So
active.
yeah, it might have been the last active one.
Garmin probably had one, or whoever that like ship collector guy was.
Skyhawk, I think he's got one probably.
Oh, I don't know about
Yeah.
that. Skyhawk's new money.
Well, I've
He's
got
got a new money,
3,
isn't
so I mean,
I have my doubt.
you doubt me?
I
You
do.
probably won it on the fucking on the NM gambling site.
Facts. Absolute facts.
Yeah, I turned on his stream last week, and they were just sitting there gambling. I was like, "What the fuck's all this?"
What else can you do, bro? What else am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
It's,
Not
it's
my show.
content. What do you do?
Yeah. Feeders
Tell you what
tomorrow.
we can do. We can
Can you
go
do?
around the horn.
We can do that.
Oh yeah. Oh hey.
It's time to go around the horn. Who's got the music? Play it, Akroth. I know you got it.
Oh, I don't have any fun thing.
Play that
Add 'em
funky
up.
music.
I'll be singing it.
You're up, back. What are we drinking tonight, buddy?
Same old man. Just a big old tall boy of Reds. $3.
Man, I
Halfway
didn't
to
go
drum.
get
For a
dragon- I
second,
didn't
your
go get
camera.
dragon shit either.
That was I don't know, just very funny. It's like, what do you got? What do you got, Ekroth? You're like, same as always, man. You held it up, and it was just a big old blurred red thing in your hand. I'm like, oh, what do you got there, dude? 'Cause-
It was like a sitcom where they actually never turn the labels because they don't have the licensing or whatever.
yeah.
Oh yeah. You just get the colors.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
doing
like-
left. I'm doing left-handed milk stout. I'm holding it in my right hand though, so I'm kind of fucking up. But it's my left-handed.
Oh, bull move.
Left-handed milk stout.
That's the name of the brewery.
the
Brewery's
name of the
left-hand
brewery?
brewery. Yeah.
Left-hand brewery. Okay.
Where they at?
Cool.
They're somewhere in. They're
Cool.
somewhere in the United States, I think.
They have to stir the vats with the left hand.
Yeah.
I'm too fucking.
Counterclockwise.
Mm-hmm.
Drayden, what do you got?
It probably says something. I don't know.
I got. I need to go get one, but I got the vodka and doing this. Dude, I'm a squirt man. I'm doing
We
that.
established this.
I think most of us like that.
I,
No, it's
uh,
It's a
experience.
popular-
with
I
the,
can't get enough.
That's a
of it.
popular
So I-
search category, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I'm doing the ruby red squirt mixed with the vodka.
Every Friday I giggle.
LB, what do you
I've got the Coors Originals coming back.
Oh no! Get the good beer back.
This is my last
That
Miller High Life. I'm drinking this one first, and then we're switching to Coors Original.
You gotta savor the good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then drink the cheap shit later. Well, they're both cheap shit, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh, yep.
Headline.
Redline, what are you doing?
I'm enjoying a delicious ice mountain water.
Hmm.
Take a drink.
Per usual.
What do you
Infused
buy?
with anything like, right? No.
No, but in fact, I have actually purchased a new vape pen. It tastes like Fruity Pebbles. It's wild, dude. It's so good.
I'm out. I like the fruity
You're-
ones. I don't care for that.
No, it doesn't taste like fruit, dog.
You just
It
said take
tastes-
fruity pebbles.
I said it tastes like Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles don't taste like fruit.
Oh, that's a good
Fruity-
point. You're right.
Fruity
They don't.
Pebbles.
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles taste like Fruity Pebbles, and this shit tastes like Fruity Pebbles, is what I'm
Uh,
saying.
I got to give Drayden props a little bit. Maybe I
Yeah,
tried
I
to
got
last
drink.
week, but I don't remember if I did or not.
What was it?
Root beer and Captain Morgan, not too bad.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
I mean,
Tried it
I'll
last
put
weekend.
anything in a root beer.
Yeah, I
doesn't
didn't
always
think you
taste
could
good,
put
but-
any, I didn't think you could put anything in that root beer. I thought it'd be shitty. No, it was pretty good. I mean,
Yeah,
it was a
I
little
mean-
too sweet. I wouldn't be my go-to, but it wasn't bad.
I've put gin in root beer. That didn't taste great, but it's drinkable.
I don't think
Dummy.
there's any links, Pearl. But if Vlad shows up, he had some information on some like deals, right, for FanFest
Links,
2025. Didn't
oh.
he
He
have
and
something?
Skyhook have been paying attention. more
Skyhawk
than
and
the rest of
yeah.
it. Dom, you mentioned earlier the left hand and the right hand. When I was in college, my best friend and I joined
There's
the
an
rugby
announcements
team.
channel.
And at all of their parties, there was like a recurring rule where if they caught you, if any of the more senior guys caught you with a drink in your
Is that
right
very good?
hand, they would call bull moose, and you'd have to, finish your drink right there.
So if
And it
you're
was a
lefty,
really
you're
weird
great. Yeah.
Pavlov training thing, whatever. And apparently the rationale behind it was you should always be prepared to shake someone's hand or something and not be like clammy or wet or what. And I was like, I get it. That has some logic there, but it was a funny just way to make people binge drink at parties. Like if they,
It's a
but
good
you
one.
did-
I like it. Yeah.
You did train yourself eventually because you don't want to just be pounding every beer. Well, I didn't anyway. But yeah,
Yeah,
it was
I might be
interesting.
screwed.
That's what that made me think of. I'm sorry. You were like,
No,
but
it's
I'm
awesome.
drinking it out of
I'm
my
gonna-
right
start-
hand. Haha.
I'm gonna use that tomorrow on the bike ride. The Pirates. You
I
fucking-
wish I could go on the bike ride.
Oh, it's
so
literally called the shit show.
We're
I
going to
want
go to a
ride my
trail
bicycle.
soon.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll come up there. Well, we can meet halfway. Sorry to
No.
derail already. Sparta Elroy Trail, about halfway between us in Wisconsin. It's fucking awesome. There's 3 tunnels, they're old railroad tunnels that go through like the mountain, like not mountains, but what Wisconsin has. One's like a mile long, and it's fucking amazing. It's awesome.
I will bring it up for advisement.
There's hotels on both ends, so you don't have to camp if you don't want to.
Bring it up for advisement.
You just
Fun
tell
to-
her.
Oh,
I can talk mad shit when she's not down here. She can't hear me. I tell her what
Facts.
we're doing. That's not true at all. I beg for permission. I always said I get to do what I want because I do as I'm told. Fuck, it works, man. I tell you, you do what she tells you. You get to do what you want. I'm sticking to it.
Wait, how do you
I
save
think
on
it's a pretty
Nintendo?
good policy.
You do have to try it out, Space, and I'm gonna try to say Spartan's first name because I too fucked up already. I'm sorry.
Anduin?
I started and I fucked up. I apologize.
you're good, bro.
I can't fucking see straight. I feel like I'm slurring already. What the fuck?
No, you're fine. You are slurring, but it's okay. You could be worse,
Well, I'll be speaking nonsense in about 45, 50 minutes probably.
Shit.
I'm gonna try not to stay up super duper late or get super duper hammered because I want to be around for feeders tomorrow.
Will not
Well,
be
just
around for feeders.
wake
oh,
up.
yeah, I forgot that. Just
Yeah,
don't go
I-
to bed. Just stay up. That's the
I
way
don't
to do
wake
it.
up well on the weekends.
Yeah, I was
'cause
say
I
what
usually
time?
stay up super late and get drunk.
What time
I-
are the feeders? We could talk about Eve.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, the feeders are tomorrow. I'm trying to find out what time they start. There's the
Yeah, like 15 or 1600, maybe like 1600.
let's see, where's the? I was like, I had the
It's probably some.
here's
news
the doc
articles, right?
because I was like, I had the spreadsheet, but maybe I didn't bookmark it. But I'm going to
So
now.
1545 CCP is where it's kicking off. UTC. The broadcast is kicking off. It looks like they start at 1600. UTC.
Yeah, match times
I
first.
think my alliance's match is at 1900.
I wonder if they did this at local time because it's like it's when
The
you're
UTC,
on the
that's-
spreadsheet. Yeah, it says match times. Convos start 3 p.m. for the first match. It's like that's got to be
Right.
That'd be 1500.
He's
right?
talking about whatever he's reading to the people in the chat.
Who's talking?
I don't know, people in chat.
Him,
1600.
don't know.
Yeah.
the guy who's talking.
Okay.
Thank you, Rayo. 11
It
a.m.
could be a
shift.
gal.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. People.
He's a guy.
The royal we.
Rayo lives in the best time zone in the United States.
Okay.
Probably the world, actually,
1500 for
the royal we.
the stream
Royal
start. 1600 for the first match.
Royal we.
But yeah, I want to not only do I want to watch them all if I can, but then I need to be around as
Yeah.
like a possible stand-in if needed.
I wonder
That's
how
right.
many.
You have to be responsible. I forgot.
Yeah, I wonder how many channel points I can lose right off the bat.
I don't know how
There's
responsible they'd be expecting because I did some scrimmaging with them and I was garbage.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah,
I
I
don't
felt
lose
so
them all.
bad. I was like, God, I am bringing you guys down.
Yeah, just Rusty Hyenas are
Please,
first
everyone.
match.
Everyone show up, please.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I'm feeling. Our captain was doing like a rotate people in and out because we had enough people show up that we could kind of bench people. And I told him after a few rounds, I was like, hey man, just fly your normal people that you expect to really show up, and I'll be like a permanent bench guy until you need somebody.
Aw.
You don't want to lean on this.
And please don't need me. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize
So-
I was in like an overpropped Logi frigate at first.
Oof.
And I started out, and then like within no time, I'm like, where the fuck am I going? You know, I'm like way behind the enemy and shit. It was awful.
Yeah.
So
my
they do have
spatial
the list of teams now, though.
And the
So
first
we,
12 matches
we can
kick
make
ass.
a tier list. We can make a tier list.
Yeah, I'll post
Interesting.
the docs thing.
Yeah, the schedule, or it's on that. Yeah,
Well, it's in that. But here's
but
the.
yeah, post it.
That is the spreadsheet. And there's 3 of the sheets at the bottom. One is for match times, and the right one is just the brackets. So that
It's
gives you all
the
the
bingo
groups and the
ball
teams.
numbers.
That was for seeding. That
Did you say
I'm playing
dingle
bingo.
ball numbers?
Bingo.
bingo ball numbers. That was just to seed everyone
Alright.
for the thing. So,
Bingo.
Bingo makes more sense than dingo.
in the past, they've done they did like the marble race thing. The digital marble race for everyone. Each team had a marble. But yeah, so first match, Rusty Hyenas and Hole Control. I don't know why, but I've become a Rusty Hyenas fan.
It's because he poured some honey in your ear. Don't lie to us.
Ooh.
No, not
Ooh.
no, it wasn't
Yeah,
anything. Just
Radico.
it wasn't anything Radico said. It was just
Hyenas?
Oh yeah, he's bloody.
yeah, it's just the last. I mean, the Angry Games and them in the AT last year. I've just kind of liked the. I don't know. They seem to be underdogs all the time, and then they sometimes will pull out some really cool comps, and or just they'll have a comp and everyone's like, oh, they're fucked, and then they just like pull out some crazy piloting and either win or get really close. So I don't know. I've been enjoying watching Rusty Hyenas.
How come the Norv Gate Security Commission is stricken out? Are they? not in
They may have
theaters anymore?
dropped. Who's that?
Number 20 on the fucking feeder schedule.
The 20th match or the number 20? Oh yeah.
Number
Okay,
20.
I see.
feeder brackets. Oh wow, so that's gonna fuck with that little group. maybe?
Yeah, they probably bailed out since getting in. So
Too busy
Wow.
camping.
That
the,
actually hurts that
gate
bracket, didn't
tower.
it? Didn't somebody not get advanced last year because he had a bye? Then it screwed him on points,
I think it was plug and play. It didn't
Oh,
go
that
through because of something.
right? Because they didn't have a match, so they
Yeah,
didn't
and
get
it came
points,
down
and they ended
to
up getting
points in the match, and they didn't. They were tied with everyone else in their bracket, but they didn't score as many points as everyone else in the bracket, or something like that. And so it came down.
Or in
to
the
like,
group. In the group.
Yeah, like they were supposed to move on, but because of some other wonky shit that happened, they got disqualified.
They were one and one or
2-1.
2 and 1.
Yeah, everyone
No,
in their
no.
group was 2-1.
But they were 1
So-
and 1. Right?
So where would you
they
say
missed
the
a match.
Hyenas land in the tiers? Between S and D.
Oh, I don't play those kind of games.
I don't know. Like, I don't know most of these teams.
S and D. Wow.
As far as like skill,
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
I was gonna lean on if
Oh, I'm waiting
Radicos
for
shows
somebody
up
else to
later.
do that.
Yeah, if Radicos
Yeah, so I
comes
can
on
look
by
at it.
later
I'm
tonight,
picking-
he's gonna want to do that. But
It's not fun if you don't do it. Because
I mean,
the
we
point
can.
is I want to know what you guys think, so that I can make this bracket based off of. I want to see how far your opinions of the teams takes me when I make my alliance tournament bracket. That's all.
I'll play with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is there a
Rusty
bracket out
Hyenas,
there you can
let's see. Do I have something I can put up on the screen for this?
I believe
Um,
after the feeders, the
I can
challenge
give you
website.
something.
will
I was like,
be
what if I
live.
I have Excel? What if I just open Excel?
Tell me that they had that Lions tournament
Nah.
challenge thing last year. Are they not, is somebody doing that this year?
I can stream something that you can use. I think.
Yeah. I think the devs themselves set up it's like challenge.com or something with an O.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Specifically.
challenge.
Is it up and
they
running?
don't.
Do you know?
No, they don't
I
because
think it will be for the main tournament.
yeah,
not the
they aren't
feeders.
doing that for the
Not for
feeders.
the
They're
feeders,
because
okay, got
because
it,
for
got
the
it.
feeders that would put too many teams and too many possibilities, and like people's brackets would be so fucked.
I get
so
it. But
they're
I was
waiting-
asking because it's not up.
Yeah, they're waiting until because after the feeders, feeders is this weekend and next weekend, and then the actual tournament I think starts. I want to say like October, early October, ish,
Okay.
maybe
So
mid October.
Drayden, I have made a tier thing. I've made it, and if you want to put it on the screen, I'm streaming it.
Is that enough tiers just to D?
It's 5 tiers. It definitely should be.
I don't know. Maybe we should go to F.
I can't. I mean,
Actually,
I can't.
let me.
I don't think I can add any more now, but we'll say
let's
D
do it like
tier
that.
is F.
Is that
Okay.
Rusty Hyena's logo?
Yeah.
Are we
Okay,
putting
yeah,
an S
Is it
there?
Sawdeath? That's where.
No, Rusty Hyenas. As far as like who I'm gonna root for, I'd put them in S, but I would probably not put them in S tier. I would put them. It's gonna be A or B.
S means suck. Or
S
what's
is
that?
top.
Oh,
How
S-
come it's red and the green's at the bottom?
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
S
what I said,
is
that
sup-
sucks.
The colors should be reversed.
Red goes faster.
Yeah,
so
the red
that's
ones go
why.
Red's
fast. Yeah.
bad.
So yeah,
Red just means
or I would
spicy.
just go start blue, blue
Don't you
top,
don't- you don't need
blue, and then green, like blue, green, yeah,
Start with gray. Next one down should be grayer, then grayish,
and then like
Gray.
green,
Blackest of
and
the
then
night.
yellow,
black and gray. Yeah.
then yellow, orange, and red.
Then we'll put everyone in the middle. You have no strong feelings one way or another.
What
Um,
drives a man neutral?
And then oh shit, I moved
brown.
D.
We need a brown one.
Aggro below
Yeah, brown tier. Gross.
new.
I don't think we need just the.
No, LB
You
is
want
the
F tier?
only one. LB is the only one
Yeah,
who
he
said
said
he
he's
would
gonna help
play,
you. Yeah.
and he recommended an F tier.
Okay.
I'll
so
decide.
I will give
Yeah.
him.
Okay. It
only
does.
LB
That does.
can put teams
We
in
should
the
get rid
F
of the
tier.
S tier then. A,
Alright.
B,
No,
C, D, F.
absolutely
No,
That's like
not.
the
S
normal
is
shit.
superior.
It's grade school. Keep it simple.
Keep it
Keep it
simple.
This
simple,
is,
stupid.
Yeah.
S is
Okay, so here's the rule.
S for suck
Only
ass. A for
only-
assholes.
only
B for
LB.
buttholes.
Gets to put things in the F tier.
Okay.
F for
Alright.
fuck off, right?
I would. Okay, so this makes this a little easier though.
F is for
with 6.
fucking stupid.
I would put Rusty Hyenas
an
at
arc, see, that's
B.
serious.
I would put him in the
I
B
feel
tier.
attacked.
The B tier? That's your team, though.
I like
That's your
them, but I
team,
think
dog.
skill wise and everything, they're probably in the B tier. Like they're not
I'm glad
bad,
you're.
but they're not
I'm
great.
glad you're not my supervisor because
They're,
Wow,
they're- I would say they're above
Upset.
average and they're very fun to watch, but I would not put them as a. They're definitely not S and
Way to
A,
build
I
them
think
up.
A would be a stretch. They're like probably like B plus, but that's
so you're
fine.
putting Twitch points on them, but you're not going all in. That's
Okay.
I'm going all in on them tomorrow morning from the start, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
It's either gonna be a good day for points out the gate, or I'm gonna be crying.
You can start
in
at
the
the top of the
morning.
list and go down them. See which way they go.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. The next
Yeah,
is whole
that's what we're
control, right?
Yep.
This. Oh wait, whole control. Wait, why is Rusty Hyenas still an S?
Because we
Somebody
ain't
said
put.
superior.
Because ain't nobody said where to put them yet.
I
Yeah,
said
he
B.
I said
B.
D. D.
Okay,
B.
we're all saying B.
Yeah.
Not all of us, but Drayden did. I
Oh,
thought
sorry.
it was just
I'm
him
putting him as
explaining his
B.
choice.
Drayden's been the most convincing person at the board so far, so I think
Who's
we should
Rusty
go with
Hyenas?
B.
Do we know them?
I've watched them a bit. Like they've done decent against decent teams, but they tend to always lose against the top tier teams.
But
That's
we're
why
not
I'm putting them in
ranking
B.
these guys against their group, right? Against
We're
everybody.
ranking them overall.
on their skill. Okay,
Just
okay,
an
got it,
overall
got it.
ranking of how well you think they'll perform.
I don't like their name. D.
With
That's
whole
basically
control?
what I'm going.
The
with.
whole control. I think
Whole
they're
control?
they're pretty good.
These are wormholers.
They're warm
Yeah,
holders.
they're wormholers.
Obviously,
they're
they're
autumn-
skilled at small game, so let's go. I think also B tier.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
B is
Okay.
probably solid for
But
them.
but also remember that wormholers are not people. So
That's why I didn't go A tier.
we could drop
Right down
them
to D.
down to C tier. I think is
F.
probably
No,
better.
Fuck them.
But
think-
that's just
th-
my opinion, man.
I think we're doing them a disservice at C tier. I think
Okay,
A
so
tier.
B,
Yeah.
A
Yeah, probably-
tier.
I say A tier.
Okay, LB.
I would
said A
agree. I
tier.
would agree with that. That's what I said originally,
It's,
but he said
it's
no.
easy. It's easy. It's
Is that the logo from Worms?
Yeah.
No, it's the logo from Hull Control, the Alliance and EVE Online. You mean-
That's right.
I just saw the it looks
looks
like
like
the
a
little
patent
worm
pending.
face, but
Paper numbers. C.
see, like I
I've never
don't.
heard of paper numbers.
No,
I
it's
haven't
in a
machine.
either, but I
Yes,
think
I
I
don't know.
remember seeing that they've got
They
some
have
experienced pilots. but-
They have 17,492 kills.
Okay. That's not
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, that's
All fucking
191
all noob
members.
ships though, right? What do you do?
That's between only 191 people though.
How long have they been around?
Since 2021.
How many alliance tournaments have they done?
I don't know. That's the thing. I've never
See,
heard
this
of
is-
them.
This is it. So it's C tier.
But
Side
But
note,
they-
real quick.
but that
Oh,
means
go ahead.
each
Side
of their
note.
each of their members is
Oh,
averaged
geez.
91 kills.
Well, what kind of kills though? Are
Reckon
they
of-
shuttles? Are they games?
Fortizars.
The gankers? Are they? Yeah.
Fortizars. All Fortizars.
Okay, not all
17,000
Fortizars.
Fortizars.
No,
Wow, that's
so
impressive.
the most valuable kills over the last 7 days are 3 Fortizars, one of which
Okay.
belongs to Slow Children at Play.
Good.
So,
All right. B tier now.
we're up based on the politics. Also, 2 Zernitras, and an Apostle.
Who did the Zernitras belong to?
That's a great question. They belonged to, Quebec Underdog League.
Oh, A tier.
Oh,
A
man,
tier.
is that the Quebec Foreign Legion or the?
The Quebec United Legions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Paper
that's-
numbers are my
real
new
quick.
favorite.
I
Right.
also I put another link in chat. This is something that Event
That
put
makes
together. This is a thing where you can look up teams, players, various tournaments, and all that stuff to see how well each team
Thank
has
you, I was
performed in
just
the
looking for that. I
past,
couldn't
and
find
then
it.
like what their rosters were, so you can see like player. You can deep dive into this for hours, and it's
Not
you're
done,
still
but you
not
could.
going to come away with like
I
any
wish-
kind of like semblance of solid knowledge,
I
but
wish
it is
I
kind
was
of
on- I wish I was on the EVNT staff.
They're pretty
Wonder
solid.
how
Speaking
I-
real
I wonder
quick.
how I could help with them. And
Tell them
Oh,
you are.
Where are
Speaking
we
real
putting
quick
the
of
papers?
knowing who former, what former tournaments these guys have done, CCP put out a thing this past week that said they were going to get caught up on giving out medals for like previous ATs because they stopped doing that for a while and you used to get one for your alliance and then all the pilots got them, just the in-game, like show info tab medals.
Yeah, I think
But,
I have.
but
one.
it'll tell
I
you
should
which
have.
alliance tournaments people have been in and stuff, so that'll be
Yeah,
cool if
so-
they get caught up on it.
yeah, so from the AT last year, paper numbers won against Deepwater Hooligans, but then they lost against Tuskers, but that's, hey, most people do.
Tuskers.
And then
Fucking
they
Tuskers.
lost against Till Doomsday.
But they beat Deepwater Hooligans.
They did beat the Boatmen.
But then everybody,
So-
everybody does that. I thought.
Oh.
I feel like, and then, in previous tournaments, they lost to Darkside. In the tournament before that, they lost to Darkside, lost to they won against Bright Side of Death, they won against Esports Utopia, they lost to Odin's Call. It seems like they lose to good teams and beat the worst teams, so they're probably mid-tier.
You're saying the Boatmen are the worst teams.
You're talking about paper numbers still, right?
Boatmen are hit and miss.
Yeah,
I would put them. I'd
haven't
probably put them
put
B or
paper
C.
numbers.
C.
I haven't put paper numbers on the thing yet because we haven't got a consensus.
They're
so
made
I've
out of
just
paper.
been-
C.
C, B,
C or B.
I'll vote
I would
B.
put. You want B?
B?
I'd say B.
B. It is.
Too many B's. in there.
And then next is technically evasive maneuvering, but they don't have an alliance logo, and I'm not putting that cringy little circle star
they're an
logo
automatic
on the
F.
screen.
Automatic
So the
F.
next is Odin's Call.
Oh, this call is gonna be S or A
S
or
tier.
A.
Also
Probably S tier.
wormholders.
I
I
would
mean,
say
they've
A.
got it, but they're not people. So again,
So we can't make him an S. So A.
we can't make him an S.
I have a
not-
question for the board
what?
though.
What?
Can
Which
we?
one?
If we let's say we send someone S tier,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
fancy
then-
draft.
and then somebody else comes up later, and we're like, they're more S tier than those other guys. Can we move someone down later
Yeah.
on the board?
Yeah.
Or are we
Sure,
like
yeah.
locked in?
Yeah. we
No,
can-
I think they
Yeah,
should be
we
locked
can-
in.
you can shove
can't
them-
no,
be
we can shove
wishy-washy.
them
Don't be
down.
wishy-washy.
It's more fun to be wishy-washy. That means we
Yeah,
get to
you-
go
I
back
think
and
you
talk.
can.
Alright,
Yeah, you get to
whatever.
revise your
We
picks,
get to
but
go back and
I
talk
would-
about it. You know.
I
your
would
thing,
put.
man. You
I would
can
put
do it.
Odin's Call in S tier for now
No,
because
it's
I mean
A.
they've
Okay.
always been really good. Didn't they
Yeah.
win one of the
Let's throw 'em.
ATs?
Let's throw them S tier.
I don't know if they won 2 years
Okay.
ago or.
They've definitely
Um,
done really well.
Well, then the
They're
next
the elite,
is
best of the best.
Boundary
they are.
experts.
very good. Yeah, next is boundary experts.
I like the name.
I've
I do too.
I think it's
and
bet-
that
based
does-
in AT, isn't it? Is what that
Yeah,
inspired.
yeah, exactly. That does imply that they have experience with the tournament scene.
Right.
Well, they've been in 3 tournaments, right? And they have wins.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I've seen them. They've been in like
Maybe
the
an
anger.
A.
They were in the anger games. They were in the the last couple years for sure. So
17, 18, and 19, right? And they've
yeah,
not gone out in the first round. So I mean, I
yeah.
would
I mean,
say
they beat. Yeah, this is another one where they're losing to Odin's Call. They're losing to. Oh no, they beat Tempest Calcif last year in a match. That's impressive. They lost to Odin's Call. They beat Novak and Brave.
So where do we want to put them
They
then?
beat Dracaris.
I say
That's
A, but-
Dracaris, but then they lost to
A tier?
Tuskers.
A tier?
I would say
I
A
think- I think
tier.
that
They,
is
yeah, they
real.
look like
Okay.
I mean, they even beat. Yeah, they beat Templess, and the only one that they lost against
Bordering
really was
on S tier.
they lost to
Oh,
Odins
yeah,
and Tuskers.
like
That's
right
what. That's
there.
why they
Let's-
lost.
Maybe
last
we should
year.
go S tier and then we can move them down later.
I don't like moving people. down.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can put them S. We won't move them down.
Are you just automatically putting those there in just like we're not even talking about that?
What?
'Cause I'm fine with that. I'm
Is that
fine with
Volta?
what you just did.
I think A is pretty good for
Yeah.
them. But I mean, if we can put them in S, they
Ooh.
seem really good. Like the only losses they had the only reason they didn't, yeah, they lost to Tuskers and Odin's Call last year.
Who we
They
talking
beat
about?
everyone else. Boundary
We're
experts.
talking about
Okay.
boundary experts.
Can I just take a second? Is
Yeah.
there any way to create your own fantasy sports league?
Probably.
Like,
yeah.
if I wanted to make a fantasy league of the AT, could you do it?
I'm sure there's a site out there that would let you do that.
You could do it. It'd take effort, but you could do it.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure.
I have a
How
question
would you-
about fantasy leagues now. Like fantasy football, you don't pick a team and then go with it, right? You pick
Right.
players from different teams.
Yeah.
and
You draft
create your own
players.
thing.
Yeah.
And maybe
Right,
a
so
defense. Yeah.
I
And you
feel
have
like
to-
that's too difficult for AT. Like,
Yeah, you don't.
What
How
are
would
you
you
doing?
determine
are you
individual?
picking
points?
like
And what
fucking-
stats would you base it on?
You'd have
Right.
to. Yeah. You'd have to look at. You could use this EVNT thing and look at each player and be like, what successes they had.
It's
What
definitely
teams have they been
something
on?
to
What wins and
So
explore.
there's
losses
crazy
have they
people
had?
who do shit. Like,
Yeah.
Carrying on, the next team on the list is Intergalactic Space Hobos. Their
I
alliance
don't
logo
know
is
who
a
they are.
dumpster.
I like that.
I
it's
like
automatic
it.
B. Automatic B.
It's not- it's an automatic
I've never
B.
heard of them.
So they've earned the B.
Based
Understood.
solely on
Solely on name and symbol.
the logo. Yeah.
Like that's
Right.
it.
So they can only go higher than a B. Well, no, they can go lower, but they started a B.
Yeah.
Started a
They
B.
started to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Let's see, like, what kind of tournaments have they been in?
Prove us
You guys are being
wrong.
real generous with
Prove
this.
us right.
Yeah, they've
Well, we're
never
not
been in a
being
tournament
mean.
before. They have no tournament experience. Now,
Unless
the player,
you're
I don't know who the
Raven
players are on
Volta.
this team, but I mean, like, I probably wouldn't put them in a B.
Space hobos. They're
The
B.
name
B.
is funny,
It's
but
not
if we're
A.
if we're
They
if
got a
we're,
dumpster.
I mean,
We
it's a
said it, B.
dumpster, but I mean,
It's
I mean,
B. We're not giving them. They're not skipping a
B?
grade.
well, right, but
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
with zero
It's fine.
tournament experience, I might like start them at
The
D or C.
dumpster.
Because
You think C?
You know what?
D
I
or
think
C
we
because
give
they
them-
have no
So,
they have no
with no-
Jake makes a
pedigree.
good point.
They have no
Okay,
pedigree
so
to
here it
base
is.
it on. It's like they're
So
a,
with no tournament experience,
they're an expansion team
That
they
gives
haven't
them-
played any games yet.
that
Because-
gives them a D.
No, they gives them
And
an F.
with
No
the
firm
dumpster
experience.
logo, it gives
S.
them one up. So I think we give them a C.
Okay, we give them a C. For the
I think it's an
dumpster.
S for the logo, an F for their experience, averages out to a B minus.
Okay.
So C. C is
And then
the,
the-
See, there you go.
Yeah, C is a
strong
nice
C.
place. Strong C.
Yeah.
Strong C. So the next is Birds of Prey.
Don't like it.
Haven't
AI
heard of them.
generated.
Oh, is that the AI?
generated
That's
ass
gonna be F
logo.
tier. oh, I thought it was the AI team.
They
What was
weren't
that team
part-
that
they
just
weren't a
bases
group
all their
last year.
decisions?
Oh yeah,
on
that
AI?
was in Anger Games or something.
I
right?
was like, that team
Oh,
gets an
that's
F.
insane.
That team is automatic F. I like
Wow,
how you
that's
already put
cringe.
Brave in F. Is that
And
Volta? That's
Volta.
also yeah.
And
Okay.
Volta, yeah.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey,
if-
D.
And as soon as I get in its logo, guess where they're gonna go?
I
Yeah.
thought I was the only one who could
G-Tab.
put people in the F. I
Birds
thought that
of
was a
Prey
loser.
is another no.
I'm
Yeah, what the
simply-
hell?
I'm simply not going to save the initiative's logo.
Do they have one?
All right, Birds of Prey. What
Yeah,
have they
Birds
done?
of Prey.
with their
Nothing.
alliance?
There's
Never.
nothing.
I don't like 'em.
They haven't been now. I mean, it could be made up of pilots that have been in tournaments before, but that alliance hasn't. So
No experience,
without
terrible
knowing
logo.
what their roster is, I'm sure there's a site you can go and
D.
find their roster. But I mean, I'd probably put them D just because
D?
I don't
No,
All
D
right.
is in Delta.
Delta.
Like we don't even give them a chance at redemption. We're just like,
Oh,
you
fuck
put
it.
Well,
slow in
I
I
F.
didn't say
what?
F. I didn't say
we,
F.
we have nothing to look at unless we get the roster of like what players are on there, and then we have to deep dive
True,
on
we
them.
don't
I'll
know.
give them C.
Then we got to
not
revisit.
an F.
Yeah. So Arrival is the next.
Brave.
Those guys are good.
F, okay.
I mean,
Arrival's
Brave,
pretty good, I'd say.
Brave generally doesn't do that well. I would probably put
Yes,
Brave
they
in.
do.
I-
They do well.
Do you
They've
think?
done well the last few.
They should be a C. but
They've
whatever.
absolutely
Have
done
they?
well the last few, for sure.
Okay. I mean, if you
For
say so.
sure.
Didn't they came back pretty strong in
think you're
the
being
losers
generous.
bracket last year.
You got
Are
the
we moving them up to
website.
the C
They,
then?
they beat White
I'm
Squall.
building the
That's
tier
they actually beat White Squall. That's not bad. But they White they lost to White Flag. That was a good team. They lost to Boundary Experts.
And they come back
Oh,
in
come
the
on,
losers bracket
stop.
last year really far.
Get that fucking dinosaur out of there.
I can't. I can't. We can't.
Oh,
that's-
Dom
that's
said not
undeserved.
to be wishy-washy.
You
They-
just illegitimized this whole process.
It's okay. We'll move it later.
This is
Just
like
let
any
it-
other promotion board I've ever been to.
I mean, looking at the past, they haven't really had that much
Who?
success. Brave, like they beat Big Yikes and Fancy
They've got
Pants.
lots of experience.
They lost
and
to
they've
Nanofiber
beaten some
tokens.
good
They lost to
teams.
Lock
Yeah,
Range
they do
Enjoyers.
have a lot of
That's Radicus's
experience.
team.
They have beaten a lot of teams. I think if
You're
we're
a C,
giving,
honestly.
if we're giving Brave a proper score, I say C or B.
They won one match last year against
I
White
could see a
Squall.
C or a
C.
D.
C.
And they won
C.
two
But they got
matches
experience.
against.
Fine. C.
I put him C.
Okay, then
yeah.
Arrival. Also, Skyhawk's here. Hey, Skyhawk.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh,
What's up, dude?
hey guys, coming to you live from the Michigan UP. Just rolled in a
Sick.
few minutes ago.
Oh, the
They have
Upers.
Wi-Fi up there?
I am currently running off
Satellite.
of 4G that is actually working really well. It's like 100 megabit, which is faster than the Wi-Fi at this Airbnb.
2 years ago,
Yeah, see,
Arrival
they're
won
doing a tier
two.
list.
Of a
Last
tier
year they
list?
lost all. No, they won 2, I guess. Never mind.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a tier list. Just talking about the teams and
We talking
how
about- we're
they've
talking about
done.
Rivals is south. There's B.
Arrival?
Arrival.
Rival
Yeah.
should be pretty high.
I say B at least.
Yeah, Arrival.
I'm gonna
I
put
remember
him A or higher.
won
Well,
me a
not higher,
lot of
A.
channel points last year.
Yeah, Rival was.
Well, he put test in friggin' S, so why not higher than A?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, fine. If you want me, I can't
Back down
move
the
them
F.
off.
well, we
Put him
haven't
in
got to
F,
test yet, so just
F.
stick him in
Then
the
put them in
bottom.
the F
Put
tier,
in the F tier.
No,
till we-
C.
and we'll talk
C.
about it when we get to
We'll
it.
talk about it when we get to it, but I'm not
They're
putting them in
losing
F.
one level just because you won't. You're
No,
Just
shut
because
up.
you don't want to get kicked out of another alliance, so you won't.
It's
put them in
obvious.
the-
Sounds like bias to me. Just saying.
Arrival. I'd probably put him B.
B.
They do really
Strong.
well. Usually.
Maybe an
I think
A.
A.
Yeah,
I think A.
Oh,
they beat
okay.
Rusty Hyenas.
for
They beat
Arrival.
Volta.
And then they lost.
They lost
think
to
they're probably an A.
Templess and Hidden Leaf, so those were both good teams last year. So
Absolutely an A.
I would say
though,
A. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, and then what's next?
Kitchen sinkhole.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the Gator Man.
Set the alligator one, right?
I guess.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
No, hold up. You gotta. I'm lost.
You should have just.
All right,
No.
we're gonna catch up now. We're gonna catch up. Yeah. So kitchen sinkhole is what we're looking at now, and
Okay.
they are the alligator people. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
D.
D.
D?
D.
Oh, no,
Anybody?
wormhole.
Yeah, like we don't
I
know anything
don't
about them.
know anything about
experience.
them.
They don't like the logo.
I like the logo. It's an
It
alligator.
reminds me of a Disney alligator, like from
Yeah.
If he
Rescuers
didn't,
Down
you know what?
Under.
If he
or
didn't have his arms crossed, it'd be okay. But no, he's
He
like,
looks
he's all
like
angry.
CA
I
Plus,
don't
so
like
he'll
it.
eat your
He's just
fucking
got a
hand
dick.
if you
He looks like a dick.
fuck around.
That's right.
I
He's
like him.
antisocial.
That's why I like him.
I'm too fucking cool for you. I'm a dick. No, D.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Richard the
Alligator.
Gator.
B.
You are what you eat.
B.
Yeah.
All right.
B?
All right,
B?
cool, yep.
They've got no C at best. They have no experience.
Wormhole.
Fuck
Wormhole.
them. Oh, they're not
I think-
people. Drop them down one.
Yeah.
No,
honestly,
no.
not being
See,
people.
don't
drops
be
them
like
down
that.
one.
Yep, I agree.
I mean,
Alright.
I
What does the
LB
rest of the board say?
Yeah, the board.
don't
I
know
said
if I
D.
put him B, but
He said D.
Fine. C.
now
C.
the Event T
I put
thing,
him
like,
in
they
B
don't
at
have any AT experience, but I think they weren't they in the Anger Games though?
I don't care.
I think they were in Anger Games last year. I
I
don't
like
remember how well they
He
did.
hates
but
the alligator.
I don't
Their
like
He's got a
name
thing
doesn't
against
ring
her.
out.
I remember
This
hearing. I
literally
remember
is
hearing the name. I'm pretty sure they were
every
in Anger
promotion
Games.
board I've ever been to. Someone
Yeah.
doesn't like someone just based on looks alone,
Yep,
and
they're
they're like,
fucked.
"Fuck that guy."
Fuck them. Yep.
Okay.
Their gig
All
line
right,
sucks.
well,
They're
It's
out.
the little
Next.
comic where the guy picks up the banner.
Next up is Unspoken Alliance.
Silence.
We can't talk about 'em.
Hmm.
They've got a
It's a very
few.
sultry alliance symbol. I like that.
Yeah, lips with the
Is that what
kissy
that is?
face. Yeah, hushed lips.
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Their most recent kills are Marauders and an Astrahos.
Their own.
Okay.
It looks like they
They've
play
been in
in
one
Wicked
tournament, they went
Creek
0-2.
Malpace.
So,
Oh,
Never
So-
heard of
and
That's
that was
in the
against
Northeast?
Laserhawks and Weekend Warriors.
Well, yeah, but they're
So-
killing
South
Pandemic
Patrol.
Horde.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the thing is,
okay.
like, but that's the whole alliance.
they
This
go.
is we're
B
basing
tier.
on the alliance team, the
B
team.
tier,
we
I'm
so
have.
saying,
they must
saying
be
C.
Basically, so like we can assume
put
if
'em
they're
D.
killing, if they're killing
D.
Pandemic Horde and they're not in goons, then they're probably small gangers, which
Yeah.
gives
But you
them.
can't talk about them, so they're
Yeah,
automatically
I'm just
one
saying
level low.
they've in the
I'm
AT
giving 'em a
last
B.
year they went
Oh, the
0-2
C then.
against
No better than C.
medium to like teams. So I would put them D. To be
Yeah,
honest.
I think
What?
it's a C.
No, C then. Let's go C.
think it's a
Let's
C.
split the difference.
See, it is.
Okay.
We'll split the difference there. All right, next.
You got to
is
figure there
plug
should
and
be a
play.
lot more C's and below than we should not
This
have
is
a
what I was
stop
just about to say.
SAB.
We think everybody's great.
It should be a
apparently,
bell
On
curve, right?
average-
It should be a
On
bell
average,
curve,
most
yeah.
people are average, so we
Yeah,
should.
most
be
people are
Most
going
of
to
these
be
teams have
C,
lost.
and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Plug and
I
play?
mean, honestly, there can
C.
only be one.
Plug and play is
winner as
obviously
well,
S2.
so-
C
Yeah,
level.
But
So-
those winners rotate around every couple of years.
So plug
amongst
and play
themselves.
also kills Pandemic Horde. It looks like
Their tournament
ships,
experience
their
is
fleets are
Right.
anywhere between 5 to 10 pilots, so they are small gangers as well.
C.
So that we do give them some points for that.
Yeah, they are
They
They
mercenaries.
do have experience in tournament, but they have
I
never
know
won
they're
in
gonna.
the
Well,
tournament.
they got some mercenaries. November's on that team. He's a really good pilot. And
Okay.
you got
He's in
Raz-
plug and
he?
play,
Yeah, well, he's mercenary. He's in
He's doing
Pan Am
flying
Legion,
plug-
but he's doing
but he's
mercenary.
flying plug and play.
He's flying with plug and play.
Oh, then I'll
I
give him
mean,
a B.
How come you
Uh,
always gotta drop Pandemic Legion every stream? You always gotta. I'm in
Like- like
Pandemic
you're talking
I'm
about
just saying,
Test?
like, they,
I'm
they,
in
they
Pandemic
got a
Legion.
solid PL pilot on
He
there.
doesn't
They
talk
got
that's a
about
roster.
requirement.
Test, Dom. He talks about Init, his new alliance.
That's
Yeah.
I
right.
am not.
Right, yeah.
I talk about test because I can't wait
You
to
love
come
it
back
in it, yeah.
to EUV.
Like, I
play
would
test.
probably put plug and play at least B, but
Yeah,
I would,
let's
like,
give 'em
between
B.
between A and B, I would put them.
I like
B
B.
tier.
I like B,
I can see B. Yeah,
All right.
because he's got November. He knows what he's doing.
but A is also viable. What does
Yeah,
the rest of
let's-
the panel
No,
think?
come on now.
I think B,
B?
is fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
B.
I was trying to think of an argument to drop him down to C, but I couldn't come up with one in time. So B.
All right. So
Fa-
next up is Fancy Pants.
Fancy Pants.
I
Probably.
mean, I like the name.
Well, it's
Yeah.
probably C or D.
I like the logo.
Now
Yeah, it's somewhere between C and B.
this
I'd say
alliance,
C and D. Like Fancy
This-
Pants, I don't think has really done all that
this
well a lot of times.
this alliance only has 11 members, right? So keep in mind that this alliance was built. They're like this.
For
They're
tournament.
just tournament dudes.
They're just tournament, right? But
They've done
they
well.
they small gang and they
Mhm.
blob.
They've,
It's
they've,
small
they've
gang and
not
they
done well.
blob.
They've
How
lost.
do they blob
They've
with
been in
11
two
Oh, they blob with
ATs.
11.
They've lost every
Blob
single
or
match
blob?
they've
Woody?
ever been in all the alliance tournaments they've been in, except
Woody
for the
on the
one
North
time
Pole and
they beat Wrong that one year when Wrong brought.
I mean, that's not. That's just, you beat
Yeah,
a retard.
so-
That's
You
not
you
fucking-
beat a
B
poorly
tier?
positioned.
F tier.
Yeah, like
We don't talk about it.
I would probably put
F?
Fancy Pants in D
Put 'em
or
in, like,
F. Probably
C?
D,
C or D?
but D,
F.
yeah, D or F. Like they're
No, not
You think
F.
they're that bad?
Not F.
I don't think they're
They've
that.
done well in the past.
Okay.
they've
well,
they've
if I'm
gone
thinking,
1-5
I'm
in
thinking
two
F,
alliance tournaments, and the one
if
win they went against
Drayden-
Wrong, who brought
Okay.
a sniper comp that warped in at 0, or no, they tried to warp in at 120, so they placed them at 0, so they got a free
Yeah.
win there, and then they won against auto cannon tornadoes.
What you're
So
saying is
that
they've
is their
won.
one- their
They've
one
actually
win was a
won
free gimme?
tournament wins.
No,
They're tournament
listen,
wins.
those don't count because those
No,
people.
no. Did they win in the tournament? Did they get tournament win?
No,
Yes.
they won that
yes,
one
the
match
answer is
against.
yes.
It was
The
a
answer is
free gimme round,
Yeah.
and then
D.
the other
They're no
four
lower
rounds-
than D. They
people.
can't be
The
F.
other
Those
four-
weren't real
tournament.
people that they beat.
Hold on, the other 4 rounds they played in, they went 0-4. So I
That's
don't
fine.
think
That's
they're very
D,
good.
not
See?
F though. D.
What's up, B-Task?
D?
I think F would be a little harsh.
D. I think D is fine.
D. We put him in D.
Sure, let's go with
We got him in D. Okay.
Yeah, I say F is
awesome.
harsh. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
someone's
Yeah.
got to be an F.
But yeah, we can be a
Initiative.
little harsh. It's so yeah, in
Yeah,
it.
like, I-
You say now that we're not stacking everybody in A's and
I
S's?
don't think anyone from these teams are
Oh
going to
my God.
come down here and be like, "What the fuck?"
Okay,
My
next
feelings."
is
Like-
pandemic. Next
gonna
is
make it on Reddit.
pandemic horde. Now
C.
I'm already
C.
on this
C.
alliance's
F.
blacklist, so I don't.
Foxtrot.
I mean, honestly, Horde, I would
Shitty
probably
symbol.
put Horde to C. Like, to be
No.
honest.
Okay.
D.
E, you
Um,
think? No.
What's their pedigree? What's how many tournament wins they got?
Yeah, people.
Probably not that many.
Yeah, they got people. Congratulations.
Historically, none of the big block groups do well. Fraternity
Their
was
first
the
tournament, they didn't
anomaly
win.
last
B,
year.
They
F
got one
tier.
win last year
Hmm.
and 2 wins the year
F.
before.
They
no,
they
one
lost.
win both
Yeah,
years.
last year they lost to Volta and Dracaris. They lost to Dracaris.
Travolta is an
D.
F tier.
No,
So
That's not
well,
happening.
and
That should be
then,
an
and then they beat a band apart,
Van de Pot.
and then the year before that they beat
They're solid C.
Arcos
C.
Core,
C.
and they
No.
lost to Darkside and Volta.
I mean, we're at
Have
D right
experience,
now.
and
They
they
lost
got
to
F.
wins.
Confederation of Pizza and Shadow
F.
Cartel the year before that. Like they've traditionally lost like 85%
Experience
of the
makes a
matches.
difference. I'd say no. lower than B.
85%. That's a huge fail. F.
I
we
don't know if
doing
I'd put
F?
Fuck it, F.
I'd put him in
F.
D,
F.
but
All right.
yeah, okay.
There we go.
It's
Fuck
an F.
yeah.
LB said it enough. All right, next.
Just like every
Mr.
promotion
Unlucky,
board.
your alliance is an F.
Next is
F.
Post Pod Clarity, but they've got a
I love
shitty
the
circle
name,
logo, so hope you lose.
Never heard of them.
So skipping
Rote-
ahead, Rote Capel,
S.
Fancy Lady. No, I mean Rote Capel is definitely small gang.
They're probably
I
a
like their
for
symbol.
sure.
Rote
B at
is
worst.
Rote's. They usually do
Yeah.
decent. Like I would put a B at least.
Yeah, I think
B.
it's probably a B.
It's a B tier.
They didn't win last
Okay,
year, but
that's-
they won some
that's-
the year before. They won
That's
the year
pretty
before that.
overwhelming. It's pretty overwhelming for the.
We've got lots of
Yeah.
experience
Yeah.
with tournament
Now,
wins.
the next one is Accept Your Fate. They don't have a logo either, but I've heard things about that team.
They're gonna have to accept their fate. They fucked up. Get a logo.
Yeah, they don't have a
They had a
logo.
look.
Yeah, I've heard things about that team that give me hope for their future.
How are we going to put them on the
I'm
tier
just-
list, though?
We're not going to because they don't have
They're
a
G.
logo.
Automatically a G.
We are
Get fucked.
staying true. I don't care if it's Jesus Christ's Alliance tournament team. If he's got that
He's got a
shitty
logo.
star circle logo, I'm not putting him on the tier list,
He's
man.
got a fucking. He's got a cross. He's got a logo.
Just got
Okay,
Till
so
Doomsday.
next
It's
is Till
widely known.
Doomsday.
If he has
Why-
risen, but he has no symbol,
till
He's fucked.
Doomsday.
He's a
Like,
Then
G,
he
get
has
fucked.
not risen, indeed.
I don't
anyways,
feel like they've won a whole
these-
lot.
These
Oh,
guys are
Doomsday
small gangers.
had 2 wins last year in the tournament.
Did they? Yeah. I
Small
know I've
gangers
seen them a
through
few
and through.
times, but I don't remember them being.
Beat Paper Numbers and they beat Brightside of Death.
Okay.
are we talking about till Doomsday?
Till
Yeah,
Doomsday.
maybe a B then.
I don't like the name though.
It's got a shitty name, yeah.
Yeah.
C.
Oh, I remember that logo because it's AI shit.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's like a 4-pane comic thing, and it's got all the colors that like Midjourney
Is-
usually uses.
I
and
like it even
stuff.
less. Now.
Is-
Maybe a C.
Is this loss?
I think C tier.
C tier?
C,
Yeah.
C seems
I
fine.
think B and C. I mean, because they did have wins last year, but
Lots of
Yeah.
C's racking up. All right, fair enough. C it is.
Yeah,
Like it
mean,
is
Alright,
on
then
average.
next-
People are
and
average.
their
so-
losses also. I mean, their losses was to Novak and Templus Calcif, which are both
Oh,
decent
so
teams. So.
hard teams.
Yeah, so they've
All
lost
right,
to hard teams and
then
beat
the Ancients. Now this,
The
I think they do
this,
pretty well.
this, I was a part of this group when it first
Probably eight.
started out, like 4 years ago.
Yeah, so F tier.
Fuck, man, no,
say
they're
G.
good.
Yeah.
I know.
They're good.
They lost both their matches last year,
What
and
just
they lost
happened?
both their matches the year before.
They're so good.
Oh
Yeah, they're
man,
good.
sounds like they're garbage.
The Minions beat them. The Waffles beat them.
Oh yeah, they're 0 and 4. They lost to
Mm.
Minions
So,
Waffles. They did lose
Maybe
to
F tier.
Barcode. You can't.
Maybe
you
F
can't,
tier is
you
accurate.
can't, you can't hold that
So
against them
how
losing to
great
Barcode,
D-
but they lost to the
They've got
Laserhawks.
experience.
well,
D.
Pandemic
Yeah.
Horde has experience.
I'd put them
More
in
you
D.
did them
experience than
dirty
the
too?
Ancients, and you gave them an F.
If we're putting
not giving
Horde
F.
at F, they at
I
least
didn't
have
give
to be
Horde
D.
an F. I said Horde is a C.
I gave
I would have
Horde
put
an F,
Horde
and
as a.
I'll
I would have put
stand by
Horde
that.
as a D, probably a C or a D.
I'd put
I
'em
wouldn't
in
put.
D.
I wouldn't put Horde in F. That seems kind of like
All right, well, we're gonna put the Ancients in F,
These
and then we're
guys-
gonna put
move
Horde
Horde
in
to
D.
D at least.
That's-
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Okay, see, now this is how we can do it, right? We can move things around as we talk about it. Akaroth, does this make sense to you? Like, if we put a team like Test in S tier, then we'll know that everybody has to be better than Test to be above them, right? But
I
nobody
don't
would be
think that's
better.
how that works.
It's gonna work out.
I
just
thought you put
fine.
Test in F
Trust me.
tier because everybody is better than them.
Trust me, everything's fine. The next is Slow Children at Play. No one likes these
F.
guys. Their
F.
leadership team was full of racist assholes, and
F.
I hated them for the longest time. But I think they kicked all those people. Like, I think they cooed them, which is pretty cool. But also I think their tournament presence has been shit.
Well, they weren't in the
Dog
tournament last year,
shit.
were
Well, they fly curses. They're F tier. I don't like them.
Wow.
Don't they like fight Black Flag and Code and shit?
Everybody.
I
does.
They're
mean,
trying to like no, I think they're
everybody
trying to do
has to,
like
though.
a redemption
They're
arc or
pretty
something in the
cringe.
last 6
they?
months.
Oh, okay. I don't
they're
know.
cringe.
I don't know much about
Cringe AF, if you would.
That's what the kids say. Right?
What's the
Slow.
play? F.
F tier.
Absolutely Ohio Riz.
Oh, skibbity riz.
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet riz.
Skibbity.
All right,
Dup,
so
dup,
next
dup,
up is
yes,
Snuffed
yes.
Out.
F.
Now,
F.
Snuffed Out is a good
F.
alliance. They start out at B. They lost to Goons, which drops them down to C, in my opinion. And they
I'm
also
contractually obligated to say A tier.
F.
and C,
pieces of
that
shit.
right there drops them down another tier in my book. So I give them a C.
Couldn't
give
beat
them a
the
C.
Tuskers. They're a fucking F.
I can give him a C. Yeah.
They
lost the
told me
Goons, guys,
in
who
game that they would be
historically do
mean to
terrible.
me if I didn't say nice things. So A.
Snap. All right, Akaroth, you're the tiebreaker then. Whatever you decide is fact.
Snuffed?
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing
Can't see them being
Snuffed?
higher than C.
Okay, so B
D.
tier it is.
D.
All right, next up is
B.
Goon
Get them
Swarm.
out of B.
I'm averaging in my head, dude. I'm doing large
What
averages.
if, I mean, I
Goon
give a
Swarm?
I give a
I'm
C.
adding-
Solid.
I give a
Solid D.
C
Solid
vote.
D.
So is that a?
E? You said E?
I said I give a C vote.
C
Okay.
to Goons.
They're D.
Have they
No,
ever
to
done
No.
to Snuffed.
They did not
Oh.
too bad last year. 2 years ago, when was it? They did okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they're mid tier.
They're just not. They're not consistent. That's why I would say D. They're my guys, but I just don't have a lot of confidence.
When you
Huh?
compare them to Pandemic Horde, are they better?
Oh, they're
or
better than
worse?
Pandemic
They're
Horde.
they're better than Horde.
Okay.
When you compare
By
them
far.
to
It would be band apart. That's it. I mean, come on.
I mean, I give them a D for drying.
I think a D is fair.
These get degrees.
Is this for Goons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
concurrence.
between D and C, but probably D. I would say D makes more sense.
It just their experience is there, but they haven't done anything with it in the
Yeah.
past. I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, they're
They
between.
got
a-
great. They got great leaders and stuff. They just can't put it
They're
together.
between a C and a D, so we're gonna give them the D.
Yeah.
We're gonna put them together.
Test is gonna be
blocks.
right next to him.
All right.
D.
Yeah. Fine. I'll give them that. Right. I'll give Test the D. Mace Windows in the chat. Fuck Goons.
Test and then Templess. Templess is S.
No, where were you putting Test?
Oh
D.
well. Oh, I thought we
Oh,
put.
you only
I
put 'em on
thought
D?
I thought Test was like
D?
fine where they
We're
are.
giving
So
Test
D.
D.
D
Okay,
for
fine.
dog. Yes.
Womp womp.
F.
yeah,
All right. Then
Test
next
an
is
F. There's
Templess is S.
Templess.
Templess is S
There's
tier
only 3
for sure.
names in test. You got to give them an F.
Yeah,
Templess is S.
I
They had a
think-
couple good years. I think in recent ones they haven't been maybe S, but they're probably in the A
Templess?
ish. Yeah, Templess did
Mhm.
pretty well a few years in a row, if I
They did
recall.
really well last year.
They
and the year
won it.
before.
They won a tournament like 3 years ago.
I mean,
These are
that's
the words that I said. I said they did really well a few years ago, and I don't
They
think
did well
they're
last
quite
year, too.
doing
They
as
did.
well.
Seriously.
Yeah, well,
I
last
think
year,
an S
last year
tier is
they
warranted.
last
I
year
would say-
they lost to Truth
Okay.
Honor Light, which was who won the whole
have
tournament.
to
I think
ask the
so.
question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I heard 2 S tiers. Did I hear 2 S tiers?
Like,
Is that
Yeah.
right?
like seriously, what are we voting on? I really have no idea.
We're tiering the
This
AT
is the
teams.
feeder rounds.
Yeah,
AT
for the
feeder
oh,
rounds.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but
I
Templess
honestly didn't know.
didn't Templess go to the finals last year and.
I say
They've at
an
least
S.
gone far before.
Oh no, they didn't go to the finals. No,
That's
they,
why I'm
they,
thinking
they
they're
were in
they're
top
very
four.
easily an A tier. I'll say that. I don't know about an S, but if they've really won it all before, I know they
Well-
won either Anger Games or like one of the other ones, but
Well, I mean,
but if
last
they won
year,
it all, then they probably do deserve. an
last
S
year they
tier.
beat a
That's something.
rival.
Yeah, I think.
they won
They
4
have a-
We're
matches.
yes,
giving
I
them-
agree. Yeah.
I think we're giving them an S.
Honestly,
S
we
tier.
I
could
think
bump
that's
them
the only teams that should make it into S is ones that have won a previous alliance tournament.
They
to show
have
that
won
they
a-
actually are. I'm saying, but I agree with that because I think they have won one before.
You don't
Hasn't-
know about
hasn't
potential,
Horde-
dog.
Yeah, I
Has
I
think.
mean,
Horde-
we won't
has
know
Horde
until we
won
see the
one
match.
before?
Yeah, and like
but-
they
No,
so
probably
I think
not.
because they didn't make top 4 because they didn't get a shoe in, but I think they were like 5th or 6th place in the AT last year. I mean, they beat
Yeah, but
they,
so
they
is
lost to
Goons
Truth
with
Honor
Goons
Light.
place.
They did lose to Boundary Experts. But they beat a rival till Doomsday. They beat Snuff. They beat Plug and Play. Like they were.
I think they're A, but that's me.
Yeah, I mean A or S, but
I mean, how many teams are out there that are better than them? Maybe they're A for now. Yeah.
Roughly 5. I don't know.
Roughly
yeah.
5. I
Mhm.
think S.
Are there
is,
6
I think
S's?
S.
I think S is
warranted.
warranted. I think
Yeah.
S
Yeah.
is fine.
they've
We're
got enough.
we're sticking with the S. I'm not moving it. All right, next up we've got Of Essence.
I don't
I
know
think
who
they've
that
done
is.
okay a few times, haven't they? Like middling
Weren't
to
in it
better.
last year though, right?
I think they were.
I've definitely heard of them. They're low sectors.
They've been in a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Low sectors.
I
When
think they've
is the
done at least
Alliance
average
tournament?
to slightly better. I'd say maybe a good B.
Yeah. They've never been in
Tomorrow,
AT,
though.
but I think they were in the Anger Games this year, weren't they?
I think they've not been in the.
I
18.
can't remember.
I think they have. Their name is very
The last
familiar.
2 years, they've not been
definitely
in it.
done some before. I can almost.
When does the Alliance tournament start?
Tomorrow, dog.
Feeders
pay
are
attention.
tomorrow. Feeders are
Listen.
tomorrow.
No,
the-
guys-
listen, we're in the middle
It's like
of
a
something.
blind child wandering.
Nope.
You can't just show up and be like, my questions are more important than what you're
They
already
are.
doing. Fuck you, we're doing
Without
this.
even
Literally
making it any
asking you about
context.
what you're talking about.
So the last
You
3
could've just
tournaments
listened
of
for a
Essence has
minute.
not been the last 3
Yeah,
tournaments.
we're doing team tiering
Yes.
for the alliance.
initiative.
The feeder
And-
rounds start tomorrow.
And we're rushing it because it starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
The initiative
just
is
like
Sounds like
clearly in
piss
the F
poor
group.
planning by
I'm good.
test, as usual.
Oh my god.
Good.
I just had the idea. You're such a jerk. All right.
Just
where are we
like in
putting
real
our
life, somebody
efforts?
comes into the promotion board
Ooh.
halfway through and disrupts the entire thing.
Right.
Right.
And honestly,
Shows
real
you how
quick,
it's done.
props to Redline because I guess he snagged all these logos on the fly. That was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just copying
It's a well polished machine.
I'm copying the alliance name into Zkill, saving the logo, uploading
You're
it.
doing a great job, dude.
I'm
Fantastic
the
work.
best. I'm the best.
High production value.
So maybe like a C for these guys of Essence.
Yeah.
C?
I'm saying a B or a C.
C.
I think a B.
B.
I
I'll go with
think
a
they've
B.
done like a
B.
little bit above average.
They've not been in the last 3
past.
tournaments. What tournament have they been?
Looks like the Galenti logo, so I'll
I
give
think
them
they
that. That's
were
an
in.
Algo
I
C.
think they were in
Like
Anger
the
Games. I don't have the. They weren't in it.
in? We're not in the.
That tool I linked is only Alliance tournament, so it doesn't do like the event T thing. Doesn't do Anger Games. Doesn't do any other. I think they've been in other tournaments. So
Yeah, I don't know. Their name is very familiar. I think.
Yeah, I know
seen
I've heard
them
of it.
before.
So B.
put 'em
I mean,
B.
that's up to LB. He was saying B. I think maybe a C.
I
but-
say B.
Yeah,
B.
B or
Drayden, what do
C.
you Dominarch.
D.
If we put them in C, it rounds out that bell curve real nice.
Yeah, they're going in C.
Oh, we got a nice mountain developing.
it's,
You're right.
it's averaging out.
Fucking-
It's C.
Fucking way
In
she
it.
is.
I cannot find in it. In the
You
18.
can tell it's an aspen because of the way it is.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
For some reason, I cannot move in it up.
Oh no, that's a shame.
Argon Steelers.
Oh God, it's.
I mean,
it's
honestly,
gummy.
I think you
Do
should
you
bump
need
them up
to?
to the D tier with
They
all
might
the
be
other
D.
null blocks.
Yeah. We can
With
give
all
them
the other
D.
null blocks.
They're dirty
Except
thieves.
for Frat,
Yeah.
which goes up to S because of the reigning or whatever.
I
but
don't think Frat goes
Indeed.
up to S because
Is
of the
Frat
double-
in
They're the
this?
One.
defending champions right now.
Well,
Yeah,
Frat, but
I
that's
mean,
why
they
Frat,
literally won it all last year.
Frat-
They're
that's
the
why-
anomaly block
but
group.
that's why they're not in the feeders. They get a shoe in.
Oh yeah, they're not even. In
They're
this
not
group.
even in this
I'm
because
just saying, of
yeah.
all the no blockers, they all deserve to
Yeah,
be
like,
pretty
for-
low,
it's like,
except for Frat right now.
Yeah, it's like Frat, Barcode, what are the other two
Truth, Honor,
teams?
Light, and one other one.
Truth, Honor, Light, and Tuskers. I think
Tuskers.
just they're shoot into the tournament already. They're not in
Yeah,
feeders.
Frat,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tuskers, Barcode, Truth, Honor, Light. Those
I
are
was
the
just
four.
saying, philosophically, all the no blockers are shit except Fraternity showed
Frat's
they're
team
not
last
shit.
year was really good.
Barcode.
but-
I
But
thought,
like just like hockey, the Vegas Knights won the Stanley Cup, and then the whole team fucking fell apart. So.
Yeah.
Oh wow, success is
hey,
tough.
they all went to Calgary.
Yeah, so D.
No, they
tier.
did not.
And then next up is No Need Loose Face.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them?
I don't
Dumb
know
name?
heard of
who
them.
Yeah,
that
They've
is.
got a whole mess of losses.
Maybe
Lost
yes.
a
Hmm.
bunch of
Maybe.
ruptures. Ugh.
Not in the AT though.
Um,
You're just talking about in general.
Yeah,
No AT
it's-
experience.
they're very
D
s-
at
they're
best.
very small gang, like 2 or 3 people,
D at best.
maybe
I
5.
don't like their symbol.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Also, their
I don't like their
executives
name.
Make Eve great again, which is weird.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Okay,
give them
F.
like an F because I don't.
F.
Yeah. And then Sons of Bane. Sons of Bane is next.
Okay. What's the deal with these guys?
Like to see.
Well, they've killed an avalanche
Oh,
in the last 7 days, which is neat.
I think they're like in the southeast agreement area right now. I don't know what their deal is really. They used to be
That's funny,
frat pets,
they
I
used to
think.
be up by like Tizat area. They're
Looks-
not
looks
too bad.
like-
I like it.
Looks like they're all over.
I say C,
Low sec, a little bit of null sec action.
but no AT experience, right?
Who is this?
Sons of
Oh,
Bane.
no need.
Sons
for
of
this.
Bane.
Oh, Sons of Bane.
Yeah, so the best they could be a C,
I've
probably a D.
seen them in game. I've seen them. I remember we were
I've
fighting
fought with
against them
them.
at
They're,
some
they're
point.
actually pretty.
Yeah,
effective,
I would
but
C-ish.
D at,
C to
C
D.
at best.
Yeah,
D probably.
yeah, probably
Yeah,
D.
so we'll say D. Cool. All right, and then next up is platinum sensitivity. We've heard of these guys.
Anybody who's
They've-
sensitive
they've
about
done
stuff, automatic D. Don't be sensitive.
I would say
What?
probably a B.
platinum sensitive. I don't know.
Oh,
B or
didn't
C.
they get some
Well,
wins last year?
Yeah,
like them
we're
in a
doing
B.
AT rankings loosely.
Yeah,
and
they beat WeForm Volta and they beat Exodus.
None of us are super
beat
knowledgeable
Legend
and
Hawks.
it's
Maybe
biased
Exodus
as
or
well.
something. Those guys are good.
They beat Exodus, they beat Leisure Hawks, and they beat WeForm Volta last year. They lost to the Tuskers.
What
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing?
What? Who?
Just moving the dino around all willy nilly.
What do you mean?
Kid,
You
like,
saw
no,
that
please
video?
watch
You drop that
Platinum
dinosaur down
sensitivity's
right now.
probably a C or a B.
Platinum
Uh,
sensitivity? No way.
You got wins. A tournament experience
I would
with
go
wins.
with a
I'm
C.
thinking-
I don't know if I don't know if I'd give them a B, but I'd probably.
I'm
B.
thinking A.
C tier.
You think?
Oh,
You
A?
think A?
Why A?
Okay.
They got experience with
Defend your
wins.
position.
Yeah, experience with wins.
All right.
That's
I mean,
why.
would give them a B then.
Yeah, I think we're settling at B.
Yeah, because they've
Well.
beaten some good teams.
Averaging at B for sure.
Pine cones.
They're back.
I didn't know they left.
They took
Oh,
like
yeah.
a year hiatus or something. Conifers. Yeah.
Longer than that, wasn't it? Darius
I don't know, maybe 2
Darius
years,
rolled
maybe.
out for a while. He was Gonzo's.
Hmm.
But they came back
They're back and they're in the tournament.
and they're in the tournament. And they're good pilots, I know that for sure.
It's Riot started that way. Sorry.
But I hung out with Cones when I was in NC and we did like USTZ shenanigans and we acted like absolute hooligans. So I'm thinking that their tournament presence is going to be shit.
Oh, like they won't. Yeah, they can't take it serious. You mean?
You
Mhm.
think C tier?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, he said shit, so I'm thinking D.
Radicos, I think, popped it. He's like, mate, you're already doing the tier list. We still have an hour left to practice. Why you hate me?
It's not me who hates you, Radicos. I mean, it's not Drayden who hates you, Radicos.
No,
It's me.
I told him, I was like,
always hate
we're
you.
gonna build the tier list, then he can come in and critique it
Yeah, you can come in and tear it apart. There you go.
Yes, and
because
that's
he actually knows
exactly,
like who's on all
that's
these teams and how
exactly
good
the
they
plan.
are. So
That's the plan. So Conifers, I think we give him a C.
see,
You gotta
okay,
realize this
yeah.
is all Redline's opinion, and then it really
It's
doesn't
not
matter.
my opinion. It's everybody's
Conifers,
opinion. I'm
it's a D.
averaging everything out, bro. What do you mean?
Everybody.
What are we saying?
Oh.
C?
Except for you.
What's
yeah.
up, November? I tried to give you guys an A November, but they slammed you guys into C for some reason.
B. B. We gave them a B.
Yeah, I think they're in B. Plug and play.
Like,
That's the one with like the
oh,
red stripy face or whatever.
No, we got B.
Yeah,
We said
B.
B.
Oh,
is that-
and,
no,
and the only reason we gave
Ooh.
a B is because November's
Philly.
with them.
Villian,
actually true.
sorry. I'm sorry about the D. We did a
Oh
null
yeah, I
block
tried to give you guys an
thing.
A. No, Radicos, we're building this, and then you can come in and tell us how we did.
We want
That
you
was
to
the
come and
thing.
tell us
Yeah.
how stupid we
Oh,
are.
God,
Yeah.
we've got a whole plan. Like, leave the show producing to us, and you come when you're ready. We'll be here for you. Anyway, so the cones, I think. So you said D. Someone said D. So I dropped them from C to D. Is that fair for them? You think?
Who? Cones? Yeah, I
Cones?
think so.
What's up,
I
I
Billy?
don't know if we know enough to know, but it doesn't. It seems safe.
Yeah, it seems safe. And then we got Slice.
Probably
Which-
D at best.
I was gonna say C.
I don't think we have any tournament
Yeah,
pedigree. or
this
anything.
is their first tournament. It'd be. I
You've
mean,
got
Not our
Azeroth
first.
Quick
backing
quick-
Our
them
first
up.
in like 10
Quick-
years or something.
quick sidebar. Villy, is this your first year captaining the Horde team? And while
I'd
we
have
wait for
given
him
Horde
to
a higher
respond,
thing too, but
Continue. Sorry, I just wanted to ask him that.
You can't use Sinos in the AT, so Slice is already going to bump at least one tier from what people think they would have.
Yeah,
Up or
maybe.
down?
I didn't know Billy was
Down. That's
Oh.
a weakness for us. We need those Sinos.
Yeah, it stays with the
So
D.
wherever you thought we might have fell, it's probably worth dropping us to the next one. Is all I'm saying.
I say
Okay.
Slice is a C, but whatever.
So like D.
I don't know if we have
I-
anything to base that off of.
You got you. I'm believing you.
I think D would be a fair placement.
I got you, November.
That
puts us in line with at least
like
the
that being
Nova
said,
race.
I'm rooting.
Hey,
I'm
yeah.
rooting for you
You're
guys.
an
I would
S
love to
tier
see
in my
Slice
book,
win, but I mean,
Oh, me too.
in all honesty, I don't know if you could really, what do you call it? Justify putting Slice higher than that.
Right. I think D is probably as strong as we need to go for Slice for now.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. D.
I'll
it
buy
is.
that.
D it is. All right. The next is Ursa. Now these guys, I believe, are
Ursa Khan?
wormholers.
Is that just Ursa? It's a separate group.
Ursa Primus.
Oh, okay.
Alliance was formed in June.
Oh, I see. Ursa Khan's down below. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never heard
So
of
this
him.
one,
D.
this one's just a. Okay. Well,
That's our
fair.
first match actually, and I've never heard of them. What's the story on these guys?
Doesn't
They
seem like
probably won't
have
even
one.
show up. They're gonna be so scared of you guys. Probably.
I hope they don't. Insta
my
win.
guess. Yeah,
Boom,
insta
we're gonna
win,
move
yeah.
up the ring.
That would be my guess. I just guessing.
Then we're gonna get fucked on that point anomaly thing
Yeah,
again.
you
like,
guys,
you know, we're
you've
talking
been
about,
out because of that. Yep.
we've been robbed.
Yeah, but you'll be able to say that though. You'll be able to say you've been robbed, and it'll be true.
We can rest on that and not any other
Hey,
reasons.
Just another sidebar. Am I allowed to tell someone that they can taste what's under my sink? Taste test it? Or is that
Sure.
against the rules?
What's under your what?
What's under your sink?
I think
Well,
you already
cleaning.
told them.
Cleaning
Oh, I thought you meant
supplies.
like sludge or something. Never mind.
No, cleaning
Rat
supplies. Anyways,
droppings?
where are we putting Ursa?
I mean,
I'd
I
say
wouldn't.
D because I've never heard of them.
D.
Or
Yeah, if you phrase it like that, it's probably safe. If you tell them to drink bleach, it's probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm just not gonna say it.
What,
Why
was
not-
flavor,
why
what
not
about
F?
flavored bleach? No.
Yeah,
Is F
if
only for
nobody
people we
knows
don't like?
anything about this, then probably.
I think maybe F.
Yeah.
I have a hard
F.
time giving people F's. Just
Well, someone's
they-
got to go with
they,
the F.
they actually, well, not necessarily.
someone's gotta
Maybe
be
they
in the
all
F.
look good and
Yeah.
still
LB.
lose.
Can't,
LB,
you can't just
you are the
pass
only one
everybody.
who is allowed to call for an F. So if you
Ursa
want
should
them
be
to
in the
an-
F.
All right, then they're going in the F.
Kind of feels like the only people who should probably end up as Fs are ones who have experience but have squandered it all, like shown us that they
Okay.
like a
they
rival.
just showed up each
So
time.
test and goons.
So next up
Maybe
is a team
I don't know.
is deteriorated, but they also don't have a logo, so
So
they're fucked.
to sedition.
So
Okay, good.
But
sedition.
do they have experience though? Just curious. I thought they've been around.
Don't they do
No?
like gal mill shit or
I
something?
don't. I've never
Yeah,
heard of
sedition.
deteriorated, so-
Sedition is Galenti militia, so F tier.
Wow. So
I
There you
don't
go.
know. Galante, yeah. F
They
tier.
probably
F,
fly curses
quickly.
too, so F tier.
F.
Oh, wow.
The
Okay,
man's
LB
smoking.
called it for the F.
I agree. Concur.
Fuck you, sedition. Stay out of my fucking sights.
Jeez. Okay, this is personal. All right, and then Rage Quit Cancel Sub also doesn't have a logo, so it's up to Triumvirate, who's somehow still alive. But here's the
I'm
thing:
giving him an A.
I think everybody always thinks that Tri is dead, but Tri has never died. You know, you never realize.
And if
they
you recall,
never died.
Shy was
T-tier?
one of the first teams in the early eras of the AT who did back-to-back total hell deaths, is what they used to call it, when you got all complete 100-point wipes or whatever. They were like, they had a spree of those in some of the early tournaments. They used to be really good.
Yeah, Try did.
See?
They went.
Then you
O,
started
they went
losing, you
0-2
said?
last year,
He's
but it
probably
was
safe.
they went 0-2 last year, but it was against Boundary Experts and Tuskers, so they kind of had like bad luck on their first matches. But
They're not what they were 10 years, 15
Yeah.
years ago. Or
I
whatever,
mean, and
but
then-
they're probably not like total detail.
yeah, the year
Well, none
before
of us
that, they
are,
actually went
right?
pretty far in AT. Oh no, that was a while back. AT 16, they went pretty far
It's
and then
been a
lost
while
to
since they've-
Vidra
yeah.
Reloaded in the finals.
But
They-
once
they
again,
had
it's
some
a group
good
that has
early
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not garbage
Yeah,
Not garbage. C.
in this environment.
B or C. I'd put them in B or C. Maybe
Okay.
C.
C is
C?
the consensus. C is the
I think
consensus
C is a
here.
good spot for Try.
I just uploaded some sort of milkmaid anime girl
Wasn't good.
Ooh.
for an alliance logo. My fucking
do it?
grim dark cyberpunk interaction is ruined. All right.
Because the
next-
guy in the high paints, that didn't ruin it at all.
No. of
Exodus.
course not. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Next is Exodus.
I personally don't like them.
they're all right.
Their symbol's kind of cool.
I would say A probably.
They do
Yeah,
well.
Why
in
don't you
tournament.
like
They've
them?
done well. I experience.
Yeah, I'd put them A or B.
Okay.
They're probably.
I would
A.
say A. They've done well in the
A,
tournament.
yeah.
I think they've won tournaments before.
Yeah, I think Exodus has done pretty good.
A
A.
tier.
I think so.
Yeah.
I would agree. A. Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, and then next is Bright Sided Death.
Yes, OD.
Now this is a group I know. If I
I think
recall
they've done
correctly,
pretty well.
they do pretty well, but they also lost a game to Brave one time,
Who?
which was an upset I wrote about.
Yeah.
So I
Maybe a
mean, that
B or
does
Bright
lose
Side?
them some cred.
Maybe
That's probably
A.
a B.
Smidge.
I'd say B.
We'll hit them with the B.
Yeah, A or B is what I would
B.
put them, but I mean they're
They're
generally
quite A.
pretty
They're B.
decent, but
Yeah, we'll
I,
hit them with the A. I like the A.
I think A is all right for them.
All right, cool.
I hope they
Turbo
find it.
Feed or
definitely do well.
Glory, I feel like
Love
that
that
name
name.
sounds
They've ever
familiar,
done
but I
good.
don't know much about them.
No, I love the name, but I think
That's
they're-
like
I
the
they're
enjoy the name
Goons
and the logo.
Light.
Goons Light. Are they? No, I don't know.
I'm just saying because Mark Resurrectus was all buddy with the Goon guys. That was his
Yeah,
group.
so this
and
is-
then
Oh, is that the Imperium wormhole fucking
Yeah,
sid?
mean,
basically. Yeah,
there's some
Okay,
overlap.
F.
Mifune was involved and some other
LB
people.
has
Oh, F,
called for
F.
the F. He's not anymore. He went back to Goons.
All right, then he can go up to D then.
Okay.
Who went up to D?
LB no longer calls for the F.
Turbo Feeder Glory.
No,
I've
but
never
why'd
heard
you
of
call
them
for
doing
F?
anything impressive. Oh, possibly because of Mifune.
Oh, okay. I get. You know, I can get on board with that.
Wormholders, though.
D. D.
Okay, D it is. All right, and then next up is the Minmatar Fleet Alliance.
F.
Wow.
Have they ever done tournament before? I don't think they have.
Don't care. F.
I never heard
Is
of that.
this another stay out of my sights?
Yeah, that's another
I mean,
fucking
is
state out of
this-
Providence. Go
Is
away.
this
F.
low segment mill?
Yeah.
This is a grudge
Kind of, yeah.
placing, by the way, grudge placing in the F tier. Any contest?
Astro-
Feel free to write me a strongly
I-
worded letter at
I have
www.
no knowledge of this group,
.com.
so I mean,
All right, bet. Then we got Seriously Suspicious.
I don't
Just
know
worried
them
if they're any
either.
good. They're probably really bad. I'm really suspicious.
I don't know
Yeah,
that team at
no.
all.
Ah,
This
have they done
group
anything before?
this group loses a lot of ships.
And no experience.
Some
with the AT,
solo
right?
some solo piloting. Looks like they do some flying with the Tuskers.
F.
You'll notice the Tuskers is not on this list.
They're yeah, because
So-
they're getting
Because
shooed.
nobody likes them.
I know,
Because they
they're,
get an automatic
they're top,
entry.
their
into
top
the
forces
That's
are
not why.
automatically
It's
put in.
because
yeah.
people don't like them.
tournament.
Yeah, no,
Ah.
it's because people don't like them.
Was this like a
um,
Tuskers farm team?
So I was like, that's a little suspicious. That's seriously
If they're honestly,
suspicious.
if they're a Tuskers farm team, they probably
know,
should get at least a C.
is this
Don't be
going to be
suspicious.
some collusion going on? There's some old Camel Empire shit.
Jerkwads.
Oh,
Oh, get kicked out. No, yeah. We want them-
J'accuse, sir.
Who was it? It was like
I don't
Camel
know,
Empire
but
and Hydra or
but-
something that was or Hydra.
But it does sound seriously suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I see what you did there.
No results found.
We'll hit him with the we don't know who you are, so the D tier.
Deep.
Sure.
Hit him with the D.
All right.
Milkmaid Auto
Okay.
F.
Milkmaid Auto F, no please.
Is that Genshin Impact?
Yeah, F. Automatic
yes,
F.
it
Oh,
is
that's
the
why.
Genshin
Yeah, because isn't that
Impact
Genshin
lines.
Impact? Isn't that like one of those mobile waifu
It's a
games?
weed game.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like
it's
a
a
weeb
weeb
game, yeah.
game.
F.
F.
Yeah.
He could be the best players in the whole fucking tournament. I don't care. F.
Weeb shit.
Weeb, as I have an anime PFP, y'all suck. All
That's a
right.
good
Watch
one, though.
this.
That's a good
It
one.
is this okay, like credit me where I deserve some credit. Like if you look at my profile picture with the border
looks
and
just like you.
everything, it matched. No, it
Isn't
doesn't.
that
look
Dragon
like
Ball?
me. It just it's Dragon Ball, bro. It's from the Broly movie, but the border was like the power up, and I don't know. It's very cool. Only Fleets is the next alliance to talk about.
I like their
okay, so
name.
Only Fleets.
B.
that
watch
is-
this.
no, Only Fleets is the Hidden Village team. They went with the Only Fleets name.
Oh, B.
So that Only Fleets is
They're probably
Hidden Village
I'd say B.
Ninja
Yeah,
Well,
Ninja
pretty
team.
good.
should we knock them down a tier for their inability to read contracts?
I don't like their
Oh,
naming
you
scheme.
know what?
Although Only
Yeah,
Fleets
C.
is
I
a
agree,
funny
C.
name, but I think they at least are A tier. or B.
Oh.
B at the lowest, but
mean-
I would put them A.
I think they have to have one.
A. I agree. A
No,
tier.
they got I think they went like 4th or 5th place in Anger Games, and they do decent most years in the AT. They never win, but they.
But you know what? Pay attention.
That's what I'm saying. I would put them A or B tier, at least
Probably
B.
B.
Like I would put them
A or
but
B.
At
If
least,
you
at
be
least a
truthful,
B.
A or B,
A?
they are good. Yeah,
A?
A or
A.
B. Yeah, they're
I
pretty good.
say A. Let's go A.
A?
Yeah, we'll put them
sure.
A.
Yeah.
B?
A. All right.
A.
And
Grand
then
Inquisitors.
the Grand Inquisitors, they don't have a logo.
F.
And then yeah,
Ronin.
obviously. And then Ronin Reloaded. Now this one I think is a sleeping S tier alliance.
Ronin, I remember them
Um,
being pretty solid in the past, like a long time ago.
name's
right?
Oh
Sounds
yeah.
familiar.
Well, how justify your
No.
S tier? Fucking.
No.
I don't know if I'd put them in
No,
S.
no,
but,
I'm just not
Okay.
doing it.
I'll,
just-
you know what? I'll allow it.
I think that it's very cool when people
bam.
use the Ronin aesthetic. It's super cool.
Masterless Samurai.
That was
Like
cool.
that kind of thing.
Also, Only Fleets is not Jutsu. By
Space
the way.
Bushido.
I don't think
I
Ronin
think there is some
Reloaded is the
overlap.
thing. I think you're thinking somebody else.
No, because I talked to November and stuff. He was saying that the only fleet, because I was like, oh, there's no ninja team this year. I'm sad, and he's like, ninja.
I think they
he's
merged
like, the
it.
ninja
We're
team is
talking
there.
about-
It's only fleets.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Ronin Reloaded.
Well,
Oh,
if
well,
the
yeah, yeah.
person-
I thought you were saying
if
that the ninja team isn't
person
there.
if the person who's correcting us wants to explain why they're not Jutsu, I'm more than welcome. I'm more than happy
Well,
to
so-
relay
'cause
the
I-
information.
I thought Jutsu was basically Hidden Leaf, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That was the alternate name.
Yeah.
AKA.
the Hidden Leaf Ninja Village.
Yeah,
Cringe.
and that's what I was saying. That's who only
cringe,
fleets is
cringe,
this time,
cringe.
So that's not
Voltron
Ronin.
lost all his AT ships.
Esports.
Cringe, cringe, cringe. What a fucking idiot, man! Are you kidding me? How do you lose? It was an inside job.
Probably already.
Anyways,
Wow, you went
It's an
you went
inside job.
both. Yeah, fucking pendulum there. What an idiot! But it was an inside job. Yeah,
I like it. It was an inside job. Well,
but he's an idiot.
sounds legit.
so
Jet fuel
Ronin,
can't
I
melt steel
think-
beams.
Right, exactly.
100%.
As Baltram did 9/11. All right, so with Ronin, we're gonna do what? What are we gonna do? I'm thinking B or A for me.
Why?
B.
Why?
Why? I never
Why?
even heard of him.
C.
C.
I
think-
heard
I
of
think
Ronin.
they-
Best C,
Said
if not D.
aesthetics, dog.
C.
I think they
C.
do
I got
good,
a
like the
feeling.
same
Samurai
music.
aesthetic.
D. F.
Yeah, and plus I think I know some people on the team,
Then D.
and I have good hopes.
C.
If
C tier.
Redline knows him.
You got
D.
high in the sky hopes.
Yeah,
Just because you have hopes doesn't mean
I'd be
we're
okay
putting
putting him in B.
C.
B.
All right,
F.
B
B.
or C. One of
If
those.
Drayden's good with it,
C.
I'm good with it.
I think
B?
B might be all
I
right.
don't like him.
All right.
And then we're on the last one, right?
No,
Oh no, we got
Ushra
two more.
Khan.
Yeah, Ushra Khan.
Ushra Khan.
B.
You think a
B?
B?
B.
You think
Like
Ushra Khan?
that Alliance has been around
know
for
who
fucking
Ushra
ever,
Khan is,
but
right?
I mean, I don't know if
That
they're.
counts for nothing.
I don't like
I don't know if
him,
they
but
were
I'm
super
saying-
great.
thought they
I
did
mean,
well
maybe
in the tournament a few years
C.
ago. No, maybe not.
I mean, I might
I
give
thought
them
they
a
did
C.
well a few years ago.
Are they just going to fly Mimitar ships?
Probably C or D.
You get the band.
Oh,
C?
God
okay.
damn it.
C tier.
So the team that is Jutsu
White
I tried to
is-
look them up. I got a 500 server error.
is Accept Your Fate. That's the Jutsu team, but they don't have a logo because they're dog shit,
Oh.
and we didn't include them in the
They
list.
probably
Uh,
didn't fucking read their contract for Alliance logo.
Yeah,
and
on the
stuff.
even
White Squall.
on the even
Well, we
White
have to
Squall
put
is an
Ushra
F
Khan.
tier.
There's got
Wow,
C.
that
I
was
thought we said
quick.
C.
Well, they've had one. They had one.
Okay. Thank you. White Squall F. Thank you.
Well, only
Why-
LB can
why?
call Fs. So
Well, you need to tell me why.
Because they
F.
lost to Brave
Okay,
and snuffed
well,
out.
Yeah, it's like they've
F.
had one. They're 0-2 for AT matches, and they lost to Brave and snuffed.
Yeah,
And I don't
that
even
looks
think
right.
they did well in those matches.
There it
They,
is.
they got smashed by snuffed, and they got beat pretty handily by Brave. So,
Who are we having the S? Who's that in the S's?
so White
Okay.
Squall, I don't think is very good.
yeah. So now this
We
is how
got
it looks.
fucking Templars Calcif, and who's that in there? Odin's
Who's
Call?
that?
Odin's Call, and then
I
I mean the
I
other
agree
S2
with both
teams are the
those,
other.
yeah.
I mean Barcode and Tuskers and stuff. Those are the other SC teams that are already in. So
But they're not in the
Yeah.
feeder.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
can
they're not
just
the
get
feeder.
So
to it.
now-
Yeah.
Now, Drayden, if I give you this screenshot, you can take it off my browser and switch
yeah, one
it.
sec.
Put that on the screen if you want
We
to.
won't be able to change it if you do that.
I will
We're
leave
not
it.
gonna.
I
Well,
will
we're not
leave
doing
it
that one.
here. We are going to change it if Radico shows up, but we want to be able to see it as well.
Posterity.
We want to have it. All right.
Whose
So
posterity we
so
look at?
now we're gonna wait
Oh, one sec.
for. We're not gonna. We don't have to put it up on the screen now. I'm just gonna stop
I'm
streaming.
saving it.
We can go back to the cameras. 'Cause
Oh my
next time,
god! What have I? No! Oh wait, did you? I didn't save it yet.
dog.
Right,
What?
but I was snipping it, and you closed it right as I was going to snip to it. Put it back in.
Check the main cast channel.
He put a
If you'd be
screenshot
so
for
kind.
you. Yeah. It looks very high res.
Oh, hey, look at that! It's there.
Yeah, from the source. I wasn't telling you like snipping tool my screen. My
I was going to
screen,
snipping
dog.
tool it. I do. I
Brayden
love
busts
this.
out his
Gosh.
phone to
I
do his
love.
monitor.
No, I love the
So
snip tool.
basically-
It's Shift Windows key S, and you just like drag and drop
Bro.
and like take a selective screenshot. It's so good.
I didn't
Do you
Mine
even-
just
know?
does
Do
print
you know?
screen.
Yeah. Do you
But
have
that takes
Windows
the whole
11
screen. Then you have to
Akaroth?
go and edit
No,
the
it
picture.
doesn't. No, it doesn't, bro.
I mean, mine
Do you have
just-
Windows 11 Akaroth?
Probably.
I don't. I
Yeah,
have 10.
fuck yeah. Windows 11, if you press print screen now, it defaults
snipping
it's
tool comes
the
up.
snipping tool rectangle.
Okay,
It's
but
fucking
I
amazing.
have 10, so print screen will just take a screenshot not only of my screen
Yeah.
but both monitors in one big picture.
Wow, sounds like
So-
a dog shit feature of
Don't
a
like it.
dog
And-
shit operating
Yeah,
system.
but that's fine.
And all your credit card info goes in there too.
Doesn't matter. I'm sure all that info is out with that whole fucking NPD leak shit that happened. So you never heard about that? That's
Who's
the weird thing. Like
NPD?
this thing that happened and no one's talking about it. So National Public or Private Data or whatever.
Oh
This
my
company
God.
in Florida got hacked, and it was now everyone's saying like 3.5 billion. It's like it's 3.5 billion data entries that got leaked out and sold on the black market by this hacking group,
So my
which
search
includes
history
social security
after random
numbers,
Tuesday.
names, address. Now, no, they aren't linked together, so no, it's not like this name with this social security number, but it's like it's a bunch of social security numbers, a bunch of names, phone numbers, addresses, and they just sold it all. And it was like 3.5 billion data entries, mostly U.S., Canada, and UK. And so, and they're assuming that probably like half of the U.S.'s social security numbers were leaked out with this.
Man, who's got to type all that shit back in? That
So-
sucks.
And so
I mean,
they're
after-
basically saying like not much
That's a
has
lot of
happened
data
yet,
entries.
but it could get
What?
a lot worse later. So they're saying
That's your
keep an
porn
eye on your
history.
credit
Yeah,
and
you know,
like
data.
hope that fraud prevention
porn
catches shit.
history.
You know,
Yep.
if
After
if
the
No,
Experian
I
you
leak,
gotta
it's
have
like-
stuff for them to steal stuff.
if
though.
you-
I think
if-
we're just
yeah.
disillusioned.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I think it's probably safer than some people are making it sound like it's the end of the fucking world. It's not, but it is like keep an eye on your credit. If you see that they're recommending, because people are saying like, well, what do I do? And they're like, there isn't really much you can do. You just got to hope that fraud prevention
You
prevents
can-
stuff. And if you
can
see that it
freeze your
does,
credit.
you can freeze your credit if you do see that people are trying to open shit in your name. But yeah,
I
it's
mean, you can freeze it anyway. You can just freeze it.
yeah, it's
Like,
one of those.
I think the
unless
world's
you're-
ended
unless-
18
unless
times
you're-
in my
But
life.
here's the thing, like this
At
this company basically, and it's basically all like when people do background checks and all this stuff, like that's one of these companies, like that's the information that they go to. So it's like this big repository of a bunch of data, and they say like, oh, we got hacked, but then it came out later that if they found out that they fucked up, and on some obscure page on their public website, they had posted like the admin username and password on the fucking public website, and these people got it and like stole everything. It's like, you guys are so fucking incompetent.
Sounds like a good lawsuit to me.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be
We'll all
a,
get
I
an
think there's
$18
a
check out of it.
I think there's a big
Exactly.
what do you call a class action suit that's
Class
being
action.
built against them. But
Oh yeah.
I do fucking love the $18 checks. They're
but anyway, yeah,
the
it's
87-cent ones are the best.
That makes
though.
it all better.
It makes it all better. I feel so much better. I get that check for
Oh.
87
I
cents.
think I got a $3 one time at one point, but it took like
Oh,
2.5
what
years
is
to
that?
get it.
I just want to check that I know that it cost them more to cut the check than the amount that they sent me.
yeah.
That's all
I think
want.
I got a $12 check from some class action suit. I didn't even put myself in for. I'm like, this seems shitty, but I'm gonna take this to the bank and see if it works. It cashed. I'm like, all right. I didn't put myself on this class action, but thanks for the free money. All right.
Elves.
And then
are
I
doing
did
shit at
enter
night.
for the class
Yeah.
action suit. Like I guess there was a class action suit against Verizon for charging people things that they shouldn't have.
Like Wells Fargo.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Wells Fargo. Oh, I think the Wells Fargo thing is the one. No, I don't know, but yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'll enter in on that. I haven't seen anything about it, so I don't know how that's going.
I had signed up for a class action shoot like it was 20 years ago, like 10 years ago, right? It was a long time ago. And I get this check, and I'm like, what in the fuck is this for? And it took me a long time to figure out what it was for because it didn't say it on the
That's
check.
usually how it happens. It takes 2 or 3 years
It was like 20. It was
at
crazy.
minimum.
Yeah.
I got 2 to 3 years for you.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what I don't
Are
know
they
what
good?
that
Are they
means.
good years? Or they be
I
like
don't-
bad years?
Are they
I
good?
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
would
know
it be
what
of
that
good
means.
riddance?
I don't know.
I
what it
like
means,
good years.
man.
They're fine.
So
I'm sorry.
Redline, are we going part of NOLA together next year? Are you coming?
Probably not, man.
I will hope.
I
you
want to.
come.
I don't
Can you-
see a world where I do.
Oh,
Why?
it was so much fun.
Do you need a
But we'll
ride? I'll come
We'll
and get you.
see. I don't think I'm gonna give a goon my address. No offense.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I feel offended.
Not my chair, not my problem.
That's okay. See,
give everybody
goons are
my address, I can
goons are
before.
friendly. Tests are dickheads and screw over all their allies.
Is that right?
Goons are the ones that always
Man.
get accused of like having everybody's personal info and shit.
Facts.
Because we
I
share
mean,
shit with
see,
each other. We
technically,
like
I
each
already-
other, so we share
yeah,
shit with each other.
I mean, you
Yeah.
guys did have.
I
I don't think he's there anymore, but you guys did have Digi for a while. That's
Why do you
That's
have
not-
my
Unabashed.
address?
yeah.
Because apparently we have everybody's information. I was just, offering to come and give you a ride. I mean, I already know where
Oh,
you live.
yes. I
Lord
wasn't
God
asking for your
Almighty.
address. I was asking if you wanted me to show up.
Yeah, I wasn't asking for the address. I was asking if you wanted a ride.
Oh, my red line equals Dave Archer shirt shipped. So it should be here in a
Nice.
couple days.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah, I'll wear it next when I get it.
It'll make a fun meetup piece.
I'll wear it on the stream. What do you mean meetup piece?
Or wherever. I'm just wherever nerds congregate.
Wherever you tell me to wear it, that's where I'll wear it.
Yeah,
To
and
the
I tell you the
doctor's
truth,
office.
there are
Not
so
true,
many
I'll wear
great
whatever I want.
there are so many great Eve like merch options out there. Oof.
That's one
I
old
know of
shirt.
at least one now that Doot.gay is no longer.
Dude.gay.
I have my Dude Dot shirt,
Yeah.
so I did.
That was
share it.
probably the best merch site.
It used to be one of
Yeah.
the premier Eve online merch stores, and
Yeah, that's
it is no
we were
longer.
selling. Did you not know about that, Redline?
No.
He probably just doesn't.
Okay, well, so we were
He was
joking.
a-
This
he
was
was
like
a-
Manic helped set it up, but well, she just set it all up. But we were joking about Gwyneth Paltrow, because Gwyneth Paltrow's thing is Goop, and the reason why she named it Goop is because she's like, a lot of successful internet companies have double O's in their name, so she took her initials GP and just put double O in between it. So that's why her company is called Goop. And I was like, oh, we should do something like that. And so Drayden Trovier with double, so it's Doot, and we were looking for.
Dude.com was
Yeah,
taken.
we were looking for like a domain, and they were all taken. And
Yeah,
but then Manic was looking through all these domains that were available. He's like, Doot.com is taken. Doot.this. He's like, Doot.gay is available for a year for $6.50. So we're like, fucking book it. So we had Doot.gay as our web domain, and we sold Doot
So
shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sent me the
And
wrong
some
shirt the
mugs
first
and
time. They sent me some
Yeah,
like
it was
witchcraft shirt.
It was
and then-
fantastic. And the funny thing is, like,
Yeah.
I think like 6 or 7 shirts sold, and since there was traffic on it, after that year was up, the renewal price went from $6.50 up to like $200 to renew the domain. We're like, fuck it. It was funny while it lasted, but like
they thought they
whoever
were gonna make
owned that
bank on us,
domain, they're like,
didn't
oh
they?
wow,
Yeah, look at
that.
Dude.gay,
They really
like
did.
this, what a hopping site. So they're like, we better up the price on this.
Those dirty motherfuckers. That's some,
It
that's some shady
was
ass
that
shit.
was actually really funny though.
It doesn't sound funny. It sounds awful.
No,
It was
pretty good.
fantastic.
It was
It was
excellent.
funny. Maybe you had to be there.
Sounds like
He
you
was
left-
there, and he still. Come on.
No, I remember, dude. I remember it.
I
Right?
know you were there.
Well,
Oh.
so that's why I said now I only know of one good Eve merch store,
Nice.
and it's Tech Two Threads.
Fuck yeah. That's mine.
Because
I mean,
that's the
not
only
mine,
other one I know of.
Right.
We need to get affiliate status so we can get paid. What the fuck?
Yeah, he may not be our best emissary.
What are you
mean-
trying to say, dude?
I think we need to send a like an LB or a Drayden, somebody not controversial,
Where?
I'm not
To where?
controversial.
Where am I
Yeah.
going?
to advocate for partnerships and stuff.
Oh, if you
Oh.
you can support your partners with your purchases.
Oh, yeah,
We
I need to
get
put in for that.
partnership.
I was
We can
supposed to
make
do
some
that last
money.
we
weekend.
do.
Yeah.
Redline probably doesn't have that avenue
He
anymore.
used to.
Yeah, no, I
There
want to
is-
apply. I just forgot to do it. I'll leave it. Where's my phone? Hey Google,
There is actually some new stuff
Google,
about
Hey,
your partner
Google.
stuff as well.
Is there what was that?
Set a timer.
What you were
Fuck,
just
no, don't
talking
do that. Not a timer. Fuck, oh my god, stop.
Well, partners
Stop
can
putting
earn
words in.
money.
I'm sorry,
Partners are
I
getting
lost track.
special codes.
Could you say
That's
that
yeah,
again?
that's what you were.
That's what we're
touching.
talking about.
Oh,
That's
we're
what I was talking
segueing?
about.
We're
Yeah.
segueing. Okay, we're segueing. I didn't realize we were segueing. Sorry.
Dom was
segueing.
doing it.
Tried. I lost my train of thought halfway through.
I
So
see.
then tell us about it, Redline. Since it sounds like you're reading it now.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I'm not reading it now. I'm just.
I was, but you didn't listen to me.
I read it earlier.
No, we're not going to read it.
No, nobody gets to
I
read
just I just closed it.
Dom, I didn't realize you
Nope,
were
I
going
closed
through
it.
All right,
Well, that's
got a-
unfortunate. 'cause I
reminder.
don't have it open.
I put a link in the chat if anyone else
Yeah.
wants to open it.
I refuse.
All right, yeah,
It just
so-
looks
Read it
kind of
for the
cool. If you're a
damn
partner
title.
and you're selling shit, you can get credit
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, that's really cool.
What a
There's-
great
if-
way for the
it's
CCP
not-
to include the community in awesome shit. I like it.
So basically, when you're buying stuff now, you can put a code in on the payment screen, and then whatever code you're using, that creator will get 5% of what you buy.
And most
so
it's
that
going to come to
includes-
Dominarch. So
That includes Plex, etc.
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
like-
cool.
Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
it's
all the
very
stuff.
cool.
It's not just their merch store or something. It's like
Um,
any pack, any subs, and like all the stuff that you could buy on their website is.
That's
included.
I'm buying this because I
So-
like these guys.
Actually, merch
No,
may
no,
not
no,
even
If
be
I
in
buy
this.
five
Especially what you're
dollars,
saying.
but
No,
Yeah.
you're buying it anyway. You're gonna help
You're
out
giving some
this
kickback to-
streamer
yeah.
or something.
I
So
look at it as
maybe
more
if
as I'm
I-
doing this
of the
because
Plex
these
that I
guys, I
buy.
like them.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I am filled with more regret each and every single day that I fought the Prospector Pack so hard, because I could be
Look at
making
those
money
cool ass
with-
timbre skins we'd
with
have
EVE
right now.
Online.
Redline.
It's gonna be like
Dozens.
Look at those
Dozens of
cool skins
dollars.
we'd have.
Yeah,
Aw.
true. Dozens.
It's like the Deadpool movie when you go back in time and stop yourself from doing the blackout.
Yeah. Please. No, don't. Don't do it, you dummy. No, it's over for me. It's fine. It's okay.
okay.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah,
Took the high
I
road.
set
Have
a
fun.
reminder
It's fine.
tomorrow to apply for partnership, so I'll do that.
Uh-huh.
Hey, they have 2 Drake hulls in this picture
Tonight
of the
I'm going to be
skins.
really stupid.
There's multiple ships that there's 2 of. Presumably,
holes?
it's
Oh,
it's
hull-
like
hull.
either a navy or a Tech 2 variant.
Or it's the
It's
alligator.
not an alligator.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't-
the
I
I
alligator.
don't
Very
know why
possible.
you said that. I
Drake
thought you
and
said Drake
alligator.
hole. Like I was like, this one goes in the Drake hole.
But if you look, the paint
We are not
splatters
getting
are
partnered.
in different places, so that's
No.
cool.
I'm not
Very
getting a
unique.
partner at all. No, but I mean,
But yeah, there's 2
So-
Myrmidons in the back. I see 2 Harpies. I see
Probably
2
one's a
Props,
navy,
2
one's a
Burdixes.
regular.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's an
There's
oracle.
2 of everything except for the Naga and the Talos in this, and the Oracle.
There's only
They
one
don't have
oracle. But
because they only have one of those. Yeah, there's no other.
yeah, there's
version of
there's
those.
no Navy oracle, is there?
It is a very just an odd smattering that they gave us.
Which is wait,
There's
wait,
no
wait.
2 of
tornado.
a bunch. And, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's no tornadoes at all.
2 of
There's
a bunch of
no
others.
Mimitar ships.
That's because nobody likes
Racist.
Mimitar shit.
Racist.
I
And
mean,
their
they-
fucking and their skins all shitty
It's
on
true.
them.
But I mean, like, why is there no Navy oracle?
No.
There's a Navy Brutix and a Navy Ferox and a Navy
No, those are
Harpy?
tier 3 battle
But the-
cruisers.
yeah,
There's
the-
no-
Oh,
Tier
that's
four.
that's true.
Fast cannons don't
there's-
have Navy
that's
version.
true. There's no Navy Naga, and yeah, that's okay.
but
Fine.
correct. The anomaly is 2 of multiple ships, 3 of the tier 3 battle cruisers, and no tornado. Like I don't
Yes,
know.
there is
Whoever
no
laid it
tornado.
out, it has.
It
I
makes
struggle to
sense.
find the rhyme
Trust
and
us, it
reason.
makes sense. Just don't.
Yeah,
question
there
it.
is no
Yeah, don't
Minotaur ships on
argue
there.
or
He's
anything.
right.
And what are these? Are
where's-
these the
where's
new
the- where's
partner
the
skins that they're
Hurricanes?
looking at?
Yeah, these are the Tamper partner skins. The media.
Okay, well then they're not showing all the ships because right now the one that's going out is the comet one. There's no comments on this picture, so this is just.
Oh, I can swap back to this. There we go.
Is there any drops right now? No, there's not.
I wonder if they'll start drops
Not even.
tomorrow. I feel like they would start drops for AT, even if it's just feeders. But
Tamber's here. he can
Something
tell us.
tells me they're probably not prepared for it, but hopefully they remember by the time AT
Are
rolls.
you going to stream and commentary Drayden tomorrow?
no,
think that they allow
I'm
you
just
to
gonna be
do that.
watching. They got
you
their own
can.
commentary that's gonna be way better than anything I
Yeah.
would do. So
No,
they,
no,
they,
no.
Braden
Yours
and I
is
usually
better.
sit in this channel,
Yeah,
but
no.
not broadcasting, and then watch ourselves and like.
yeah. No,
talk about
if anyone wants to hang out,
Like
we
watch
will
parties.
be in the Open Comms Discord in a voice channel, just hanging out and watching the AT and shit like that. So
Yeah.
anyone is more than welcome to come in and hang out for that. So, but I'm not gonna stream anything for it because it'd just be me saying a bunch of dumb
Right.
shit. Like, oh, look at
Like
the
a
comp.
bunch of-
in the
Onions
corner,
and
just
hot dogs.
oh,
Yeah, like, oh, that comp
Doing,
looks
like-
like shit. And then the commentators will be like, oh, this is a pretty strong comp. I'm like, yeah, like, look at it. I bet they're going to win. All my
Absolutely.
points on that to you. Of
This is a
course.
strong comp.
What are we talking about?
Well, cool. I wish I think that I will probably try to work to get back into partner. Maybe I don't know. I have to start streaming again if I want to do that. It's hard to do. It's definitely hard to do, but it's super exciting for the people that are in the partnership
They
program.
Didn't
I
they
sure
lower
as-
the expectations or the requirements? Right?
No, they're still the same.
Are they? I thought the amount
Yeah.
of you have to stream is less now.
No, I mean if you
It's
do
everything.
multiple things, so like if you do, so say you stream and then you turn your stream
And you have
into
a
clips
website?
on
Yeah.
YouTube and like you have a news website and all that kind of shit, then you can get in a little easier, because you
lot of
can
shit.
meet partially meet the requirements of multiple things, and use that to your advantage, which is cool.
And I mean, we pretty much almost, because I mean, we stream about between 2 to 3 hours each week. And that's almost enough to, because I mean, it's not that,
Yeah. So
total stream
you
time is
need-
not that high of a requirement.
I mean, you need to have at least one stream per week, which actually is,
Can we create
yeah,
one
that's
of those?
that's
like
less. They
stream
did lower
teams?
it, didn't
Yeah,
they?
they did.
Well, I
you
am
know
gonna
what I'm
change.
The viewers, though, that's the viewers went up. I think it used
Yeah.
to be 30. Now it's
The,
40.
the
Yeah, it's
concurrent
40.
viewers.
The amount of
Uh,
hours you have to stream went down, and the number of streams went down.
Okay, yeah, I mean, like pretty much
Cool.
if you stream once or twice a week for about 3 to 4 hours each week, that's plenty, I think.
for a
And
few
that's
months.
us.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
us.
That's this show.
Yeah, and
I think they changed it for us because they love
Yes.
us so much.
Key Orion has a great observation. You can lose it in 5 minutes for saying the wrong thing.
Well,
mm,
that'll
Or
be
doing
good.
or doing the wrong thing. Jami. It's Jami.
doing the wrong thing, like putting Horde in D tier.
Not
That's
F
the wrong-
Oh,
instead.
I don't think anybody's gonna
Oh,
hold
yeah.
that
It's
against
too
us.
high. Should be
Too high.
F tier.
Yeah, should be F
Mm.
tier. We failed.
I didn't know. Billy
those guys.
being captain immediately puts it at like at least A tier.
I didn't know he was captain. I would have given him at least a D.
I didn't know he was captain either. I'm excited to see him.
Oh, did we
You
did
just
give him a
wanna-
D.
You
That's
just
what we
want to
gave
give Billy the
Yeah.
D.
I
That's
like,
not
I
my
like
answer.
Billy. Billy's a good
I'm
pilot.
not gonna lie.
I don't know who is on the Horde team, but Billy. Well, yeah, now I know Billy. So I'm excited to see how well they do. I'm just stoked for the tournament. I've been waiting for this for months.
Have you really?
Yeah, I have become.
Braden and I watch almost all of it.
I am
together.
not a super knowledgeable person when it comes to the teams and stuff, but I've become a avid fan of tournaments. So, like, I mean, the last Anger Games, like Akrath and I were like there every morning, just like eating that shit up, and then the tournament last year as well, the AT. So, I have become a giant fan of Eve tournaments.
I fucking can never remember to wake up. I'm just like,
And see, you
By
remember
the second or
last
third
time?
week, I accidentally sleep in through a couple matches, like inevitably. But yeah,
And you remember last week when we talked about the 8C and how you're like, oh, I don't really know about it, da da da.
I've-
And then you talked about the ships and turned figures out you do actually know about it. You might be able to commentary, dude.
I wouldn't say I could commentary yet, but
I
I
think you
think
could.
you
I'd
could.
listen to you.
because
I
I mean,
think
the
you
thing is, like a lot of
could.
the commentators, they know the comps, they know the strengths of the comps, and how you want to fly it. That
They're
I'm not
making
there
that
yet,
shit
but
up.
I've
Yeah, they're making it
gotten
up,
better because I try to
don't
listen to the
know.
commentators now, where I'm like, oh, okay, this comp does that, and this like. Although some of the names, it's like they're like, oh, this is like a fly swatter or whatever the fucking thing. I'm like, okay, what does that mean?
we got
It's
an
like,
Octodad and a Pseudodad.
yeah,
Octodad.
What are they
I'm
gonna
like- I was
do?
like, what the
Fuck, I don't know,
What
Mo.
the fuck is an I still don't know what an Octodad comp is, but I know the fly swatter
know
or fly
any of
catcher one. It's like
I don't know, I want to
Artie-
know what
it's like
Octodad
Artie
thing is. That
Slipnir's,
sounds
and it's
dumb.
basically like fast-moving sniper ships that can track small things really well. So they just run around and smash shit. But so I mean, I'm starting
know,
to
my-
I'm starting to learn a little bit better and like be able to watch some of the matches and kind of see things happening. I was really stoked that one. I think it was one of the frat ones where I was like, oh man, this is good. And then like the instant I could start to see things where like that frigate came burning in, like, oh, and then you see the swarm coming out, I'm like, oh, that frigate's gonna melt. And he immediately flips a 180, and I see like the drones chase him for like 20 seconds, or not 20 seconds, but like about 5 seconds. I'm like, that right there helped Frat so hard, and it did, because that like wasted a bunch of time with the drones. And then by the time they reassigned the drones to something else, they just lost 2 ships. And I'm like, that probably gave them the advantage they need, and now they can just clean this match up. Like one move by that frigate pilot probably won them the match. Like, it was little things like that I'm starting to be able to see.
Yeah, that was a sick one. I remember that.
Yeah,
Dude, and there was a couple great MJD plays last go around. There was
oh
a
yeah,
couple just almost great ones
yeah,
where
it's
they
like,
died
he's gonna
because of
stop
the
and use
sig
the MJD.
bloom.
Yeah,
And
he's gonna use the MJD, and it's like, that's gonna take his transversal down, and then he blew up right before it went on. Yeah. Oh fuck, dude. AT stuff.
It does get
it's
real
exciting.
exciting.
Yeah.
Commentary's gotten pretty damn good over the years. I don't know. Rain did a terrible job reffing last year. Then they find out somebody was like cheating or something.
Well, wasn't she cheating? I thought. Yeah.
I mean, it was on her watch. I'm pretty sure.
What was the
Clearly
also,
not
somebody-
listening to us.
the
Somebody was
hilarious
using
thing is
like
that-
faction drones or some shit they weren't supposed to be. I don't remember. It was
What?
something silly.
also the hilarious scam that happened with the AT ships from Frat, like right after they won, was pretty fucking great.
There was a scam.
You know, I've been sitting here
Yeah,
for
wasn't it,
a while, and I realized my mic was unplugged.
That makes it really hard for us to hear.
Very, very hard.
Yeah, it was a contract scam. So I think someone put up a contract to the person that got the AT ships on Frat, and they pretended to be a very close name or something like that of the person that they were intending to send the ship. So they just accepted the contract and gave all the AT ships to a random person that wasn't in their alliance or some
wasn't
shit.
that.
No,
was
you're
fucking
talking about the
last year.
jutsu stuff.
Wait,
That's
what?
the Hidden Leaf Village fucking
That's
Ninja
what happened to
Warrior
Hidden Leaf.
Oh, okay.
The jutsu.
Compact.
I thought that was
fucking-
Frat. Okay, never mind. Okay.
You know, in Iceland erupted
And then
yesterday.
like whoever Baltram or whatever possibly ran off with all their AT
Drayden
shit.
didn't just do
Oh.
that.
And it was an inside job.
Oh, okay.
That's so
I-
funny though that you like just completely rewired that to Frat.
Yeah, my
Because
memory.
you were talking about it earlier.
Yeah. No, my memory. I thought it was Frat that happened to, but okay.
Yeah, no,
I
to
thought
my knowledge,
my
they kept
fucking
their
shit was
shit.
fun.
Oh, okay.
Also, impersonating people in Eve is,
Bannable.
And
Right.
yeah, it's frowned upon it, and
Well, it's actually
potentially
bannable. They I remember
Yeah,
back in the
just
day they
saying.
set that up to
Don't
where
do it.
you can't like you're never able to impersonate.
You can't pretend to be
CCP.
me,
You
'cause,
can
yeah,
never
you
pretend,
can't do
but
it.
you can't pretend to be another pilot.
You can't even pretend to be real world people.
Yeah, and
What
real
if
world
it's a
people.
They don't
tribute?
like
I couldn't pretend to be Bill
That's
Clinton.
that's why my
they don't like real names like.
So
famous
really,
people.
Redline and Dave Archer should probably be banned. 'cause they
that's
pretend to be
why
each other.
my
You're-
What about a parody? What if I'm a
You know,
parody?
well, that's just, I made a parody MacTep character,
How-
but then after that rule came out, I'm like,
how-
oh, and so I put it in the bio, like, I am not the leader of Solar Fleet.
I think that's what the rules actually say. If you're trying to pass yourself off as the person, you can't just.
It's just like
you
Twitter,
can't get
you have to, like,
joking.
flag a
you have to-
satire or some shit.
Yeah. So I think if you're like parodying a name, it's fine, but as
You're
long as you
joking,
aren't
yeah,
actually
yeah.
trying to pretend to be
Get
that
into somebody's
person.
alliance crap
Yeah.
because you're pretending to be Billy. Yeah.
Whoa,
Oof.
Indeed.
Hmm.
It's bad.
Hey, I'm
Bad
gonna do it.
stuff, man.
I'm gonna be
Fine.
quiet for a few minutes.
Why?
That's
I'm gonna go to my garage. It is kind of
Okay.
surprising.
what are you doing?
Norm-
Don't you own your house?
He's gonna
Yeah,
be,
I do own my
He's
house.
gonna be star watching.
What are
in the
you
garage.
doing out there?
I'm
I'm
just too lazy to go outside.
You
Okay.
can't start watching
Partaking-
in the garage.
The Devil's Latouche.
Okay.
The Devil's Latuche?
You have a good
Mhm.
time with that, sir.
Lechuga.
Lachu.
So, anyways, there was a volcano eruption yesterday again
in
What's that got to do
Iceland?
with Eve?
in
How many,
Iceland.
how many people died?
Oh man, dark.
None.
Right away?
honestly.
Oh, none? Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. I'm wondering like how many volcanoes are gonna be there when we get there.
They have literally have
This
eruptions
is
every
the
day.
6th eruption.
Isn't it just
of
one big
December.
volcanic island?
I mean, technically.
Well, no.
Yeah.
It's a volcanic island made of pumice stone.
pumice stone,
that
right,
John
yeah.
G.
Many-
Oxley
and
died
a glacier,
because
yeah.
losing his life savings.
You know, if he would have never made
And
that
it
island
happened
out
to
of
be
those
on a
pumice
volcano.
stones, they wouldn't be dealing with any of this right now.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
It would just be underwater volcanoes, and nobody'd know about them, except for ocean nerds
Fuck ocean.
And now,
nerds.
we got to hear about these volcanoes every goddamn
all
day.
the time.
Jesus.
All the time.
Fucking
It's like
ocean nerds.
Californians complaining about earthquakes. You moved there, like come on,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah. My
Maybe-
state's
I-
on
I'm-
fire.
I'm
What the
voting for-
fuck?
I'm
You
rooting
shouldn't have
for it.
grown those
Go
trees.
there.
Yeah.
Put some
You
water
do
on it,
not have to
goddamn.
Move there.
Jesus.
You know,
What do you mean
collectively,
tsunamis on
everybody-
an island?
Collectively, if everybody in
Pacific.
California just took a piss on the fire, there'd never be a fire. I'm just saying.
Or people that
It would
moved to
smell. I don't think
Kansas
that's
and
how
they're
that
like, "What's up with all these
I'm-
tornadoes?"
I'm
Like,
gonna have to-
yeah,
I'm gonna have to
why are you
Question
there?
you on that one. Yeah, we had 122 tornadoes in our
Yeah,
state. this year.
That's fuck.
122. Wow.
That's the most horrifying of.
Yeah.
of the
Well, did- you
natural
guys had a-
disasters
And
I've-
several F3s. And
You guys had
several
another
F4s.
derecho this year,
Just throw a
didn't
bottle
you?
of liquor at
A
one
small
and
one,
never
yep.
It was
Derecho,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's funny because what was the other one? It was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, 3
think
or
it was
4,
3 years
4 or
ago?
5,
never
something like
touched
that.
the
Yeah,
ground.
and it's like, oh, we're having a derecho. I'm like, what the fuck is a derecho? And I had to go look. I'm like, oh, like a inland hurricane. How the fuck? Does that
It's
happen?
like a fucking wind knife. It just cuts everything at a
Yeah.
certain height. It just everything just fucking sheared off.
But it's basically
crazy.
it's like a hurricane. So it's like massive
It's
winds
worse.
with heavy rainfall. So it's pretty much a
But
hurricane
it's,
that's
it's
not.
straight. No, they're straight winds, and
Ah.
they're like there's a line right where they like cut the tops of trees off. It's weird. It's a weird fucking thing.
So it's like it's a lathe.
Yeah, yeah, like big fucking swords. and
So I
crazy.
couldn't stand up in one of those.
You would have a hard
I'd
time.
lose my head.
That is very true.
Yeah. I'll do a shot.
I'll take a drink.
I'm out of beer.
Yeah, the sucky thing is we have 122 tornadoes. We're not in the tornado alley. We're fucking up north of
You're
it.
still in the Midwest.
We're not in tornado alley. That's
No,
Oklahoma and
tornado is like-
Kansas.
Yeah, it's like Texas,
way south
Kansas,
of us.
Oklahoma, Missouri, like up in that area, right?
Barely Missouri. You know, well, apparently Iowa now
I
too.
heard there's no wind in Oklahoma.
That's not true because they fucking blow.
Got him.
I did. I could have said they suck too. They won.
I've got nothing nice to say about Oklahoma, so it's fine.
Tulsa. What the fuck is up with Tulsa? It's not that big of a town, and they have the most murders anywhere. They
Really?
literally have had. They've been on that stupid. The first 48 is always in Tulsa. Every day they've got
It's like
an
the-
episode for murders in Tulsa. Like, how many fucking murders? you
Is
get
it like
in any
the
other town?
the Saskatoon or it's like the Regina of the U.S.?
Regina.
I always found it, I always call it Regina, and then it's like, no, it's Regina. I'm like, why would you name it like that? But yeah, apparently in Canada, like not like total, but like per capita, Regina is like the murder capital of Canada.
And I always heard
It
Winnipeg.
used to be
was a
Winnipeg.
shithole.
Used to be Winnipeg, yeah, but yeah, now
Yeah,
I guess
there-
Regina is, and then Saskatoon's like a close second again now. So like, apparently, and is it Regina and Saskatchewan?
Yep. So was
Yeah,
Saskatoon.
so it's like Saskatchewan is just full of.
That's the
It's too
Florida of
fucking
Canada
flat.
right now.
It's too flat. It's too flat. It makes people fucking crazy. They just fucking start stabbing each other.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how big Regina
Can't
is.
we just play
It's
hockey?
not
I think
in the
Regina's
top
like
10
3,
in the
4,
United
500,000
States.
people, but they have like murders all the fucking time there. It's like the Memphis.
Should be
what's
happening.
that?
man.
It is
Yeah.
in the top 10.
They can't
So
go
they have
sledding in
70
the winter.
murders a
There's no
year, but
hills.
there's only a 400,000 person town.
It's dangerous out there, guys. You got to stay strapped.
Don't be
Fucking
like
Can't
Tulsa.
do that.
Don't go to
trust
Tulsa.
anybody.
You
Sounds
can't
like
do
a
that.
shitty place.
Well, you can do that though, right?
No, I can't do that.
Not even with your special job.
No, especially
How are you
now
supposed
with
to?
my
How are you
special
supposed to
job.
defend them?
You don't. You just fucking let them die.
That's what the Canadian military is about.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a fucking policeman.
Yeah, that's for the mounted police, sir.
Yeah, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. They're supposed to stop the stabbings.
No, I'm not saying all that specifically. I'm just saying because you're in the military, I assumed you had some sort of gun privileges.
Nope.
St. Louis, most murders per capita in the United States.
Per capita,
Actually-
St. Louis. I mean, I guess.
I didn't tell
69
you
per.
that.
I thought it was
They have
like
a big
Realize
arch.
this.
If you pull up St. Louis
Yeah.
in hood maps,
I
you listed
have
as
Hood
actual
maps.
hell. Probably will get murdered.
I always thought
I
it was
have
like a
special
back and
gun
forth between
privileges.
Memphis and New Orleans, like the per capita murder capital. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
all,
like it's,
all stats are
in
silly.
total
Because
numbers, it's
nice
gonna be
special
like
gun
New York or
Give her a laugh.
Chicago or
You're going
LA
to
or
laugh. Look
something.
at hoodmaps.com.
Hood
Peop-
map.
But yeah, I was laughing. I was like hood maps.
That sounds.
It's very
Interesting.
funny.
I'm
Drunk
from
tourists.
the South.
Hey, what's up,
so
Val?
My gun privileges are I do
Ah,
not
¿Cómo
want-
está? Muy bien.
I mean, if you're in America, we don't care about gun privileges. It's America.
Ferguson,
Exactly.
very hood. Your car will get stolen.
So then why are you
Yeah.
talking about it? It was
Agreed.
unique for him in Canada because they do have, selective gun laws and shit. It's like the UK or like Australia or something. That's where it's like, oh, you can have gun. If you're
What's
if you're Spanish.
Australia's like? I mean, probably Sydney,
They
but
took them all away.
I
Because
feel like
they only
No
they
more
fuck-
guns. They took
they've
'em all
got boomerangs. That's all they fucking need over there.
That's all they need.
Boomerangs
ever-
and dingoes.
No-
Stick your
They-
dingo
they
on
already
and throw a
lost
boomerang. at 'em.
assault crocodiles.
Salt
They
lost
crocodile.
the
war to the
Sorry.
emus.
saltwater
They
crocodile
did lose.
attacks
They
is on
did
the
lose a
rise
war to
over there.
emus. You're right. Yeah.
After that, they were so humbled they just disarmed,
Fuck it. We can't beat birds. We're out. We're done.
and now they just box the kangaroos and let their dogs help.
I remember, I don't know what it is in Europe. Probably like Budapest or what's the one in Romania?
Romanians. Lettuce.
I don't know, but Eastern Europe probably has a lot more guns than Western Europe. I'd
What's
go
what's
with that.
Romania's capital? Like Budapest is Hungary, right? I know that one's got some high
They may be
crime.
hungry there. I'm not sure.
I think Budapest is Hungary, but
Bucharest.
Bucharest. Yeah, I was like,
Bucharest,
it's I knew it was yeah. So I
It's
think
like
Bucharest
fake
and
Budapest. Yeah,
Budapest
Bucharest.
are pretty high crime.
Emu
spots,
Budapest?
Well, you got Budapest and you
Or
got Budapest Light,
wish.com.
which is Bucharest. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. Like, I mean, like Budapest or
There's a big
Budapest.
difference
It's
between
Budapest, right?
guns.
It looks like Budapest, but I think it's Budapest technically. But
Oh, I'm not gonna say it.
and
There's
then
a big difference
yeah,
between
like
legal
Eastern
guns
Europe is
and
just
illegal guns, right? Places say I don't have any guns legally. That doesn't mean
it's
there's no
flooded with a
guns there.
case of probably no crime.
Well, of course, but if we don't know we're there, how are we going to talk about
That's true. More importantly, if you don't hear it, yeah.
it? I'm working on getting my can.
You can.
Yeah, a suppressor.
Suppressor. Nice.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah, people call them cans.
Cans.
They're legal in Iowa.
Yeah, they're legal in most states. I think you just got to have a tax stamp for it or whatever.
Why is it so fucking hot in here? AC?
It's you, Drayden.
Take off
Drayden,
all
it's
your
you, baby.
clothes.
You're just so fucking hot.
Just I got this shit set to 67. It's fucking
Isn't that
roasting
from
in
St.
here.
Louis? It's getting
Um,
hot in here. That's some Nelly.
Nelly.
Yeah, that's
Nelly's
Nelly.
from
That's St. Louis. Yeah.
Some Saint Lunatics.
Guys, he's
Throwing down on crime and good music.
Are
It's
Air
the
Force
rap-
Ones
the rap
still a
music,
thing?
Dominar. You wouldn't get it.
They are.
Air Force
actually.
Ones? Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some like within the last year on some Nike sale. They are terribly uncomfortable. It was a terrible purchase.
Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
That was Nelly's
The
shoe
shoes.
line. Yeah, he made the shoes. They were like,
Did he invent those?
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
thought he
he
just
did.
had his own like types of them.
no,
just made a
no,
song
that
about
was
them.
his. That was his. He made a shoe
Yeah, I
line,
think
and
he
then he
just
made a
made a song
song to
about
market them, and he tried to make them like Air Jordans, where they were like $150, $200 shoes
They are.
Really?
at least.
Yeah, like 120. You know. Yeah. They're over $100, I think.
Yeah, they're still around. Yeah.
Y'all remember those pink
was there
shoes that I
any
put
other-
on Discord?
Of course, Canada's never declared war.
I'll
They're
go
just too nice up there. They're nice.
Canada's
They're
been
nice
to
guys.
war.
No, they've been to
Do you-
war. People declare war on them all the time. They just don't-
Proactively
yeah.
declared war? No.
No, because they're too nice. They're too polite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like all
Now, people declare war on them all the time.
all
because
the
no one
buddies.
likes them.
were-
all the buddies are
When
going
we
to
were
war. I
invaded
guess
by
we'll
the
go.
United States, yeah, when we were invaded
Several
by the
times.
United States, we were a British colony.
Yeah.
And then every other time after that, we've just followed the Commonwealth
Thanks, Darren.
into war.
Yeah, well, it's like that's the funny thing is
Thank you.
Those are
Kyrie?
cool looking shoes, though.
You guys had cool
These
shoes back
ones-
then?
These
Those
ones
Air-
are actually sick. They
Those Air
have
Force
like little.
Ones.
Yes, these are like
Wait, really?
pink and
You-
purple Air Force Ones.
That's a Nike.
What color are they?
That's a Nike.
Yeah, that's who makes Air Force One.
Wait, really? Oh.
It's just like a model of shoe for them.
Oh, I didn't.
It's
know
not
much
made by the
about-
Air Force.
I thought it was like an actual brand. I didn't know it was like.
No, it's a Nike model.
Oh, okay,
Are you
okay.
leaving, mate?
These ones had some kind of like
Yeah,
gambling
watch some
theme
TV.
to
Talk
them,
to you later.
and in the
man,
back
have a good night,
they
bud.
have
See you, Mace.
Tell Redline good night for me. See you.
I would
in the
not do
back
it.
on one of them they say like read them, and on the other one it says and weep, and then there's like a gold star on the laces, and like there's a couple. Oh, and on the tongue it's got dice. Like there's some like gambling themes to this. I don't know.
You
It's
bought
weird.
those? You paid money for those?
I did because
Ugh.
there for a minute a bunch of people at my work were like buying like Jordans and shit and flipping them because there's some money in it because it's kind
Oh,
of.
so you didn't buy them to
Or
wear.
limited.
You bought them to try to
I have worn
scam
'em, though.
somebody.
I do buy them
You were
to wear
trying to
'cause
scam them somebody. weren't
I
you?
don't have the patience to flip them, so I did wear
That'd
them.
be me too. Yeah. same
But
here.
the tongue is like super uncomfortable and everything. I've worn them once or twice, and it's like they need to be broken in hard.
Drayden, Nelly didn't invent the Air Force Ones.
No.
Yeah, dude, I
Broken
think you're
heart,
like
No.
like a
making
whole-
They've
shit
been
up.
around since
I-
1982.
I think he probably
Oh.
helped popularize them again, like in the
Yeah,
moment. or
I
I,
just
something.
wrote a song
never heard.
about
I
them,
never
that's
heard of
all.
him until he made
Yeah.
the song.
It's just a rapper
you probably,
who likes
you probably
sneakers.
got
Like,
you probably
what
got
are we
kickbacks
talking
for the song. It's like if you make a song about it, we'll give you like royalties.
Maybe
Most
he's
things,
wrote
most things
it-
don't exist until you make a song of them, right? They
He
don't
probably
exist until then.
he
I know,
probably
that's true.
wrote it
Right?
in hopes that he would get free shoes.
Probably.
Maybe.
He probably did.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Flip flops.
Yeah. Now, invasion of Canada.
that.
I know during the Revolutionary War we invaded Canada, but that was still like that was. I don't know if that was like an invasion of Canada because like Canada was also
I saw the movie.
British.
Canadian Bacon. We invaded.
Yeah, I
the
was
shit
gonna
out of
say we
Canada.
did it back in the 80s.
The colonies
Alan Alda?
and
Alan
Canada
Alda?
was all
Yeah.
part of the British Empire.
Rita
so
Perlman?
that was just us
Yeah. there you
trying
go.
to take more than
John Candy?
what the colonies had.
Dan Aykroyd.
It didn't work
Great
well.
movie.
I don't know if it
Yeah,
was.
dude, we quietly invaded them in the 80s.
It was somewhere in Quebec that there was a battle that initially went well, but then went very poorly.
I don't know. I think we schooled
For
them.
the battle to Quebec.
Yeah, I don't know. It was some town. I can't remember the name of the town. I was Mike Duncan had a his Revolutions podcast. He does a bunch of different revolutions. The American Revolution. He goes into a lot of it. He goes over the
I've
whole
been,
war.
Did the,
Uh,
the
There
U.S.
was some
Navy sunk its
excursions up
first
into
ship
Canada
on,
that were
on one of the lakes?
and it's like one of the probably more promising officers that we had for the war. Like he had really great success, and then they did the Canada thing, and when they
Jibber
were
jabber?
attacking a town, he just got sniped right in the fucking head or something like that, and just died. And it's like, oh, that guy had great potential, but just got fucking
Turn it
waxed.
around.
He got waxed.
Turn
right-
it around. Yep.
Yeah.
Turn it around.
It's like,
That's,
so like he was doing, he had like, it was like he
That's
was
exactly
probably a
what
better
happened, too.
general than Washington. Washington actually lost most of the fights he fought, but apparently Washington was like the master of extraction, to where it's like, oh, we're losing this fight, and he was able to extract his army without losing most of it, so he could still
He had that riz.
until
he
he
could still
won.
like have a
Yep.
threat out there, so like it wasn't like the because most of the time when you beat an army and then they try to retreat and then you just capture half of it or destroy it, and like then that army's gone. But Washington was like, oh, we're losing this battle, and he like get almost everyone out. So it's like I still have an army that we can go back and fight with, and that was his thing. He just kept losing fights, but kept having an army to keep fighting, and it drove the British mad because they're like, when you lose this many times, you're supposed to lose. But he just kept coming back. But yeah, that guy up north,
If he'd have had some honor, he'd have fallen on his
it's
sword.
like he
right?
very possibly
That
was a
motherfucker.
better general than Washington, but he led a charge at this city and just got fucking shot right at the beginning. It's like, oh, all right, well, there he goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been advocating for us to annex Canada and Mexico for years, and I'm still gonna beat that drum.
Okay.
Is there any more Eve stuff?
There probably is.
I do want to stick around for when for
Yeah,
Radicos to come and rip our
Thank you, Gollum.
tier
There were
list
some
to
patch
shreds. November might show up too.
Is he doing the same practice?
Well, he's on his team, so they're in the practice.
Dude, I'm drinking almost 52 ounces of tea so far, just like while we're sitting here.
It's a lot of
52
tea.
ounces of
I've
tea.
made it through like most of this pitcher. I don't. Can you see that?
Is there alcohol in the
It's on
tea?
the stream. No, it's just a big thing of raspberry tea that I got at the grocery store on the way home.
Gross.
I like it. And I've drank most of it sitting here talking to you. I'm
Not a
not
big
drinking
fan
real
of
heavy
that.
tonight. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, you told us that. That's right.
Eve Online.
Spaceship submarine game.
Anybody
Spaceship
do
game.
anything in the wars? That war, whatever. I think it's pretty much done now, but whatever. Did you guys fight at all? One fleet. I did one fleet. That's it.
In the deployment shit, whatever.
Yeah, these last month
think
or so.
I think earlier, like before the goons counter deployed, I might have done like a fleet or two. I had like a
It's
cyclone
sad.
fleet or something down there. I don't like doing a lot of. No, I won't say a lot of deployments. If they're fun, they're fun. This one was one of those weird ones. Like people talk a lot of shit about, like it was just a SIG. It was just it literally like we weren't doing a full like coalition deployment, so people were just like, "Hey, there's a fleet. If people want something to do, it's 20 jumps down there or whatever." And so a lot of people just bought like a ship or something and left it down in one of those keep.
It was kind of like if you weren't.
I
Actually
was super excited about it. Right,
if you
at
weren't
the
actually
beginning,
deployed down there,
and then I
then
just fucked off and didn't do anything.
Yeah, if you weren't actually deployed down there, then you weren't gonna probably go on most.
I
of
mean,
the
y'all didn't
fleets.
have anything to fight. I think we pretty much retreated. I say we, the people who were down there, retreated like right away, and then all y'all had to do.
Well, there
was
was
like,
the one
glass
there was one
structures for a month.
contested. It was like one contested structure That was it. Though.
There was a Keepstar fight, and it's like pretty
It
much.
wasn't, yeah, just like once though. It
Yeah,
was like,
yeah, that's
it wasn't a
it
big,
was.
Yeah.
It's because like
I
you
mean,
were saying,
we
it's
scared
it's
you.
a
I
sync
get it.
deploy- it's a
We're
well,
scary. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, well, a sync
We're
deployment
fucking
of
scary. I mean,
you know
come on.
Yeah,
people are
you guys
we
brought
can
supers and Titans.
we can generally put together.
I did. I brought my super.
You know, like
Fuck
anywhere
yeah, I was
from
so excited about using
80
it.
to 150 dudes, but when you do a full coalition deployment, it's like even if we like broadcast outside,
We would have
of-
had to do the same.
If we
won't
broadcast
got it.
outside of the SIG, maybe we get like 2 fleets, and you guys are bringing like 4 fleets. Like, well, we're not gonna just like launch.
You know
into
why
the
that? You know what
eye.
happens? You know what happens when you do that? We win. You lose.
Right? Yeah. Well, hey, we would do the same thing.
Absolutely,
So
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
sitting here going like,
I'm happy
"Oh,
about
you
it.
guys blobbed us." It's like,
Can't believe you
if-
brought 4 fleets. We
if
only
we
have
have
2.
the
Well, fuck
ability
off.
to,
Fight
if,
harder.
if we have the ability to blob people, we'll do that shit too.
Damn right we
So,
will. And I
yeah.
hate when people say that they don't do that. Both sides do it, and
Yeah,
I'm proud
everyone
of it.
does it. So
Fuck
it's like,
yeah,
it's
you
like, hey,
defend your shit. If you don't
it's like,
defend your shit, you're
we,
doing it wrong.
We got blobbed, and so we weren't gonna jump into the blob and just feed. So
For
but
many
it's
years,
like, it's like,
the-
but yeah, it's like I wouldn't sit there and be
Listen
like,
to people who
"Ugh,
earnestly
get blobbed."
complain about it while they're doing it themselves. Drives me nuts. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people out there that literally will complain. I can't believe they did that to us. And like, well, you did that to us
Yeah,
yesterday.
no,
Like,
it's-
come
it's-
on.
It's like, yeah,
For
I mean,
many
they're,
years, the
they're
correct
blobbing.
response
It's
was
effective.
Make more friends or utilize diplomacy better.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
if you guys are blobbing, that's fine, but it's like we're not gonna jump into it. So it's like we're gonna pull back, and then you guys took the stuff that we pulled back to. It's like, okay, we're gonna pull back further, and you guys went further. It's like we'll pull back again. Like that was the thing. The last couple weeks or 2 or 3 weeks ago, it's like fuck, dude. It's like, all right, let's move here, and then it's like, oh, we got to pull back. The Keepstars are reinforced, and we're not gonna be able to save them. So we pull back, and then it's like, oh, these are getting reinforced. Pull back again. It's like pull back. And then these are reinforced. Like how far? Like there's eventually gonna get to a point where the rest of like the PanFam coalition is gonna be like, okay, well, you can't come into our space
Ooh, what?
and take it. So
Oh, you drawing a
like
line in the
carrier on
sand?
my
Are you drawing a
grid.
line in
yeah,
the sand?
if you guys come and try and take the Sov, like if
you,
you come
you
to
name it. Come on.
come up into drone
Challenge.
lands. Come up into drone lands. Glass
Hey,
glass
get
the
ready.
drone lands like you
You
did
know
that
what?
one time. Come do it, and then
That's it, next week.
we will put up a front. I guarantee
Next
it.
week. Come
yeah,
up there.
hell yeah, let's do it. That's,
Drone lands by
dude, we should
2027.
officially declare this. Like it's like line pilot on TNT versus line
2
pilot.
random
on,
line pilots.
Yeah, 2 random line- it's
online spam.
declared war
Starts
Declared
between,
war.
between
Yeah.
the 2 major coalitions and.
Hell yeah. I'm challenging you to a war right now, Drayden.
Challenge accepted. War declared.
There you go. War
All
declared.
right. PanFam.
TNT versus PL. We're on it.
PanFam. Well, just PanFam and.
No, you're PL, aren't you?
He's
I am in PL, but that's
Yeah, TNT and PL. No, nobody else needs to be involved. Just the
Oh,
two of
no,
us.
no, no, no.
We're
We gotta
about the
go
same size too. aren't
bigger
we?
than the alliances. So you got to bring the coalitions into this.
Yeah.
And then it gets all muddy.
One of the two of us had to get our ass kicked. Then we have to go cry into the coalition, and that's when the big,
I mean, you guys can go vassalize Losec and bring them to.
Ooh.
I think
Or
you
maybe
guys,
they
you guys,
should
you
be-
guys
or
go to
maybe
high
they
sec.
rebel
We'll
and
take
then-
low sec.
Let's go the opposite way. How about everything that Drayden can bring to Zarzak versus everything that Dominarch can bring to Zarzak, and you fight there, and I'll watch.
When?
I have a gator in
I don't
Zarzak.
know, Monday night.
It's unfit, but I have it there.
Monday night's hard for me.
I've not been able to get it because
Wednesday night.
I'm screwed.
That'd be better. Probably
Wednesday.
Okay,
Oh, I'm-
Zarzak.
What am I doing
Where-
Wednesday?
where's
After work
Zarzak?
Wednesday, I will be.
Where is Zarzak?
either
Yeah, I don't know how to get there either.
Sand
It's everywhere.
Point?
But I don't have to have.
everywhere and
I
it's
won't
nowhere
get
at
killed
once.
automatically if I go there, right?
It's a
You
riddle
might.
wrapped
That's
in
the
an
fucked
enigma.
up
Yeah,
thing.
you
Oh, no,
will.
but like the system won't kill me, will it?
It might. That's the fucked up thing.
Well, yeah. So like you can hang out by the gate, or you can hang out by the station, or you can hang out by the shipcaster.
Otherwise, I start
Anywhere
dying.
else.
If they drag bubble the gate, you're fucked and stuff. It's a weird place.
They rarely do that. That's a
It's like,
rare.
so it's like
Oh, really?
corrosion, like my ship corrodes and
Yeah.
explodes.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
your
Yeah.
hull, dude. It's not
It's
even
not,
like
it's
Straight
not
to the
NPCs
hull.
attacking
It's
me.
just
It's
straight to
literally
the
the
hull?
environment kills me, right?
There are
alien
NPCs there too, so like we gotta watch out for that.
Nah, don't worry about them. NPCs all suck.
I'll let Headliner and Goblins know that we're at war now.
I'll let
You- you
Wibla.
Just you and Dom.
I'll let Wibla and who else?
Asher.
That's it.
Or not Asher.
Asher.
Is
I'll
Asher-
let Dave Archer and Wibla know.
Yeah. Let them know that we're officially at war now.
They're officially at war. PL TNT at war.
That'll work.
By next week, 4 kills
Yeah.
guaranteed.
VFK by Christmas. Or no. Sorry, wrong meme. 1DQ
You're
by
gonna
Christmas.
I think aren't you already there? What do you fucking mean?
Fuck! It's been so long since I was in Imperium. Like VFK used to be. I was like, oh, VFK is the capital.
You gotta get him.
Which is funny because I was like, I think I was still in Imperium when they moved to 1DQ, but yeah, I was still in Bastion. I was still in Bastion at that
no way
point.
I'd do that. Yeah.
It's funny when all this catch stuff was kicking off a month or two ago. I saw a lot of commentary about how people missed T5Z and how you could just like log in and like fight at the gate and shit like that, and have pretty much instant combat with your mortal enemy.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Val. In nullsec, you don't have to have a war HQ because you don't have to officially declare war through the game mechanics.
No,
you just
clearly
say you're going to war and you just start attacking their structures.
Nor do you have to be a director in your alliance to declare
Yeah.
war in another alliance.
Yeah, it's
we
just
just
like
proved that.
it's like nullsec structures are attackable at any time. Well, at least for the shield timer. Well, the shield timer is any time, and then it's the vulnerability windows.
Right.
No, yeah, but yeah,
No.
it's like you don't need to actually do a war declaration. Now, most groups will, because then if you catch people that are going to high sec with shit, you can shoot them in high sec. And
the polite thing to do is to send an email letting them know that you're.
Yeah.
And send alliance mail to all your alliance mates to let them know also. You want to do that mass alliance mail.
Yeah. Aren't you supposed to like chuck a sword over? Like, did you just like fly a saber into 1DQ and abandon it on the undock as like a war declaration?
You just
throw
go
down
down.
the
You go
gauntlet.
to
throw down
1DQ.
a sword like we declare war, sir.
You yell out in local, "I am known," and you try to fly away.
I believe that has been done.
God damn it. All right. So where's Radicos at? He needs to get here.
They're
We
probably
gave him
finishing
his
up
2 hours.
practice.
Oh, we are technically in the after show now. Yeah. We can talk whatever we want.
Yeah,
We've
it's a
been doing
gauntlet, Val. You throw down the gauntlet, which
That's
is just a fancy word for glove.
Challenge you to a
I'm
duel.
looking for a glove. I don't have any down here. Okay.
Go into your
No
hockey
gloves.
bag, get a
How many
hockey glove
gloves?
out.
Hockey glove? What the fuck's
Yeah.
that?
It looks
play
like a
hockey,
gauntlet.
dude.
Everybody's got one of those, right?
I've got a sword I can throw at you, but I don't have a fucking hockey glove.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Gauntlet.
I don't have a gauntlet.
Joking about
no.
hockey. What a northerner thing to do.
What a
Everyone
northerner
loves hockey.
thing.
It's actually
You're all northerners.
It's-
You're all
Yeah, I am a northerner.
it's
yeah,
a
but-
hilarious thing that like hockey is the only sport where you can get in a fight with someone else and it's a 2-minute penalty as opposed to suspensions and fines
Like
and all
ejection.
that sort of-
Circadia Seeker, CCP does need to make a gauntlet launcher.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
I mean, it's like if you start punching
Or like-
someone in the NFL or in baseball, you are ejected from the game, probably suspended for
A couple
X,
games.
X
Yeah,
amount
yeah,
of
yeah.
time, and then
Yeah.
fined a massive amount of money. In hockey, it's like you beat the shit out of someone. It's like 2 minutes in that seat, and then you can come back and play.
Yeah.
That's only if you want. That's only if you were winning.
Sometimes it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a 5-minute.
But if you were
What-
losing,
what's the
you
difference
don't-
between
you
2 and
don't be
5?
there. Yeah.
Is it
Maybe
like
a
a-
minor.
not
Is
really
it just
sure.
how intense it
To be
gets?
honest with you.
Is it
I
like
think
5
it's
minutes
like
for 5.
so if I body check Akaroth, we start a scrum, and then Drayden comes in and drops the gloves and starts punching me in the face. He's like the third guy.
I'm the goon?
He's the
So
5 minutes. He's getting 5
He's gonna get 5 minutes. But if
Because he
me
didn't
and-
respect our zone that we
Yeah,
had.
but
Oh,
if me,
so it's
if
like
me
if-
and Akaroth skate to center ice and we like agree like we're fucking going, we drop gloves and fucking start trading fists, then like
Oh, so it's like if you
Then they
come
let
in,
you go. They let you do it, right?
so
Until
if you
it becomes-
Or-
if you
no,
honorable if you
Until
honorable
you
third
fall.
that
party-
might be like old school rules because I'm an old man. And I
well,
have
Val is saying
reason.
it's 5
Val's
minutes
saying
for
it's
fighting.
5 minutes for fighting. So I think
Okay.
5 minutes for fighting.
So you
is
can't
pretty
go
much
the middle
standard
anymore
across
and
the
be
board.
honorable about it.
No, you can.
Oh yeah, no, they
As
still
long
do
as
that.
you don't fall down, the refs will just circle you and let it
Yeah,
go.
as soon as somebody goes
Once
down, they
somebody
stop
falls,
it.
they
Yeah,
stop it, which
because you don't
makes
want your
the
hands
hit
cut
the-
off by the blade, by your skate. Yeah.
I read an article today. They're next year they're starting some sort of neck protection initiative.
Yeah, I was. What was? Fuck! It was a long time ago. I saw a video. It was horrendous.
Happy
happened a
Gilmore?
couple times now.
I'm glad the guy lived, but it was like one of those things where like
Slices of
they were trying. Yeah, they were trying to go, and like the goalie went down, and the guy slid, and his
goalie?
skate came up and like basically cut the throat of the goalie, and he started. Like,
Oh,
you
I
just-
remember seeing
You
that
just
too.
see like
Yes.
the puddle of blood start spreading out on the ice from his neck, and he's like, I was like, that dude's
Yeah,
dead.
of course,
And, like,
everything's
apparently
white, so-
somehow he fucking lived. Do you know who that was, LB?
No,
He did not live.
Probably
Oh.
from Calgary.
The guy did
Those
not
guys can't
live.
protect
The
themselves.
guy that happened, the guy that happened to did not live, sir.
It's happened
He's
multiple
very
times.
dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, the
There was
recent
one just a
thing
couple
that
years ago, and
happened-
there was one like 10 or 15
Yeah.
years ago.
Well, this is a long time ago. Did he
Happy
die?
Gilmore
Val?
stabbed somebody with his skate
But-
once. Yeah.
I am back. And
Welcome back.
I
And
noticed we're talking
May said to
about
say goodbye to you.
Mace said
Oh,
It's
goodbye.
that's cute.
We were talking about gauntlets, and it turned into
Oh.
hockey gloves, which turned into hockey
Oh yeah, throwing
fighting.
down the glove.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. He
Gotcha.
didn't die. Yeah,
Because
I was like, I
PL
remember looking it up. He didn't die.
PL and
but-
TNT are now officially at war with each other. Drayden and I.
Yeah, it was old, Val. It was probably that
Oh,
one.
that's cringe. Using game mechanics for that?
You're
Settle it
cringe.
with Discord shit posting. What do you?
No, they're not even using game mechanics. It's not. It's a verbalized war. He just said no, fuck you, and he
It's
said
fake.
What's-
Neither
your
one of us are
name?
going to log in. Yeah.
What's your name?
he said TNT.
You
said,
said
"Fuck
neither one of
you,
you are gonna log
TNT."
in.
No. Well,
Okay,
I'm actually
so
logged in right now.
I gotta look it back at these partnership requirements because I gotta see what it is for YouTube.
Oh, whoops. Yeah. Okay. So it was in 1989. Buffalo Sabres goalie Malarchuk.
Malarchuk.
Well, there
yeah.
you go. 2 minutes if you just start.
He
a quick
had his cauteroid artery severed by a skate, but in his jugular vein. His cauteroid and his jugular got slit, but he survived.
Carotid.
carotid, and they're next to each
Carotid,
other. so
bro.
yeah.
Words are hard.
Yeah,
Those are
carotid.
hard.
His carotid and his jugular
He's a
got
scientist,
cut.
not a
Oh.
fucking English
Yeah,
major.
dude, I'm
Yeah,
not a
what the hell, guys?
biologist. But yeah, he
Oh
survived.
shit!
Is it a
It's so
thermometer?
easy, guys. It is so easy to be a new partner now. I could totally do that tomorrow.
Damn,
Sorry.
Drayden. He didn't want to hear your story.
No, he told the story, didn't he?
He was still talking.
Hey, Did
I
he
thought he
die or not?
finished
We
the
didn't hear the
story.
end of it. No.
He said he
I think you
didn't
just cut
die.
him off and he
He didn't
stopped.
die.
Fuck it. Then I don't want to know. I don't care
He
anymore.
said he didn't die already.
You didn't
I'm
die. I don't care.
sorry.
He didn't die. Yeah, he didn't die.
I'm
Malarchuk
sorry.
lived. So that was Sabres
Good.
89. That was before
There was
Hasek.
one
That must have
uh,
been, like, the
just
guy
a
right
handful
before
of years
Hasek
ago
then.
too. I think.
Hasek was my favorite hockey player of all time. Guy was so fucking cool.
General
No, but there was-
Montgomery. So you're talking about.
There was one
earlier.
recently that passed away.
I think within like the last 5 or so years, yeah.
I mean,
don't
I,
remember
say
them
recently
passing, but
loosely.
But yeah,
No,
that's what
someone
I
definitely
agree. Like
died.
within the last 5 to 10 years, I think I remember.
Because there was
What's up,
a
Seema?
guy got put up
Seema.
for murder for it. I thought
Whoop.
Radikos was gonna show up. He's 17 minutes late now.
He heard you were on.
I
and he didn't
DM'd
wanna
him.
come
I mean, it's practice. You know, like shit. You know, shit goes long.
We're talking about practice.
Where do you see Seema?
Not the game.
I
Yeah,
just used that line at work the other day.
Why'd you just see out Seema?
yeah, I
That's a pretty
DM'd
good
him.
one.
I said,
I love the Ted Lasso one where he's.
I said our,
Yeah,
our tier is
flips it on.
probably terrible and it's ready for your scrutiny
Ted
whenever you're
Lasso.
finished.
You know, I don't
There
think
he
that
is.
our tier
How you
list
doing,
is terrible. I think in fact our tier list is probably better than any
I
other
think
tier
it's
list
decent.
you'll
I think
see.
it's actually
'Cause
decent.
Because I'm more than willing
What's a
to
tier
bet that
list?
no one else does a tier
we did.
list because
I
they're
think
all
we
big
might have
cowards.
It's
Was
the
that what
best
we
tier
did?
list.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
tier
what
list?
S
It's
to
the
F
only
tier.
tier list
Yeah.
anyone's gonna do because no
I always
one else
thought tier
is gonna
lists were
do
like
one.
about the crying.
They're
I didn't know
scared.
what that was.
Oh, no.
Have you guys ever played Minecraft?
I have a
Would
lot.
you be interested in?
Is it modded or is it vanilla?
Depends on your definition of modded.
Does it have?
Does it have like a big mod pack where it's got a bunch of science and all kinds of tech mods and shit?
No, it doesn't have that.
I'm so used to those. I
You
might
know-
play, but I
Can
don't
I
know
get a
how
cool
long I'll
axe?
play. Like
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
so
In
used to
a-
all the modded stuff where it's like
torch?
it's hard to go from like the luxuries of modded Minecraft and go back to vanilla where everything's
So
just like
define the luxury, right? Because what I'm trying to
We
do
have
all
is
kinds of
to-
tech and automation and electrical stuff and
Okay, yeah, no.
uh,
Dom doesn't want to talk about Minecraft.
I'm
Let's-
teasing you. I don't care.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, it's not vanilla, but it's not like heavily modded to where you can't recognize it as Minecraft. It's just
So it's kind
got,
of like Brickle Brackle.
I don't know what that is.
well, it's Brickle Brackle, of course. I mean,
Is that a flavor ice cream?
Homie's just
Brickle Brackle?
making it up. He's just making it up.
No, I'm telling you,
Dude.
that used to be a thing. That's a
Dude,
fucking.
can I tell you guys? I hung out with Skyhawk last weekend.
Oh shit.
Did I tell you that?
I knew you were
I don't
gonna.
think so.
You hadn't told us you did.
It was dope.
He's a fun dude.
Yeah.
Yep, he's
We've
a
all hung out with
mushroom
him.
for sure.
Yeah.
It is.
He's a mushroom.
He was asking me, he's like,
What
because
does that
next year I guess he's
I
planning
mean,
a
he's
trip
a
to
fun
You
Yellowstone.
guy.
feed him shit and keep him in the dark.
He's
Oh, I
planning a
like
trip to
that.
Yellowstone. He's like, hey, Yellowstone's in
Yellowstone
Idaho, and I
is
know you
great.
live there. Like, how far is Yellowstone? You might you want to come out and meet? I'm like, Yellowstone's like
16 hours, isn't it?
it's like a 9 to 10 hour drive depending on where in Yellowstone you're going. I was like, that's like the opposite side of the entire state for me.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh, I didn't know it was that far. I'm like, yeah, it's like depending on where in Yellowstone, it's like 450 to 600 miles down to
You
Yellowstone.
do that in a
from where I'm
day.
at.
What are you talking about? That's
Yeah,
your
I was like,
average
me
day.
driving
Oh,
all
but
the
it
way
was
across
just,
the entire width of Washington to Seattle is closer and shorter.
Dude,
than
Conan's
going
still a
down,
thing
Then
after
even
all.
going down to like Boise is farther away than Seattle. Like Seattle and Portland are
Oh.
closer than Boise to me, even though it's the same state.
But
Conan
we
Exiles is
had-
still
we had a
updated and shit,
fun-
yeah.
We had a fun time. We saw a lot of planes. I think you posted some pictures somewhere. I'm not gonna post any pictures because I don't
I'm
do
not gonna
that.
look for him, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, cool.
Did you guys go to an air show or like a museum, right?
Museum, yeah.
Museum, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Museum.
I like
And he
museums.
correctly pointed out a plane, if I recall.
No, I think
Wasn't
he
actually a
was. He
Skyhawk.
was.
He
He was.
thought it
correct.
was a
Yeah,
Skyhawk.
it was.
No,
No,
it
he
So
did.
I
It was
looked
a
up what the Skyhawks were after that, though.
Was it not the
he
correct
said-
plane?
It was not. He said it was a Skyhawk. It was a Phantom, but
Oh, that's
Yeah.
devastating. That's
yeah, yeah.
devastating.
It was.
It's
It was.
fine.
It
I
was.
told him. I told
was
him
Vlad
that
that
wasn't
corrected him,
the right
so-
plane. I tried to tell him. I said, "Hey, I don't think that's the right plane." He said, "No, that's the Skyhawk." But like, it had just poured rain on us. Like, we didn't care at
So
that
his vision
point.
was blurry.
We were done with the trip. Like it started pouring rain, and we got all wet, and it was awful. But it
I'm
was a
just
good
gonna
time.
say, and he's not here, but I'm gonna do a quick drink to Skyhawk.
I know. I wish he was
Skyhawk
here.
goes on a fuckload of adventures to
Yeah.
like parks and shit all the time. He's such a cool guy.
Yeah, he's
does, yeah.
right
He's
now.
at
in-
a
con-
memorial this weekend.
he's up
but
in the
still-
Uper.
He's
Pretty
constantly
good guy.
doing shit.
He's one of the best guys I know. That's for fucking damn sure.
Yep.
And I know he watches the VODs back, so he'll watch this back. And when he does, Skyhawk, love
watches
you,
the
buddy.
VOD.
He'll go, oh shit.
Yeah, he
He's a
watches
great
the
dude.
VODs.
It's like
You-
that's
You
That's
don't. You don't watch the
that-
VODs, Drayden?
Hell no.
Do you
Never
post?
even-
Do you post
He
the
doesn't
VODs?
even post
the
the
VODs
VODs.
I
He
said,
do you
just lets
post the
them
VODs? Yeah.
no, the
die.
VODs automatically
It's-
get posted. They,
No,
No,
they
they don't.
don't.
They stay
They
for-
die. If you don't post them, they don't stay up forever.
If you don't
can't
post
post
them
them
to
forever. You can.
You post them to YouTube, brother.
Oh
He
yeah, no, I
hates
don't
this
do
shit.
that.
You really should at least post them.
Should I?
Like, yeah, so that the shows exist. Like, and you don't have to cut it or nothing. You don't have to put any effort into
I
it
gotta
at all.
upload it to YouTube. That
So
takes-
8
No,
up and
you
8 down,
don't.
Yeah,
You click
2 and 2/3
three
of a fucking
buttons.
inning.
You click
What?
3 buttons, bro.
LB
That's
knows
all
that
you gotta
service
do.
that does it for you.
Oh really?
May I
It
offer
takes
you an
3
alternative?
buttons.
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
Because I was like, the
listen to
VODs
you.
are up on Twitch for like 2 weeks, and then they disappeared. But
Yeah, then they're gone forever.
Listen to
dude.
LB.
they're not
Shut
going
up.
They're on his
forever
hard
because
drive.
they're on my hard drive. But anyway, go
Oh,
ahead,
that's
LB.
dumb.
Bro. Yeah.
There is
Welcome
a service called Restream.io that you stream your OBS to, and then it will stream Twitch and to YouTube at the same time.
Hmm.
And LB gets
your
50
YouTube
cents
is-
for everyone
I
you
don't
do.
get any. I don't get
Oh,
any.
shit. I thought you got money for it.
No,
My
they
My
don't have
YouTube's
it.
not
Because you're gonna
monetized
use-
at all.
Yeah, so
You
like
should.
it's automatically uploads to YouTube, basically.
Yeah, the only things on my YouTube, it's funny because I got like some videos from eVegas's and stuff. You know, like the music video montage things that I did. So there's some of those, and like most of those have like 100 views, 150. And then like because the funny thing is like so there was this movie called Velocipaster, super shitty B
Yes.
movie.
No, it
Um,
wasn't shitty. It was great.
Okay,
Shut
so
up.
so the funny thing is
Fucker.
like I remember watching. I didn't even finish the movie because I couldn't watch. I was like, I can't handle. It's too cringe. I can't handle it. But I
talk
watched the
shit.
first like hour of it, half hour, and when it got to the
I
Frankie,
watched most of it, but I couldn't handle it.
yeah, but when it got to the Frankie Mermaid scene, the first one, you know, where he's like, hey, Carol, like, God damn it, Carol, you know, like when he's just like, we're like, you are the real money, you know, like that scene.
No, No, I've never seen it, so I don't know
Well,
what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Uh,
same.
so-
I don't have any idea,
Oh wait, I thought you said you watched the movie Redline.
bro. I'm just going along with you. Tell your story.
Okay, so
Sure.
anyway, it
Don't-
was
don't
a
try to
hilarious
involve us in the
scene. It was
story,
this
just keep
hilarious
telling
scene
it.
where the guy did it's a pimp named Frankie Mermaid.
Oh God,
And
like a pimp named
so
Slipback?
Carol is the prostitute, and she comes up. She's like, "What's up, Daddy? Oh, I'm hot and ready to
What's-
trot where you want me
what's
tonight,"
Slipback?
or whatever. And he's just like,
No.
he's like, "Carol, slap! God damn it, Carol! How many times I gotta tell you not to challenge or tell me what to do? Now, where are you going tonight?" She's like, "The park." He's like, "Yeah, that's right, the park, because the
Is
park
that
is
his
where the real
money,
money
bitch?
is, and you are the real money." It's just a stupid scene, and he's like, "What is
It's
my
called
name?"
what's it called? Velocipastor? What's it called?
Like Velociraptor, but Velocipastor. It's a
I'm
pastor,
looking it up right
a
now.
priest pastor, who finds out he
dinosaur.
develops a power to change into a Velociraptor, a dinosaur, and he goes to China and teams up with the prostitute to fight ninjas. Because that's what you do. That's
Of course. Why wouldn't
Fuck
you?
yeah, you
What
do.
is this movie?
It's
a
on Tubi?
It's
It's
a
on Tubi
horrible,
for free.
It's an intentional shitty B movie that knows what
B?
it's doing.
No.
There.
No. C.
Yeah.
D12 means no.
E.
But and it's one of those things where like his parents die and like the scene where his parents die, the car
Because
blows
of
up,
course they do.
but they don't have the special effects to actually blow up a car, so it just like you just hear an explosion and then it transfers to the scene where it's just a text box saying "car on fire," like like it knows what it's doing as a movie, but. And then it's like the scene where he's like, "What's my name?" She's like, "It's Frankie
It
Mermaid."
knows
He's like,
what it's doing as a movie? I don't know if that's
and
true.
he's like, why do they call me Frankie Mermaid? And she's like, "Speak up, goddammit, or I'll give you the boot, cause you're swimming in bitches." That's fucking right. It's like, and so that scene was hilarious, and I wanted to show a friend of mine, and I was like, okay, hold on, I gotta show you this. And I went on YouTube. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no Frankie Mermaid scene. No one's uploaded this? That's fucking ridiculous. Like, okay, hold on. So I went home that night, clipped it, uploaded it, and then showed it to him. And apparently everyone started searching for Frankie Mermaid. And so now that video, it's like all my videos on my channel have like 50, 100 views. And then that one video has got like 40,000 views or some
Nice.
shit.
That's
Because apparently it's like, it was like for a long time, it was the only Frankie Mermaid video. And everyone that wanted to show that thing, it was like, oh yeah, it's Frankie Mermaid. So,
That's crazy.
and I just
But yeah,
like,
no,
I don't
you
even
should
bother.
you should definitely have like an Open Comms YouTube
I
channel
should,
because you talk
yeah.
about like people actually care what you think. Believe it or not, people listen and
Well, they
you know,
laugh. They
care.
laugh, but they don't care.
Well, they care. They care.
They don't
too.
listen in
You never know. You
You
know
don't.
that's
You're right,
the
you don't.
idea.
You're
You
right.
never know. It's
I feel
always
bad if they're listening
possible.
to me, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, same. But
I
it's
advertise
always
this show, but I
possible.
never recommend it.
Oh, I do all the
That's
time.
that's
everybody.
that's stupid.
Not to my real life friends.
That's just the
to you
distinction.
friends.
I advertise it to my alliance and my corp, but I don't tell it. Like, are people like, "Oh yeah, is that worth watching?" I'm like, "No, not really," but like, it's going on if you want to come.
It's well worth watching. I don't know what you're talking
We
about.
have some
It's
good
a great-
episodes here and there.
It's a great show, and we have good episodes as like a good episode.
We
of a
have
medical
fun.
condition.
Oh, I scrolled right to that fucking scene. That's hilarious. Where do you want me tonight?
I consider this to be like going to a bar on Friday nights and hanging out with my friends and talking some Eve shit and some other bullshit and getting drunk, and then I go home.
Yeah. Speaking of other bullshit, there's an actor that I think is undervalued. It's Sam Rockwell. What do you guys think?
He's not undervalued.
I
He's,
don't know, he's
Are you
amazing.
kidding
he's
me?
amazing.
Don't know who that is, so probably
He's
undervalued.
Me neither.
amazing. What are you talking about?
See?
Moon is one of the best movies
Half
ever
and
made.
half.
Moon's phenomenal.
Half and half.
Well,
half people.
The
don't
Way
know who
Back
he
was
is.
really good. He was really good in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. He was
Yes.
really good in The Green Mile. He might have got an Oscar. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. So
Did he for
was,
that?
he was saying undervalued. So the fact that if you guys are saying, "Oh no, he's great," but if no one knows who he is, then that means undervalued. So
You
I
guys
don't think,
don't
he,
know
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
he's
actors,
undervalued. I
that's
think
all I
he's.
mean.
I think he has won an Oscar, hasn't he?
I feel like he's thinking
Or he's been
underrated.
nominated at least. Yeah.
An Oscar?
underrated. Undervalued is
Nominated?
similar.
I don't know.
Underrated,
phenomenal actor.
maybe? I don't know. Yeah, he's a phenomenal actor, and I don't think people give him enough credit for how good he is.
Maybe
I
I
don't
know.
think people talk shit about him, do they?
It's because
Yeah, I've never heard-
he always play well. it's not-
Academy Award for Best
it's
Supporting
not
Actor.
about- it's not about talking shit. It's about not talking about him enough.
He's not in a
Like-
shitload of stuff. I think he's just discerning with his role.
I am giving Sam Rockwell some hype right now, is what I'm trying to do.
Shots for Sam Rockwell.
Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, 2018.
But see, he's always
You
a
can't call him
supporting
as
actor.
you can't call
What
him an
was it for?
underrated.
He's almost never the main character, which is sad because he's such a good actor. That's what I'm saying.
That's okay. Some
Fair.
people aren't leading men.
But he is a leading man. He was in
He-
that
he
movie
was-
with
he was-
Anna Kendrick, where he played a spy, and they were like running around. I forget what it's called now.
I
But
think
It
his
must
most-
have been real good.
It was
I think
so
his
good.
most known movie is Green Mile, where he played a
And I think
real
that's
piece
what he
of shit.
got the award for,
But he
yeah.
played it real well.
What
he
are you
was
playing
like-
Green Mile?
He
The
was like,
dickhead, the jerk,
yeah,
The
he was
jerk. Okay.
he was another cellmate that was
the
like real
crazy,
fucked
the
up.
crazy jerk. Yeah.
Oh, the crazy jerk. Okay.
I mean, if you saw it,
I don't
you
know
knew.
his name. Yeah.
He was also really good in the way back, but a lot of people didn't see that. I think it didn't make a big splash.
Yeah, unfortunately, because
The
it's a
green
great
the green
film.
is that the guy that like intentionally left the sponge dry?
Oh my god.
No,
You're right.
no. He's
Yeah.
now he's one
No,
of the
that
don't-
wasn't him.
We don't
That's
even
not him.
have to talk about Sam Rockwell.
That's a
'cause
good actor, too.
Valamir's right. He's never gonna see this. He's never gonna know what I said about him
Oh, that's
Why?
okay.
because he's never gonna see it.
I really liked
What
Moon.
if I link it to him? What if I tweeted at him?
I didn't know he was in
I
Jojo
mean,
Rabbit, but I've
Yeah,
been
what if
meaning
we
to
add
see that.
him with the Twitch link?
Good
He's
luck.
pretty cool. He'd
So
probably-
Sam
he'd probably-
Rockwell won for playing George W. Bush in Vice.
What if we add
Probably. Honestly, it'd
Freeman with the
probably
Twitch
take
link.
it'd probably take longer than 2 weeks for them to look at it, and since you don't save the fucking VODs, there'd be nothing for them to see.
fair.
So
I do save the VODs. They're just on an external hard
on your
drive
hard
down here.
drive?
Yeah.
hello, who can see the shit on your hard drive? Numbnuts.
I should
That's
probably
right, it's just
upload all.
you.
What if I uploaded like the last 2 years of Open Comms onto YouTube? And it's
Think
just,
you
What if
should?
you just started uploading?
But you start
it?
your own server.
just like
What if tomorrow-
upload a terabyte of video onto YouTube?
What if tomorrow I just hit you up and show you the easiest way ever to upload your shit to YouTube?
Yeah, if there's an automated way, I'm down to do that. I just never.
It's not automated. It's just so basically what it is you
You
go
have to put
into
effort
the,
into it. Yeah.
you go into the
fine
video
with doing that, though.
producer. You go into the video producer of your channel and you click export and you click OK and then it automatically uploads it.
Oh,
And then you just have to change the title or description and shit like that. You can do it all from Twitch too. It's
Yeah,
really
well,
easy. I'll show you
I-
tomorrow.
yeah, I'll do that. I didn't know that existed. So
does.
sure. And it's not that I was opposed to putting it on YouTube. I just never really thought about it. So
Oh, he was in
Yeah.
Iron Man 2. I forgot. He's fucking Justin Hammer. That's
See,
really-
ever since
He was
you
in
gave me the-
Matchstick Men,
the
he was
pink,
in-
the pink title. I'm
Galaxy
I'm trying to
Quest.
help.
Hell yeah.
Galaxy
Trying to
Quest, yeah.
who's
He's
in
been in a lot of
Galaxy
good
Quest?
stuff.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah,
I'm
Rockwell.
thinking.
One of the friggin' one.
I'm thinking the
Yeah,
Marvel.
Sam Rockwell was the one who
scene.
screamed, and that's what brought it up. Is that I saw a TikTok of that scene in Galaxy Quest where they were being probed. It seemed by the squid people, and they
Okay.
forgot to turn their appearance modifiers off. Or
No one's
on.
ready, Val.
What?
Eh.
What movie are you talking about, Redline? I want to see it.
Galaxy Quest
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
with Tim Allen and
I wasn't paying
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's a good
Oh,
movie.
that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot it's Sigourney Weaver. I haven't seen
Alan
that movie.
Rickman.
And
I haven't
Alan
s-
Rickman.
I haven't
yes,
seen that
R.I.P.
movie
Shots
in
for Alan Rickman,
forever.
by the
Dude,
way.
shots for
Also,
Alan Rickman.
Seven
Question,
Psychopaths. I forgot he was in that too.
is
Dude, I loved his
what's his name? Is Tim Curry still alive?
I believe so.
Hey Google.
Some of the guy from
No,
Rocky Horror?
Is
don't
Tim
ask
Curry
Google,
still
don't ask
alive?
Google. Don't ask Google. Do not let Google answer. Do not let Google answer.
It's too late.
He is.
Here's what I found.
Fuck. No,
Here's
don't
what I
let it
found.
answer. Don't let it tell
She
us.
just said, "Here's what I found."
It's
I'm gonna click on
important.
it. It's a YouTube video.
Don't-
I'm not clicking on that.
Don't click on it. Don't click on it. It's
Oh, it
important.
was-
I think it's a Mandela effect. Because
Today,
I
not
am
tomorrow,
Oh my
not
god.
next week.
It's
Tim Curry's
Kamala
still alive, I
Harris.
guarantee
I was fairly certain that Tim Curry had passed away.
You were.
But apparently he didn't. So I think I'm from a different timeline. So like shouts to my alternate timeline friends.
I was doing a
they're
shot. Who were we
making
doing a
it-
shot to? Alan Rickman. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I was just doing
Yeah.
shouts.
I
not
loved.
shots.
I mean, I actually liked Alan Rickman's everything. I mean, obviously, Die
Harry
Hard was
Potter.
really good.
Do you
Harry
want to
Potter.
find?
Snape was really
Twilight.
good. Also, I loved the Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Fucking nailed that one.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Depressed
Dunstan
robot.
checks in. Come on, guys.
There's a movie called
I-
Closet Land with Alan Rickman. It's just
Was
him
he in
and one other
Dogma?
actress,
Yeah.
It's
I haven't
fucking
seen Dogma
fantastic
forever.
movie. Closet
In
Land. find it.
Closets?
Closet Land. I haven't seen that.
It's fucking
I've
awesome.
seen Dogma like probably twice, but I don't think I've watched Dogma since I was in high school.
he's in that, yeah.
So yeah, I guess he's in that, but I don't remember what he played in that. But
He was an
Yeah.
angel or
He's
something.
an
wasn't he?
angel, yeah.
Was he?
He was like real deadpan and like, whatever.
I mean,
bummer of an
he's-
angel.
He's
He was-
Metatron. Doesn't he play Metatron?
I don't-
He's like the voice of God.
American.
Oh, that is right. He something like that.
Metatron,
Average
that's his name.
American Steve.
Because God, it turns out to be Alanis Morissette, didn't it?
Yes, yeah.
That's right.
No.
Oh man,
What?
Alanis
Jagged,
Morissette.
Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah, dude. Man, the '90s movies were wild. Wait, was Dogma '90s or is it early 2000s?
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it
Late
was like,
90s,
I think it was
early
late 90s. I think it was
2000s.
late 90s, but
Dude,
Yeah.
Kevin Smith got a lot of talent for that movie. I read an article about like
Yeah.
how he was like juggling, keeping all that under control because there was so much talent in that movie.
like that was back in the day where it's like you had Kevin Smith, but also because that had Jay and Silent Bob in it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I
all
mean,
of this.
and then you had Ben Affleck and Matt
No,
Damon.
no.
Those two were like a pair in like everything for a while.
Yep.
Was like their real
Uh,
life friends or something, yeah.
got Jason Lee.
Exactly. Imagine.
Jason Lee was
Yeah,
in a
I-
bunch of his shit.
I love
And
that. It's
Matt
like,
Fleck.
wait, how am I supposed to instill fear in the hearts of the wicked with this goddamn little thing? Dogma was
What
so
did radio
good.
link? Hold on, I gotta look at it.
Yeah, Dogma was very.
Yeah.
It's not the size of the thing, it's how you use it. That's what everyone
Yeah,
says.
behold the Metatron. There you go. Yeah.
Just know you're not
We
alone.
did Valamir. Yes.
Jason Lee is Jason. That's Jay, right?
Oh my god, it's Jason.
No,
Bourne.
Jason Lee's the.
He's
He's
the guy
like
from
Brody
Mall-
or whatever
Mallrats.
is his name in
Yeah.
that. Yeah, he recurs in a lot of the movies. He was also in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and some others.
He
Jason
wasn't
Lee is
in
the same
Clerks,
guy
right?
from.
He was in
from
this
My Name Is Earl.
Clerks 2 in Mallrats,
I didn't
right?
see My Name Is Earl.
Yeah, you're
I
probably
didn't,
right.
I
I don't
didn't
think
see
he was in all
Mallrats or My Name Is Earl.
Mallrats was pretty pivotal.
My name's Earl is fantastic.
Pivotal?
I know Jason. Oh, that guy. Yeah,
Pivotal?
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I know Jason Lee.
An interesting word to describe.
Oh yeah, I have seen. Okay, I have seen My Name Is
Something
Earl, but
called
not
Mallrats.
often. But that's right. He was also in
Mallrats is fucking funny.
Alvin.
You
don't even
had
know
sex
that. I
in
don't even know
a
what
very
it is.
uncomfortable place? You mean like a Volkswagen?
A Volkswagen? A bus? A van?
That's from Mallrats. He's
It's
like,
just lost.
what's
on
this
this guy.
mean? Yeah.
It's
Never mind.
not lost. I'm trying to find it.
Just go
Help
watch Mallrats.
me.
Oh,
I
Dave.
can't.
Oh,
We're
that's
doing a
dude,
show
look at
right
all these
now.
old actors that were like,
can do
dude,
anything
I
you
grew up
put your
with
mind to,
David
Red Line, I
Cross.
believe in you.
David Cross is another one that was really.
Oh,
good.
he's
Oh, he's so fucking funny.
fucking love David.
He's
Cross.
actually in the new season of Umbrella Academy.
Oh
Oh,
really?
is he?
Yeah, so is the guy who's Ron Swanson from the I don't know his real name. He's
Nick
famous-
Offer.
Yeah, he's in it. It's pretty good.
David Cross does a ton of stuff with old Better Call Saul. What's his name?
Yeah, Obendirk or
Bob
Obendyke.
Odenkirk. Bob Odenkirk.
Odenkirk,
Those
yeah.
guys are
Hey,
thick as Steve.
And they're fucking hilarious together.
They
So
work
funny.
well together.
Yeah.
They do a
It's
lot
like-
of like improv shit.
I think the first. Well, no, I don't think it's the first time because David Cross wasn't he in James Silent Bob Strike Back?
Holy shit.
The Cross. I don't know. Eden Super
Oh, he might not be.
is awesome.
I
isn't it?
think the
Fucking
first time I
Big
saw him
Tuna.
was in Men in Black. He was like the mortician guy.
Was he?
Don't
Kept
don't
sla-
do
he kept,
that.
He kept slapping the
keeps-
flies.
yeah,
He's like,
he gets broken
don't
in
do
half,
that. He's
yeah.
like, do what? Slap.
Don't
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember.
Arrested Development, obviously, but I can't think of very many other things. He pops up here and there. Talk about somebody
His
who's never a
stand-up is
leading man.
funny, Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's super funny. He's very smart comic.
The Velocipaster, probably
Vel-
the greatest scene ever made. 8
Yeah.
minutes 56 seconds into the movie. Hell yeah.
Is that that's the Frankie Mermaid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you found
Sorry,
that clip?
it's 9 minutes and 5 seconds. My
Yeah,
bad,
that's the thing that I put up. Yeah, it's a funny as fuck scene. It's funny because it was like it got a bunch of views for a while, and then like people were commenting on it, and then like, it died off, and then like there wasn't anything for
101,000
like
views.
there wasn't anything for like a year or two, and then like recently,
years
like,
ago.
it was like
Oh, this
like,
isn't trade.
well, I was saying like it was like a few months ago, all of a sudden like people started commenting on that video again, and like so I get pop-ups like this person commented in a video. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, the Velocipaster. Okay, yeah. So
That's crazy. Your video about the movie probably has more views than the movie itself.
Well, this is somebody else's
doubt
channel.
that. I feel like the movie probably had more views than that. It's got like 34,000 views ish, give or take, on my channel. But
Really, you said it had 4 million views.
no, I think I said like
34 million
35 to
views.
40,000,
You
but
said
I
it
think
had
it's more like 30.
34
You said
million
30 something
views.
thousand, I think.
He
I have
said
to look.
million.
Let me look.
thought
What's
It's
you
it got?
101,000 from the movie itself. Yeah.
We thought you went viral, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
No,
looking
it
up-
wasn't viral, but I'm
yeah.
saying, and the funny thing is, like, now there's been 3 or 4 other posts of the same scene on YouTube, but they have less views because mine had the most views
Oh, I
to
linked the
begin
whole
with,
movie.
and
Yeah.
so now
Yours
mine's
is
the
the
one that
original.
shows up first.
Most
and
people
so,
won't watch the whole movie. Yeah.
yeah, the movie was rough because when it shows the guy in dinosaur form, you know, like the test dinosaur, like the inflatable, like test dinosaur, like T-Rex, like shitty costume thing.
Yeah.
That is the special effect they use when he's in Velociraptor mode.
You know what?
It's just
Can
a
I
dude
just-
in the inflatable
Can I
T-Rex
just say something
thing.
out loud
Yeah.
real quick?
No,
I'm really
maybe.
glad that we didn't wait for Radicos for us to make
course.
our tier list.
That's right.
Just saying.
No shit. Yeah,
I
good
felt great
point.
at the beginning, not to even have.
I
Much.
had
He
a
does not.
feeling.
He cannot be upset at us.
Like, how dare you come for
How
us for not
dare
waiting
he?
for you?
Right.
and you
Well,
don't
and
even
that's the thing.
show
It's
up.
like I. That's why I was okay doing it because
toxic.
last week he was gonna come on. He said that he was gonna come on last week when they were done with practice at the end, which would have been the quote end of the main
Talk
show.
about
but,
practice.
but like then it was like we
Not the
we
game.
did like an hour and a half of After Dark and he never showed up. So it's like, okay, well, Radicos isn't coming. So that's the thing. Is like they had practice. That's great. If they're going longer in practice because it's longer, that's cool. And yes, they have
Radical's
they
not
have
in
the
our
they have the
channel?
tournament. They have the tournament tomorrow, so they have to do it. But it's like so I don't.
That's true. It is tomorrow.
It is literally tomorrow morning.
no, he said he'd be here.
He
But
did say.
Well, he said he would be here last week too, and he didn't. So
But tell him he's a liar. That's my point. He's a
So my
liar.
thing- my
We
thing
can't
is-
listen to him.
yeah.
my
We
thing,
can't trust
is,
him.
it's like I
Radicals,
don't want
you
to
let me
sit
down, man.
here for like 2 hours after the end of the show
I would have.
waiting for us to do a tier list.
Well, we
that
are,
could take
actually.
an hour and a half after that. So
We spent a lot of time on that tier
Still
list.
doing it.
like I'm totally down. Like let's do the tier list. Let's break it down because that's fun. And then if
Break
he
it
wants to
down.
come in and critique
It was fun.
and we can go over his,
we did it.
why he thinks our
We
picks
did do
on
it.
certain teams
I'm
are
proud
bad.
of
And,
us.
like
We focused on
yeah,
that
we
real
did do
hard.
that. Yeah.
You know he's listening to this right now. He's all pissed. He's like,
Nobody can
"Motherfucker's
take that
talking
away
shit
from
about
So,
me."
so
I hope
no, I
either
would
that or
love
I hope
him.
he
I would love
listens
for
to
him
the
to come
pod, the
on,
cunt.
and I would love for him to come on and like go over
Bitch, I would
his
Love him to
revisions
come
of
on
our
and
tier
eat my
list.
ass.
But
I think he's scared.
I didn't want to wait until he maybe showed up. So
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Dad went for smokes or something, and
yeah,
Never
like,
came
he,
home.
he was,
Never
he was
came home.
like it's like team practice, get a
1924.
carton of milk, and then he's gonna come back and do the tier list, and then
I don't think he knows how to do it. That's why he was not coming.
he's just gonna
Ooh.
convince us of things that aren't gonna become a reality. That's all that's gonna happen.
Right, he's gonna gaslight us. My team is gonna win a match.
You
sure.
watch.
I
Take
would have
that
put
whole
them
You
higher.
guys should all change your fucking.
I would
votes.
have put plug and play higher than we gave him what B tier. I would have put him in A tier, but
You too, Valimar. Good night, buddy.
They haven't
I
heard
would
see you,
put them in
Val.
the mouse.
Have a good night, man. Also, Val, if you want to watch
I'll
the
be
AT
quiet
tomorrow,
also.
again, we're watching the AT in the Discord, and we're all gonna hang out in the Discord. So anyone that wants to come and hang out in the Open Comms Discord and just chat and shit thing up.
I'm supposed to be at the
so
Swallowing
1600
Sparrow at 11
So
o'clock.
1600 is the
tomorrow
first match. The stream starts
Oh,
at
you're
1500 Eve
morning,
time.
so Swallowing Sparrow.
But Val, do you have the Open Comms Discord? Are you in there?
Surely.
Anybody
think it
who's
might be.
anybody is in the open
If
comms.
not, if
it's
I-
pretty much open to everybody.
Okay, if not, then I
Yeah,
can get you
Open
invite.
comms,
Hold on,
the fuck?
let me-
It's open comms. Of course he's in the open comms Discord.
There you go, Valimar. There's your open comms.
Oh, real time? I don't know which time zone you're in.
What
I
time?
do.
Dude,
I
you
know
want to
what
go ahead and
time
click on
zone I'm
mine
in.
first because mine better than
I'm
yours.
in Eastern time
Yeah.
zone.
What time?
East.
Are you Mountain Time, Val?
He's a mountain man.
Okay, so Mountain. That's gonna be.
You growl at people.
Canada.
Fuck.
Valimar.
What, so it's what
Basically Canada,
1500.
isn't
I'm
it?
minus I don't know if I'm -7 or -8 right now. I feel like
1
I'm
hour
minus,
difference for him to you.
You do
Yeah,
I know it's 1 hour
daylight
difference, but
savings
I don't because the daylight savings fucks it up.
I
'cause, like,
do super daylight
half
savings
the year
time.
I'm
I
-7
do
for
double.
UTC,
You do
and half the
double?
year I'm
Yep.
-8. I don't know what it is, but
double daylight savings.
Double daylight
time?
savings time. Double D.
How?
I just
What
do it
How?
myself. I said fuck it. It's 5
Well,
o'clock now.
don't people tell you you're
Clocks
late or
will say
early?
anytime you put on them, Redline, you have a lot of power in this.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
you don't try to tell me what I fucking think.
so Val, it's
I'm not. I'm just trying to clarify what you think for the viewers because it doesn't make any sense.
What does it matter if it's 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock? Does it
It's
matter?
just it does, yeah. What if
Time
you're
is
late?
an illusion, and lunchtime doubly so.
But we
for
live in
sure.
a society.
I don't go places that
Speak
close.
for
What
yourself.
do you mean? I don't live in society. What are you talking about?
You do live in a society.
There's nothing but
No,
Neanderthals
Drayden, this is
around me.
important. These guys don't think we live in a society, and that's a
You
big
can't prove
deal.
we
I live outside the society.
You don't
okay.
live
So
outside
so
the
minus
society.
Fringes.
it's -7 right now. Is
LB
my,
lives
I
outside
looked
the
up- I
environment.
looked up
It's
UTC.
-7. It's like 80 degrees here still.
No.
I'm on the fringe of
talking
the
about the
society.
The fuck is it
temperature.
minus
So
seven?
-7.
On the fringe? You
So you're
can't.
gonna
You
be
live in the
-6
society.
Val. So Val.
Which
fucking get it.
society?
If you saw the
there's
clothes that I
only
wore,
one.
you would know.
So yeah,
No,
so
there's
Val,
only one
the stream
fucking
starts
society.
at 9 a.m. for you. The first match should be at 10 a.m. for you. Your time.
How
So if you, but yeah, we're gonna be in the Open Comms Discord, hanging out in the voice channel, watching the
Why can't you, Valamir? Why can't you do both?
Yeah,
Nothing but-
watching
that's
the stream
Dude,
and
your
just we're
Discord
just gonna be
admin absolute
chatting and
fucking-
having fun. So if you want to hang
fucking
out,
idiot
you are
in
more than
Twitch
welcome to swing by.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in twat chat.
Twat chat.
Twat chat.
You don't need more than one monitor, Val.
Can you gamble
It's- We're
twat points
basically
there?
we're just gonna
Do
be
twat points?
watching
Oh,
Twitch, and then you just need to have the voice.
Don't want to be an Uber.
Yeah, you
twat,
could you
right?
could minimize the
Oh.
Discord. You don't have to see the Discord. We're just gonna be talking on Discord. We're gonna be watching.
Yeah, we're not gonna look at each
We're
other.
gonna
So
watch CCP.
speaking-
Yeah, we're not gonna stream
Yeah,
anything.
I want to look at you. I can't.
Yeah,
look
we're,
at you.
we're not gonna stream
Taking a
anything. We're just
picture
gonna
right now.
watch
I'm looking
CCP
at this.
stream and talk in Discord is all. So
That's ridiculous.
So speaking of gambling, was the reason they removed gambling because of you can buy Plex for money and basically you can buy.
I
ISK
think
for
it was
Plex?
around the same time as all the casinos.
we can always do a
fallout.
voice chat too, Val.
Well,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
But
But
it
why
wasn't.
was
It had to be
banned?
somebody's a country changed their
Because
law,
they
didn't they?
thought it was controversial and they
Yeah,
wanted
see,
to
Val?
introduce
Yeah,
their
so a country
gambling.
changed
after
its
the
laws. Yeah.
after the Counter Strike fucking loot box
Oh yeah, that
fiascos, right? And then the
that made the
this
EU a
war,
questionable
this
business.
casino fucking word turned it into like gambling for children, right? And then like, can you put
And
real
then-
money into it? Yes, you can. So like they got
Yeah, you want to gamble for children, and then you put them in a fucking sweatshop if you win them.
No,
we
but you
we
don't-
should. be
Can
able
you
to-
Gambling.
bet it? Yes, we can.
The children yearn for the mind.
The
They do.
They do,
gambling
they do.
services should be forced to regulate that themselves,
Love to be able to
and
gamble
and
for
the
children.
parents of the
I'd
children
gamble my children.
that
away.
could be involved in gambling should be
Here's the deal.
regulating that activity.
Gambling
Why
is
take
fun,
it away from
and
the
it's
rest of
awful.
us?
And I hate that it's taken over like every sport now because
I
it's just
agree.
so in your
Yeah.
face. And it's like, God damn it, the people who want to do it are gonna do it. Like, leave it out of the fucking forefront of everything.
Everybody's gonna do it. It's fun.
but money.
Not everybody's gonna do it.
Everybody.
But there's a lot of money on the table.
I've gone.
so
to,
they're
I've gone
they're
to
gonna
East
shove
Vegas
it down our
5
throats
times
now.
and not gambled a single penny. So now
Yeah, a lot of
everybody
people
does
don't gamble.
it. I don't gamble. I just don't do it.
Man,
And
I
that's
took a
fine. The
gamble
people who
going
want
East
to, let them
Vegas.
fucking do it. But
Like,
like,
no,
it
I
doesn't
don't want
need
to stop
be-
you from gambling for sure. Yeah, I don't care. You can gamble.
I don't
all you
want to
want.
watch a pregame for a like a football game, and they'd be like, "Let's talk about the spread," and be like, "No, I want to hear you talking about fucking players and analysis and shit, not like
yeah, if we're talking about spread, I'm talking
gambling
about
odds and stuff,
leg
like,
spread.
fuck off.
That's all. I'm talking about.
Ladies.
that's right."
Ladies leg spread. Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yikes.
about.
What's up, Kale?
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Deep, deep, deep,
So-
deep, deep,
Kale.
Listen,
deep, deep,
uh,
drip,
Come on, baby.
deep drip.
I'm going fishing in the morning, so I'm going.
What time?
7 a.m.
That's not
Hey,
Well, I
bad.
gotta be at
that's
the boat
so
launch. I'm gonna be at the
early.
boat launch at 7 a.m.
That's
Well,
so
that's
Are
what
you
I'm
going
fishing.
with your
I gotta be-
weapons of
Dude.
mass destruction, buddy?
Wait. Why?
That's
Why?
correct.
Why,
No,
do the, why
one
do
of
the
my-
fish
one of my
wake up
buddies
early?
went.
Okay.
Oh,
Fish
man.
wake up early because they're
They're-
fish, you dumb fuck.
If you're
Whoa,
going to
no,
7,
no,
you've already
no,
missed all the
fuck
prime
no.
fishing time anyway.
I'm sorry, that
Listen,
was
this
really
guy being
mean.
so mean,
Really
yeah, that's-
hostile.
Before I leave and before your fucking guy gets here, Rayo, with the fucking
He's not
video
coming.
pics,
Radicos.
He's not fucking coming with the
no
volcano.
one
volcano
from
friend.
that F tier leaves. That's it. They're in.
I can't move
Don't
him.
let him. Don't let them
Lock them in.
They're locked
Oh,
in.
he's not
F tiers
coming.
on lock.
Wait, whoa.
What?
Looks like
Oh, I'm on
practice.
board. Hey, what's
practice
going,
is
Kale?
over.
He's
So where the
not
hell is
coming.
he at?
over,
And what the
bitch.
fuck's he doing?
He's not
November's
coming.
coming.
No,
November's coming? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that.
November
he
can
said
help.
He does
he-
what he says.
November's reliable
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do what he
Yeah,
says.
and a great guy.
Yeah, November said practice is all
Just a
done. No
great
hurt.
guy.
I was like, hey, I hope
No
it hurt his
injuries or
feelings.
anything during
But
practice?
he's like, no hurt feelings. He's like, let me put my headphones on. So November's
Pete
coming on.
Casino was a long time ago, Miller.
My feelings are in fact hurt.
But I'm
How hurt?
I'm so hurt.
Yeah,
Like
there he
super
is.
hurt?
Hello, November.
Who that is?
hello.
See? He says he comes and he comes.
Wait,
Whoa.
Not literally. Well, yeah,
I'm gonna
literally.
come.
hold on.
Do not come.
Sorry. I don't know
Hold
how
on.
that
I might have to turn November up.
Hello.
Hey,
oh no,
November.
November.
okay, that's better.
How do I switch my camera back on? Gosh.
You push the camera
you
on
gotta push
button.
the camera, but my camera fucks up. I have to unplug and plug my camera back in every time I want to activate it. It's-
Where's the share your screen? There we go. I found it. Found it.
There we go. How was the practice? You are not.
It was all right. You know, it was okay. I don't know like how much you guys care about internet spaceship tournament stuff, but
We talked
uh,
about it for about 3 hours tonight, so we
Yeah,
care.
we've
I
talked about
will
it the whole time.
okay.
Nah,
I will
I
say
love
that
AT.
I will say that it's very challenging in the current in this day and age. Like I'm a small brain. I'm not a big brain. So like
It's not true. I've met you. You've got a big brain.
comps and stuff like that are super fucking hard because I have no idea what's going on. You're only allowed 2 bands, and you know
There's only
back in the old days
Who's
when I was like
He's selling himself short here. He's a fucking bullshit.
Whoa.
Muted.
November, you cut out your
Muted?
mic muted for a second. Wait, you said back in the old days, and then you got
No.
muted after that.
back in am I unmuted?
Yep. You're back on
Okay.
now.
So back in the old days, you used to be able to like ban like every single rush comp in the game used like Sleipnirs or Nightmares, and that was it, right? That was it. So you could basically just like remove an entire comp by just banning those. But nowadays, there's like 80,000 ships that do exactly the same thing,
Yeah.
and so it's super hard. And you know, like, what do you take? Like, what comp is good against what? Like, what is the, you know, you take something that's, suppose you have a comp that's real good against like 3 battleships, but then they don't bring 3 battleships, and then you're just fucked. You know,
You're
it's,
fucked.
yeah.
You're fucked.
it's just hard. Like, it's really difficult. So you have to find like that comp or like that core of comps that's good against the field,
Right.
which is also very hard. So anyway,
The
Yes.
the other thing though is I noticed like not just in the Anger Games this last time, but also in the AT last year as well. It feels like the preferred ban meta is just trying to ban out whatever nuding ships you can. So like the Curse, the Sentinel.
sure, but like I mean,
like,
the
those ships were like focused bans like 70% of the time. It felt like.
My takeaway is that what happens is you do your practice, like you do a bunch of practice, and then you run into something you specifically don't like, and that's what gets banned.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's my feel for it, right? Because like say, the Curse theoretically is good. Like the Curse is a theoretically good ship, but in reality, it's not good because it's a cruiser hull. It takes up a shitload of points, and it just really doesn't do very much. Like, if you're going to take a Curse, you're taking it for what reason, right? To newt shit. So instead,
Yeah.
Well,
why not
also.
why not
Sorry,
just
go
take
ahead.
an Armageddon? Like,
Yeah.
Well, you still
and
get
that-
4 bans, it's just
so,
doing
so
it
I
differently,
think
right?
Jita is saying that Curse and Seti is not banned because of news. I think he's actually right. I think the last
Tracking
couple
disruption.
tournaments, the tracking disruption was actually much more of the issue. So Jita,
Right.
you're right. Like
Sure.
so it is more of the the
But,
curse,
I mean-
and then like people did still even go down to the what's the tech one curse?
You ban the curse.
arbitrator. Like that was used.
You ban the curse. They bring arbitrators. They bring sentinels.
Yeah.
they
They
bring
bring
crucifiers.
They
like
bring
there's so many
pilgrims
other
even.
ways.
I've seen the pilgrim
yeah,
even used, even though it's like you spend a lot of points for
right.
you
There's
don't.
so
the
many other
covert
ways
ops
to
doesn't
do
mean
that
much, but-
thing. I think the one that you can mostly get away with is the Blackbird, because the Rook and the
Yeah.
Falcon are pretty average.
Well,
I
and the
feel
thing is, like, there's a lot of points, and like jams. You did see some Blackbird and see it, LB. You heading out?
Yeah.
Good night,
See you
LB.
later.
Yeah, we have
Good
have
luck,
fun
later,
fishing
man.
tomorrow.
What's up, buddy? Good luck
Yep.
with them.
Later.
I beat
Yeah,
you to it. Haha.
Yeah, I agree. Gina, the Blackbird is probably the best ECM ship because it's super low points, and
Yep.
it does.
And
It
yeah, the
doesn't have the
Falcon's not much better,
survivability
yeah.
necessarily that the Falcon does, but it's way less points. So, and the thing is, like,
Yeah, the Blackbird is absolutely the best of the like. If you're
Yeah.
going to run an ECM comp, it's that or like the Widow. But
yeah,
the problem with the Widow
but-
is
But not
you
not the
shoot
Scorpion,
Widow.
huh?
Oh, another ban.
Not the Scorpion.
Another
Cool.
ban.
Oh, it's
So you get
someone.
two
We're
bans.
doing our bans.
You
Well,
still get 4
Were
bands.
we-
You just
bot
do 2 and
posts,
2, right?
bot posts selling views.
Were we going to adjust the tier list according to
Was
Ember
Radicos coming, or is he going to
November's?
bed? Was he super
Well, I
upset?
mean,
They are. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. So I was. They're currently deep in the depths of discussing what we're gonna do tomorrow. So,
win, obviously. That's all you got to do.
Right, it's fucking simple.
well, yes, but
Yeah.
Easy
Uh,
math. It's not even girl math.
No,
The
November. Serious question. You don't like the way they're doing the bands this year, the 2 and 2 thing?
It's not that I don't like it or do like it or whatever. I'm just making the statement that these days there are so many ships that do a thing, like basically that if you want to run a comp of a specific type, it's very hard to ban out any comp
Yeah.
of a specific type, right?
Like,
Like
for sure,
you know,
but don't you
You
think the
can
way
put
they're doing
all
this
your
year is
bands
better?
towards that, and they can still bring
Where you
some.
get to see what
they
the
can
other
still bring
person's
something that
banned
does
first
that.
before
So.
you make your second decision. I think that's cool the way they're doing it, the 2 and 2.
Yeah,
gives you a little bit more
It
chance
gives
to
you
make
more
some
bands than you had in the
decisions, yeah.
past. It gives you reactive bands. I like that too because there's other games that do that. League of Legends
I get to
is
see
like
what
one
my opponent
example where
banned
you have an
before I
initial
make
set
my
of
second
bands,
decision.
and then you pick stuff, and then you have another set of bands, and you pick stuff in
Yeah.
response. So, oh, sorry, you're
I
muted again,
like that.
November.
We didn't hear a word you said. All that great content.
No,
gone.
still muted. Is your foot thing?
Oh, you're touching shit? He's touching shit.
Nope, still
When I
muted.
think about you, I touch myself.
I'm probably overthinking the band thing, but I just thought that was kind of a
No,
cool
no,
way
it's
to do
it's a good question.
Well, now he's auto filleting. He went down for something.
Oh,
I think it might be
There
the
we
foot
go.
thing, but
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
I forget. I have it bound to a keyboard key, so that's okay.
okay.
No, I was gonna say I like bands, good or bad. It's like fun. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't have as much effect as it used to.
Yeah, it's like what really I think matters is that like what you get into is like you practice against people, right? So you know what brackets you're in and you know who you're going to play. So you don't want to practice against those people. So you don't want to give up anything that you're doing, right? So you practice against other people. But that gives you a certain view of the meta, you know, like we try to have a pretty wide practice range so that we can kind of get a feel for what teams are doing. But you know, like the guys we have to play tomorrow, we've never played against them, so
Is that silence
like-
you guys are playing tomorrow?
who fucking knows what they're gonna do, you know?
Wait, who
But
you guys,
hopefully lose to you.
who are you guys playing tomorrow? You
That's
guys
right.
are playing no, not calculator. The fuck. Yeah, so you guys are playing silence. That's their name, right? It's like
You're telling us.
Unspoken
you're
Alliance
telling
is the
us.
name of the alliance, but I feel like their ticker is like silence or some shit. I can't remember.
Oh, it was the picture of the person with the finger on the lip or something.
Yeah, or maybe
Is
it's
that what you're
Hush. I
thinking
don't know.
of?
I can't remember, but
I don't know what the picture.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
y'all should do fine.
Yeah. Hey, look, we've got some comps that are strong, and you know, I feel good about our team. like, and our ability to like play the game. It's really just like there are certain things that are sometimes they're just hard counters, you know, like you make a choice. And nowadays, like this is the thing though with the bans, right? Like in the old days, when there were less ships, you could kind of get an idea maybe of what someone was trying to do based on what they were trying to ban. But nowadays that doesn't work because you're like, oh, they've banned the Loki. So it's like they don't want to be webbed. But you've got so many other fucking ships that can just like do webs from range. So it's like, I don't know anymore.
It's still kind
Yeah.
of fun though. For you got to figure too, for lesser pedigreed teams, some of that's going to throw a real monkey wrench in their lap where they're like, "Oh
Well,
god,
sure.
yeah, teams that have one
we
or
only
two
have
comps.
so much
yeah, yep.
contingency figured out and things like that." And then they
Yeah.
scramble and stuff. You know, outside of some higher tier teams, that bands really can, I think, throw
Well,
a lot of juggling into the
And,
mix.
and so
Did we get a fucking
I,
video put in? God damn, we forgot.
I
didn't we?
wonder if so I wonder if, because obviously there's, you know, a bunch of ships that have the same bonuses or close enough bonuses, but obviously the Tech 1 versions are less tanky, but they're also less points. Like, is there a point where, because like we said, the Blackbird is like the best, you know, jamming ship because, you know, it's the,
Well, I mean,
the Falcon is
it's not
squishy
only
too.
the best. It's not only the best Blackbird. It's not only the best jamming ship for the points. It's just the best one in general because,
Well, it's
like,
16 versus 28. It's a big difference.
Yeah, it's
between
But
the
then,
two.
like,
and
the
Not that-
Falcon, the
and it's
Falcon's
about as
not
good as the
super
Falcon.
tanky
Yeah.
either. It's like
right,
you
exactly.
spend the
So
extra
it's like,
points
it's
for the
just-
Falcon, but it still dies fast if they get a hold of it.
Yeah, no. I think if you're I think if you're going to take jamming ships, you should always take the Blackbird, and
Yeah.
taking one of the other ones is not very good.
And then
Yeah,
what's
use
the,
those points somewhere else where it makes a bigger difference.
What's the
Right,
what's
yeah,
the frigate
exactly.
one too? It's not the carries the
The Griffin.
The Griffin, yeah, the Griffin I know is
Or
used a
Griffin,
bit
yeah.
as a cheap.
The
It's
Griffin
like a
is-
gamble. It's like a 2 or 3 point gamble to just like maybe you get a lucky jam off on someone before it dies. But
I think that if you're going to do so, okay, here's the thing, right? Like jams, the way they work, like you're putting a lot of, so unlike basically every other thing in the game, jams are random, right?
yeah,
Like,
it's
if you're in range with damage, you're doing damage. So like you can be like, they bring arbitrators, they bring whatever, and they like tracking disrupt you and stuff, but nothing at the end of the day is stopping your battleship from driving to 2 kilometers from your target and just shooting at it, like other than it being tackled. But you know, you can still apply damage. Like running on ECMs is hoping to the Lord that you get your things. So if you're going to spend those points, you may as well spend them as cheaply as possible. So because if your Falcon's not jamming, that's twice
That's
the
a
points
lot
that
of
you would have
points
paid
that
for a
just- yeah,
Blackboard
just
that's not
wasted,
doing
yeah.
anything, right?
But I wouldn't
So-
waste the points on a Griffin,
Yeah.
honestly.
well, and that's
Cause
what you
you-
said.
'cause you don't get enough
Griffin is
jams
shit.
out of
Use
it.
a Mollis
Right.
instead because the damps you're guaranteed to get the effect.
Exactly.
If you,
Damps are-
if you damp
damps are
someone,
super
they
strong.
get damped. If you jam someone, maybe they get jammed.
Yeah,
So
right,
And
exactly.
they can still
So-
shoot you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
they
so-
should be-
Yes, it's a jams are very much like an all or nothing
it's
thing.
yeah,
like,
it's a super like just
If it
home
works, it-
run or not.
if it works, it works great. If it works fantastic. If it doesn't work, you're fucked.
yeah,
You know, like
Yeah.
you run in like,
you wasted those points. Yeah.
well, you take a jamming comp, and then you run into someone who just brings like 8 damage ships and 2 Tech 1 Logi frigates. You know, like you can't jam all of them, and they're just gonna shit out damage, and then you're just dead. So
Yeah.
you know, it's because there's like, that's the other real game that's kind of like difficult that I don't understand, is like how to, there's that thing of like what comp to take against what opponent,
Right.
you know, like, you know,
Well, the
like
thing is,
against,
you also don't even get to see what the enemy is bringing. So you have to, based on your bands and their
Yeah.
bands, guess what they might be bringing. And
this is what I
hopefully
mean though about
bring
like,
something against what you think they're bringing. But then if they bring something that is not what you thought they're bringing, and they bring something else, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, we're not. We
It's
did
like
not
if you
bring what
ever-
that they did.
I don't know how many of you have ever played Magic the Gathering.
I have,
But
yeah.
in tournament
Awful
Magic
lot.
the Gathering, there is a concept of like,
Rock paper scissors, basically.
Yeah, but like if you have an idea that all the top people are going to bring X deck, you're going to bring Y deck,
Mhm.
and that's really good against them, but it's bad against everyone else. And so you're hoping that you only play the guys with the strong stuff because you'll lose to the guys with the weak stuff. And that's kind of the decision that we're in, right? Like
Yeah.
you're trying to find a comp that is like good enough to fight everything.
Yeah.
Which
Because
is
you don't want to give away your
like
your championship one. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're trying to find that comp that's like, what can we bring against everyone and just win? But I also think that's kind of difficult. There's so much like execution, you know, like so many little decisions that you have to make, like in any given match. That like, you know, today in one of our practices, I made a terrible decision where we could have won. But I was in a battle cruiser and we were like, it was like a battle cruiser rush versus battle cruiser rush, and we were kind of like, you know, you're like teetering on the edge. But I was gonna die, and so I had to make a decision, and I told my team to shoot the other team's alligator, which was a terrible choice. They had 2 more cruisers on field, and we could have killed them instead. And then like that kills 2 ships. That's a lot of points. It also frees up a whole bunch of damage, and then you kill the alligator later. You know, like little decisions like that matter. Like in
That
split
alligator can
seconds.
tank. Yeah.
Was this
The alligator
against,
is absolutely the worst target to shoot.
was this
yeah.
against Villy's team? Because
This was against Brave this morning.
oh, okay. Because it was funny because like you and Radico showed up in chat for a second, and we're like, "What the fuck? You guys are doing the tier list?" Like, yeah, we're doing a tier list.
Oh no! I just saw the ping in Discord and turned it on.
Oh, and then but then like right after you guys showed up, Villy showed up too. So I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
wait,
really?
are you guys screaming
dog him
against?
too,
Are you
yeah.
guys screaming Horde right now, or because I thought you guys were
No.
like just all talking to each other?"
No, we practiced against Brave this morning. Yeah. So, and then we had a good one tonight.
Against
Very-
Brave.
No, against someone. I don't
Oh,
know.
Brave was just this morning. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Brave was this morning. But you know, we're as ready as we'll ever be, I think,
Mhm.
is where we're at. You know, like I'm like I said, I think that our team is good, and I believe we will make it out of our little bracket of us and whoever we have to play. Unspoken, and then on Sunday we've got Fancy Pants, which is that Horde?
We're not giving him much. Credit,
No, Horde
'cause
is Horde. Fancy Pants.
That's somebody said they were Wormhole.
Fancy.
I
what's
feel
up,
like
Jalen?
we've practiced them before.
Hey, Juliet.
Yeah, Fancy Pants. So our tier list. They put you guys a B tier. I tried to give you an A.
So,
No, but
Yeah.
Fancy Pants, I think we actually put kind of low. But we were kind of just
You got
going on like
screenshot.
past tournament experience because there's like that Eventy tool that shows all this stuff and oh, tier list I can put up here in a second. I have to use do a bio real quick, but I will be
Why don't
right
you put
back.
the tier list up? Where
You know what? That's a good idea. Let
Yeah.
me do that.
we
Yeah,
can
let's
talk about it while you're
let's
gone.
put the- now,
So are we
caveat-
going to talk
caveat
about the
real
tier
quick.
list and we're going to move them around?
Yeah, caveat with the
maybe.
Is
tier
that
list
the
is
plan?
move
Yeah.
us down, put us in
Let's
like
talk about it, and then we can move it after
It's
the good and the
overachieved.
put us
bad.
in like
Are we going to touch each other's butts? Or
yeah,
you know
we
I'm
should,
on
we
board
should
for
all
that.
we should all butt touch.
I like
put us in
But
tier Z. Make a new tier. Make an R tier for R for Radicos.
Radicos tier. I will say that so our tier list, we did skip all the teams that didn't have actual
Icons.
alliance logos.
Amazing.
Yeah, because we didn't want it because we didn't have names under each thing. So it's like having half a dozen default star logos. It's like people like, what team is this? So we did. So it's like if you didn't have an actual alliance logo, we didn't tier you.
I gotta fucking send my logo in for my alliance. I keep-
That being said, hold on. Let me add an image, and I'll put the tier up, and then I'm gonna go to.
well,
a
do you
bio.
want to
Just-
do
just
it
put-
that? Or
just do
you
great
want
red
me to
line.
put it... I mean, are we going to change it? Because I'll tell you the God honest truth. I think I lost the fucking... No, there it is.
Okay, I mean, if you want to put
Alright.
it back up, I can do that too.
Yeah.
But hurry,
I
he's
have-
gotta go to the
I have-
bathroom. Hurry.
I have the image. Well, I'm not gonna pee my
Go do
pants.
your
Like,
Well, I
I-
think you might.
No, I
I'm
gotta pee, but it's
streaming
not
it.
that bad. Like I mean, I can wait for a few minutes.
I'm streaming.
Ah, Okay, hold on. Oh wait, what the hell did I do?
What'd you do?
I'm streaming
Did
it.
something.
I didn't get it.
Team, I tried to kill an infested carrier with a polar bomber just because I had heard you could do stuff like that. And at some point, it was going fine, and then my transversal just been just wrong enough, and it just
Then it
insta
wasn't.
Just now?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, there's
Okay,
the thing. All right, I'll be
so
back.
the thing is that we might not be able to remember who some of these people are.
Just
Does
gotta
anyone still
believe.
have the list handy? I mean, we'll only talk about the people that need to be talked about, I guess. So those will be people we know who they are. So,
Yeah,
so
okay.
what do you think about this, November? Do you think this tier list looks solid or what?
Hang on, let me look. All right.
Where'd the
Hey,
list
there's a
go? How- we
guy.
had
There's
that
a
up
guy
there.
in Twitch chat saying Volta F tier with a bunch of question marks. Absolutely, Volta is subhuman. They are in F tier because there is not a lower tier, frankly.
That seems.
Who
weird.
are who's your S tier? Who are those guys? I don't know any
Odin's
teams.
Call.
Call.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Templess Cows.
Template, yeah.
Template.
yeah.
Plus,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. Those guys are pretty good. Those guys are pretty good.
It's two
Yeah.
teams that have won former tournaments and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah. I
they're
think
in
that's
the
fair.
they're podium level.
Who else have we got? Who's in B? Is that Hole Control?
So
Yep,
you got
that's
Rusty
Hull Control.
Hyenas, you got
Rusty Hyenas, yeah.
the Goggleman, Ronin Reloaded.
Yeah.
God, what's the one with the light blue? We were talking about them. I can't remember who it was.
I don't know.
I don't
Platinum
know,
sensitivity.
it looks like abstract art to me on this little thing. Obviously, there's Rote there. I don't know what is that the puppet paper numbers? Is that what that?
All
was?
right, let me find the list. Yeah, paper numbers. That's the list. All right, that's not the list.
Where the fuck did the list go? I had it just a little bit ago.
Docs.
All right, hold
Yeah.
on.
So
Platinum sensitivity. That's
Drayden, the
I found it.
hold on. I'm gonna see if because I know I'm gonna see if Gita wants to come on real quick.
why. So he can defend Volta like a chump.
like a chumpy,
Like a
like a
chump, huh?
chumperoony,
Aw.
like a chumperino, like a chumpalumpa.
He was correct.
Choompa
Gita
Loompa?
was correct about that one. It's platinum sensitivity.
I
It's not
said that.
light blue one. I didn't hear you. I apologize.
Oh,
But
that's
he also said it
bullshit.
in the chat. He said, "I'm not talking about that."
Wait.
I'm not
We didn't put
talking
Volta.
about
You
my
must have
wiener.
moved Volta because I don't think we
Oh, he
put
put
Volta.
Volta in there. Remember right from the
I
very
was like, we
beginning?
didn't put
he said he ain't
Volta in
moving
F
it?
tier.
That was
Yeah,
that was a
from
red
the
line
s-
move.
That was just being
Okay, I was like, I
second-
thought we decided
from
that
the
Volta was like
second-
B tier or something.
Keep
Volta
in mind
was
though,
at least
Cheetah, that
solid
this is the
C.
same red line who put Test, the middle
S.
management dyno,
Yeah, guys.
in S right out the gate.
Come on. It's,
We yelled
They
at
hadn't
him.
just
We yelled
they
at
hadn't
him.
earned it for
It's
shit.
just me. So yeah, you want me to put Volta in D or something like that? I mean,
B
where are they gonna
probably.
go?
Probably B.
B.
Well,
No,
B I would
C.
say B or C.
B?
No, C. Not B.
B for
C?
Volta?
C for Volta. I mean, like, they had a lot of
They're
success in the
revolting.
past, but I don't know how much success they've had recently. So like, I would say B or C.
Talking about we formed Volta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on.
Yeah,
Wait a
they're,
minute.
they're probably B. That's fair.
I thought we were looking for November to weigh in on all this.
We
Why-
are.
We already hashed
Yeah.
in on it.
I asked
my
the question and I
We
then
got
I
yelled
was
at
quiet.
by
I
Volta.
my only takeaway was that
Oh,
Init
Volta, right.
needs to go to F tier.
That-
I
that's-
tried. They wouldn't let me.
That's logical.
They told me to put them with the other
Uh,
blocks, and also LB is the only one who could send them to the F tier, and he did
Are
not.
any of the
That's not
blocks
true.
good enough to be D tier?
D is
That's-
pretty much like most of the
F
teams
is
in
just,
F.
either
Now
we hate you
Volta's
or
the
you've
one,
got
but
no
most of the
experience.
teams in F tier were
But
ones
that's-
that we looked at. It was either one, they had 0 tournament experience, or 2, they had tournament experience and were like what's the
What
A
about
team,
that?
the Arrival or whatever. They're like
Ancient.
I also
they're
should
like 0
point
and
out
4,
the
and then
average
I should point out that Frat actually won last year.
That's
so
what
mean,
I told him.
yeah. Well,
But Frat's the anomaly, not the rule.
well, but the thing is, like the
Frat is
top
the
the top 4
anomaly.
aren't on this list because they aren't. This is feeder
Well,
tier.
he's
This
saying
is-
in the block mentality, all blocks are
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
except
Yeah,
Frat
yeah,
is a
yeah.
block and won it.
oh,
last-
yeah, because I was like the top
Did
4.
they
The
know,
thing
or
is-
was
the
it?
thing is, though, is that Frat bought a team.
Yeah.
But
I
here's
know.
the thing:
I
they
mean,
got
they were-
they
that
got
was a
put
really good
there
buy,
because they got a +1
So you
For
said
winning
they Yankeed it?
They literally bought a team, dude. Like it was an esports
I mean,
team.
Remeline was leading it, and that pilot's about it.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell
Wasn't it
yeah,
Remeline?
brother.
I'm probably wrong on that name.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be making that
Remeline.
up. But
Where's
Volta
the-
and A tier, is that okay for you?
A?
Someone-
You're going so high as A?
Someone
Yeah.
give me a link to like where all the teams are so I can see.
Oh, one sec.
I did. I put that long ass link. I just
Hell yeah, Vlad. Praise Dale, raise hell, brother.
That's right.
Someone link it in chat
I
so I can
did.
see what we're. Oh, okay. So I got it.
All right, they're in chat. That's the link that'll get you to the spreadsheet, and then there's the 3 sheet links on the bottom that will. So that's the match times. But if you go to the feeder brackets, that'll just list all the teams. But
Okay. Like just based on this spreadsheet that I'm looking at right now, let's see. I'll tell you who I think is going to win from their
The
things.
feeders, essentially.
The groups.
Well, yeah, 'cause the
who
is
We
it?
who
rated
gets
them
out
all
of the
just all.
groups?
Yeah,
Who
it's,
gets-
so is it two of the 3 teams in each group moves on? What's that's the thing I'm not sure about with this because
Yes.
it's half the teams move on, but if each group has 3 teams, that means some groups can have 2 move on, some have 1 move on, right? So
No, each one gets 1 eliminated in the first round, right?
Okay.
First
Well-
round of rounds, right? The first. group.
Okay, well, the first group is pretty tough with Rusty Hyena's whole
I
control.
think
and
Rusty
taking numbers.
Hyenas.
That's
I
a-
hope
that's a
they move
tough-
on. I like
that's a
Rusty
tough group.
Hyenas. I want them to move on, but I
think Odin's. I think B Odin's and Boundary.
yeah,
Export
I think that's pretty
goes through.
easy pick.
I think Volta.
Birds of Prey and hobos.
I don't know who Birds of Prey and Hobos are, so
I think
let's-
Volta and toss up between the other 2.
let's toss a coin for them.
We'll go hobos.
Yeah,
Because
so
I like
first
them
group, I
better.
think Rusty Hyenas moves on, and probably Whole Control. I think Paper Numbers maybe doesn't move on.
Yeah, D, Arrival, and then
Brave.
Brave.
You think?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. In the next one, I think
I think Unspoken and Plug and Play.
Plug and Play goes through, and then the other 2 can figure themselves
Yeah,
out.
I feel like Fancy Pants. That was one of the teams I looked at the history, and the Fancy Pants has historically not done well in tournaments. So
Pandemic Horde. Well, F they get an automatic.
Do they, or
yeah,
does one
so
of them get
that's
screwed here?
yeah. I was like,
'Cause
so
didn't that
do
happen last
both of
year?
them move on, or
Didn't that happen to you,
I
November?
don't. Well, no. We got screwed because we all won the same amount, but we lost on points because we
Yeah, but
didn't.
because you guys didn't have 1 extra match, right?
Yeah, no. We lost on points. We
Oh, I
lost
thought
on.
somebody
yeah,
last
just
year.
match points
No,
because
we lost on the number of points we scored in the match because we all finished on the same amount.
There was one group that had somebody who bowed out and they got a bye.
That was
And-
not us.
Okay, it wasn't you, but they didn't move on because they didn't have enough
I
points
think-
to move on.
In GG group probably wrote, and then I don't know who the other 2 are, so I don't know.
Doomsday,
Same.
probably.
I would think Till Doomsday and Rote might move in GG. but,
H Minton's in Snuffed. Hello, Minton.
I think Snuff and Mitten, is that slow?
no, Minton is in Snuffed Out.
Oh yeah.
Also-
So
also
I think Snuff moves out, and then probably slow, just because the
Snuff-
ancients. I
think,
don't think it's very good, but
I think that's where a couple of the other guys from PL went to.
is
to
slow
play in,
or
to
Snuffed?
play, no, in Snuffed.
Snuffed. Okay.
So
Yeah.
went to PL.
Yeah,
so.
I think Snuffed is an easy guarantee through on that group, but that's the A thing that we have at F tier, the big A. That's the ancients. I looked at that and like they're like 0-4 or 0-5 for like AT show ups.
The next one seems a battle between Goons and Test to get out.
Tempest. And
Yeah, Templars will move
Unfortunately, I got
Templars goes forward, but like the
for sure.
like,
yeah.
it's a battle between Goons and
on.
Test.
And
to
it's funny
see
because
who
like they
gets out.
both play each other day 1 on like
I'll
what,
vote
match 9 or something
It's
like
gonna
that.
come down. Yeah. Who shows up? Yeah.
I've practiced against the Test guys before. I've also practiced
We
against the
scrimmed
Goon
with
guys
them
before.
this last
so-
week.
Yeah, so I'm like, I think Test. I don't know enough about Goons to.
Our problem is we just don't have consistency.
I'll just be biased and say I think Goons are gonna.
It's gonna be
win.
Tempest and Goons because
Essence goes through top of the next group in G.
Oh, you
Playoff
think
Essence
so?
was notable.
Oh, Yeah,
They
of
didn't
Essence,
listen.
and then
Of
like,
Essence
I mean,
goes
I know,
through top of that group.
I obviously know Initiative, but I've never heard
I-
of No Need Lose Face. I don't even think I've heard of that.
I don't know who that is. The next one I think's
Platinum
Platinum Sensitivity,
Sensitivity.
obviously.
Yeah, and
Maybe
then,
followed by
then-
Conifer.
Maybe Conifers.
Yeah, like because
If
yeah,
they show
Sons of
I think
Bane.
it's
Like
a-
I,
it's
I
a-
remember
that's a toss-up
seeing
between those
them
two.
as it was like when we were in the north, like during that deployment up in like Pure Blind and shit. I remember seeing Sons of Bane up there. I don't know how good they were, but I remember like fighting against. We would have the big fights, but it'd be mostly the other groups. But like you'd see like 4 or 5 Sons of Bane guys there in the fights. So I don't. That's not enough to like really judge
But,
on like
they helped us
how
out, so I think they're pretty good.
good they
In the next
their group
one,
is as pilots, but
In the
Slice.
next one, Russians. It also sounds like Russians, right?
Yeah, I wasn't sure who
They sound like
I
Russians.
think this is the first time they're showing up in a tournament.
I don't know who any of these people are. I mean, I know who Slice is, but
I was
like,
gonna say, hey, fuck you, bro.
yeah, like Ursa, I've seen. I feel like I've heard of. I don't know.
We're
like,
going with
but
Slice because
I-
that Gross team. Come on.
I like.
Hey,
I
don't
feel
worry,
like
November. I put us in D.
that sounds like
And
a.
you already knew. You already heard. We didn't just put everybody in.
That
F just
sounds
'cause
like
it
a
sucked.
group of like it's you guys. I feel like you guys lucked out in like a group of non-pedigree.
Nobody's.
Yeah, it's like
I'm hoping.
I don't want to
so
say
hard that
nobody's, but I'm
that's how
saying
it
it's
plays.
it's a group of non-pedigreed teams, and so you probably have a decent shot there to get through.
Ursa's Pochfin. I hope they suck. I hope it's a multi-boxer and his skills don't translate.
Wait, who's that?
Vlad's
I don't
still
know.
in chat. Okay, what
Oh,
about
Posh
what
Riff,
about where are we at? Sedition, Rage,
Sedition.
Quit, Cancel, Sub, and Try.
Try probably moves. I don't know the other
See,
two groups.
I don't know. Try anything recent. That's the problem. They used to. Be
I don't know
really
how
good
good
at
Try is, but I've never
that was
heard of the
10
other
years
two,
ago
so
or
I have
so.
no clue on the other two teams. They're.
Well,
I've
one's gonna
noticed-
quit, so then we'll move on anyway.
All right,
Yeah, that's a good point. Who knows if they'll even show up?
Yeah, they're gonna piss and just fuck off. I think
Exodus, I'm calling
Exodus-
for the next one,
yeah.
followed by Brightside.
Hey,
I
Gina.
agree.
Yeah, there should be Nest there, to be honest. Both Exodus and Blizzard.
S is
And I would,
unique. I said
yeah.
that earlier.
I would put only fleets in Esther as well. They have a lot of the.
Oh,
Oh
Odin's
yeah, because
good
that's the
roster.
hidden village, right?
Who?
Well,
Only
isn't
Fleets?
only fleets like the hidden village guys?
No.
That's
No,
what
no, no, no,
November.
no,
You
no.
told me that was those guys.
We were misinformed.
Oh,
It sounds like it. I don't know.
I told you it fucking
oh, I think
wasn't,
you're muted again,
and
November.
you didn't
Oh, sorry.
believe
Oh, there
me,
you go. Yeah.
and now
I-
you've been told
I-
again, and you believe someone else over
But
me.
who was Hidden Leaf?
See what I
wasn't
said?
here,
I
though,
thought
think.
that was
He
Hidden
let these people
Ninja.
come in and they tell them all this
Village.
stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was Hidden Village
Well,
Ninja Fleet SS in Squad Esports.
I thought that's who Only Fleets was, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh,
Yeah, you are.
oh, I was
Oh,
bummed
there you go.
because I was
So
like.
then who are they correctly?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Mimitar Fleet Alliance, probably.
Only fleets
accept your
has
fate.
some of the Odin's roster when they last had their deep run. in the
Okay, so if
80s.
they got owns guys, they're probably still pretty good then.
Only fleets.
Okay.
It's gonna be interesting to see which one of them perform, whether it's Only fleets or Odin's.
Yeah, I was bummed. I
Because,
was.
The White Squall gets its
I
first
was
win
like
ever.
voting. I was like rooting for the Only Fleets team, or the not the only. I mean the Hidden Leaf team, just because I'm like
Is White Squall which one is
White Squall is bad. You're thinking White.
which
White
one's
Flag.
I was thinking of
White
White
Flag, yeah.
Who's
White,
who's
yeah,
Sky
White
Killer
Flag is
Russian?
the solid team. White Squall is like they were in the AT
Okay.
last year and they went 0-2 off the bat
Okay,
against like mediocre teams. So White
Brave and
Squall.
snuffed out.
That's why we have White Squall in F tier.
We put them F because they lost to Brave.
Yeah,
in the first-
they're the ones on the bottom right, the googly-eyed blue green thing. That's White Squall is.
That's the best logo, though.
It's pretty
It,
good.
it looks
logo,
like the
but-
Cookie Monster because the eyes. I don't even know what it is.
But White Squall
guess it's like a
looking
crab
at the past, like I don't know if it's the same pilots, but like their
crab with a
performance in the
Band-Aid
AT
on
last
its
year
eye.
was really bad. So I put them. I suggested F tier on those.
I agreed with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, they were.
'Cause I fucking thought they'd win and I lost.
I think Hidden Leaf is the logo next to Snuff.
I'm gonna
pretty
leak some dank
That's supposed to be
information.
Ronin Reloaded or something like that, right?
Dank, let's hear the dank.
The one next to Snuff.
Oh,
There's,
The one
I
to the
don't know who
right
they
is
are.
Ronin. The one to the left is Platinum Sensitivity.
there's currently still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 8 people.
Where's Hidden Leaf? Hello.
They're not in it. That's
I
what I saw. That's what I saw in
I
November.
fucked up. I thought they were in the
Yeah, that's what I saw in November. I'm like, I'm super sad that Hidden Leaf isn't in this because
they're just
I
playing as
always
other
like
teams.
rooting for them because I love their names, and not just their names, but I like the fact that they do well. And there's also times where you would like there's been a few matches I've watched of Hidden Leaf where it did not look good for them early, but then they just pulled some really cool piloting maneuvers and just came out and won at the end. And so it's like they always feel like a team that can possibly come back from defeat. So I like watching them fly. And so I was really sad that they didn't have a team, but then November's like, oh yeah, it's only fleets. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh sweet,
okay.
they're in there. But if that's not them, I'm like, oh man, where's Hidden Leaf? Why are they?
There was a reason I
forever.
thought that. There was a reason I thought that, but I don't know what that reason is.
Yeah,
I
like
think they did change their name, but I know for sure Bassa has a team.
Yeah,
oh, okay, so they
thought
are in
that
it somewhere then.
Yeah, I don't know which
Somewhat.
name they're using.
Okay, because
Yeah.
it was like because they've always been like Hidden Leaf something,
Yep.
whatever.
One of my alliance mates mercenaries for them. I can ask him.
Okay, yeah, because I it's like I like rooting for them, and I didn't.
Oh
see
yeah,
them
it's
on,
Accept Your Fate. It's Accept Your Fate.
Oh, okay. There we go. Okay.
what group are they in?
So they just don't have a logo. I think.
How
They're
many
in G. They're in the
fucking-
G.
How many times?
broke.
Okay, so they probably so it's probably them winning.
That's gonna be
Group
a good
G,
fucking
and then
group. Yeah.
it's probably them and
Oh.
Rote. I would
Oh
guess.
wow, that group is stacked.
But I don't. Yeah, Till Doomsday is actually pretty good too, though.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good group. Yeah.
yeah, that's actually a rough group. Like,
What's the
Good for us to
best-
watch. Yeah.
What's the best group here? Like
Aye.
what's the most entertaining group? to you?
I think Group B is pretty solid because you got Odin's Call and Boundary Experts in there. Evasive
Nah.
maneuvering is probably just
I don't-
guaranteed to lose that
Yeah,
one.
You know-
that's an Odin's wash. It should be. an
Well,
easy-
Odin, but I mean, isn't like roughly two groups or two teams from each group going through, or is it
I mean, one will go through, one will
go
to
through, and
the,
then it's like a
redemption.
50-50 on. So, but I mean, like Evasive Maneuvering, I think just loses Group B, but Odin's Call and Boundary Experts are both solid teams. Odin's Call, I think, obviously wins that
The
group.
Boundary Experts team, I feel like, doesn't have. I mean, some of
Boundary
their
who?
people are. Some of their
Yeah,
people.
and that's the thing is like because the rosters changed, but like looking at past rosters that Boundary Experts had, they seem to perform decently well in a bunch of the past tournaments. But I don't know if the team is the same or
I don't know either.
especially with the mercenary thing, you can never. It's like maybe they have past success or failures, but they do way better or worse.
I just show up and fly whatever spaceship.
I think
they
the
tell
end
me
group
to.
will be fun to watch.
Yeah, the end group is that's a scary one because
Yeah.
it's gonna be Exodus of Bright Side of Death into Redemption bracket, which means it's gonna be a Trail of Tears. It's a little bit of a interesting one. Also, I hate Group A.
A.
Yeah, because Whole Control is in it.
I want.
So-
I want to watch. Hang on. Let me look at that.
Do you
Let me
think,
look at the
do you
match.
think Rusty
Oh,
Hyenas
yeah,
gets through there?
that's what I was about to say. Group I want to see when do Goons
That's
and
yeah.
Test play
There's
each
a match
other.
9. I mean,
Yeah.
whether they're good or not,
'Cause
that's gonna be fun to watch.
That's obviously
Yeah.
a death match between those two because Templars
Oh, yeah,
is
it's
going.
fun to watch.
Templars is going.
Templar's
through.
gonna wipe the fucking floor. With
Yeah,
both of them.
they're gonna win that group, but then
Yeah, but I
Goons
want
and
to watch
Test, it's-
them fight it out.
Oh,
I
for
think.
sure, yeah.
I think Test gets it.
That's
I
fine.
reckon
I
think
hope
Goons-
not, but I mean, yeah.
Goons. I don't know. I don't know who's on Goons team. Where's the Brave team?
They are.
D, Group
they're
D,
a D.
Group
Yeah,
D.
them a rival and
They're
Kitchen Seagull.
The rivals pretty good, aren't they?
That
No.
Rival's good.
honestly, like D might actually not be. I mean, they're not the best teams, but like I mean, relatively, like I
What-
wonder if they're.
All right. What
Yeah, I
time?
would say D is like same level of.
Yeah, that's what I'm
teams.
saying. Like, I mean, like they like regardless of like their how good they are compared to all the rest of the teams, but like compared to each other, Group D seems pretty evenly matched. I think.
QQ is the best one to watch. White Squall gets its first victory ever.
No.
Maybe they beat. No, here's the thing. Like,
Watch
so
him
we were
fucking
talking
get it,
about
yeah, watch
Ronan,
him beat
Ronan
everybody.
Reloaded, like, because I remember like a Ronan team in the past, but maybe that's like a Mandela effect because I started looking in the AT past and it's like there hasn't really been a Ronan There's been
Couldn't find one either.
There's
yeah.
been 2 players named Ronin something, but in the AT, but there's never been a Ronin team. But like I remember Ronin.
I think you remember
something being
Reloaded. and
good?
you're thinking Hydra.
Well,
Maybe.
but then Ronin Reloaded makes it sound like them coming back. So I don't know. Like, is Ronin Reloaded just an unknown, or are they like a team of players that are like, decent pilots that are like made a team? I don't know.
I think they're Minecraft players. Just got here.
Usha Khan is. I mean, like, yeah, they've been around forever. I don't know if
We looked them
I
up,
don't
they have
know if
not
they're
won
like
much,
super
yeah.
great, but I feel like they're kind of like, like not terrible, not great.
Experience, yeah.
You know, they're like 3.6 Ronkin team, but
Is the Minmatar Fleet Alliance? Are they
We got an F.
but are they like
gave
are they low sec faction warfare dudes?
yeah, they are.
Yeah,
We gave them an
yeah.
F because LB was LB's
Very adamant,
LB's a Garistas.
Well, and also
guy.
they're fucking with him in Pravi. Remember?
Yeah, so LB like
LB's on RNC
basically
side
used
right now.
executive privilege to just give Minmatar Fleet Alliance an F tier, but
I feel sad that Group F doesn't get their 3rd match. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
little.
I think
Yeah,
these
so
all
what
three.
do they-
and
what do
you
they
know what?
do with
They
that?
should be eliminated. Group F.
I can
gone.
just
kick 'em
Yeah,
out.
no-
I can
no-
just multi-box a team. I can just like have 10 accounts running.
yeah,
I can
Jalen,
rush.
no PL or NC teams this year.
Yeah, no, there is no PL team this year because
There's
I
a
will
horde. There's a horde team, and
I
there's
thought PL
I-
disbanded.
there's mercenaries. So we've
Un-
mercenaried.
Unfortunately,
November
I did not have the time this year to run a team. Like running a team for the Alliance tournament is
a second job.
it
It's your
involves
first job.
it involves a lot of time, and so like for the last 2 years I did it, and I very much enjoy it. But this year I just like I purchased a small business this year.
Congratulations.
And so I have spent all of my time doing that. And so I just
Right.
didn't have the time to run it. And no one else was really in a position to do it either. So there's no PL team. So the PL guys are.
What you're saying is
got
all the other
both
PL
that.
guys suck. And what do you?
No,
do?
no.
That's what he just said, right? That's what I heard.
All the other
They
PL
used to
guys
dominate it,
are
and now they can't even
spread.
show up.
Spread out.
There's- They're spread across other teams. So PL, like, there's still PL players. It's just that, no, it's like this year was tough.
They're just
for
all
us.
terrible. Is what you're saying. I get it.
I'm saying I'm terrible.
They're not
I-
proud of their flag.
not
I'm
proud
taking
anymore.
all
Yeah,
the
they're not
blame
proud,
for
yeah.
my team.
It's-
But yeah, that's why there's no PL team this year. NC, those guys, who knows? Do they undock? I don't know.
Hmm.
I guess you don't lose anything if you die on the Thunderdome server. So
yeah. It's like,
Yeah, but I mean, you
did-
can only lose so many matches before you.
Did
pull up
Lady
with-
Scarlet approve a team?
I don't know.
I just spent. You know what I did today in service of the business that I own? I spent $1,500 on Levi's jackets.
Is that for the bar?
Lovely.
It's for like I bought a jacket for each owner and all the staff and everyone who helped us to like paint. And then I got them like patches for their jackets, and it cost me
Hell
like
yeah!
$1,500.
Is that for the bar that we went to?
Yeah, it's for
Ah,
the
that's-
bar that we went to.
Hell yeah! That bar was cool.
Hey, we had a really good week last week.
Yeah, it
so-
was
It's your bar. You own it.
enough to recoup your sunglasses that you lost there.
well, I mean, they cost me $30, so yes.
Okay.
Yes. It is a bar that I am an owner. I don't own it directly. I'm one of 5 owners.
Very cool. Yeah. My sister owns a bar, but I would never do it.
It's great. It's
It's
great.
a
I love
lot of stress if that's your only income.
it. It's well, lucky for me, it's not.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But-
If it is, it's a lot of stress.
It's if you're ever in Washington State, go to Bremerton. Go to Town Portal Arcade Bar. We have a website. I'll just post in chat.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, it was
The family
it's a fun
lives
bar.
up
The,
there.
the
I haven't
pinball
done that.
machines. I kicked the shit out of the World Cup one. I kept getting goal after goal after goal, and then I went to Jurassic Park and
Regular.
Okay.
fucking-
Are
It's
we
Tur-
gonna
it
be
turns out
editing
that the pinball
this
machine
tier
wasn't
list
plugged
at
in.
all?
I think they
Yeah,
just
but hold
went through
control
the
in F.
groups and gave their thoughts on that. Is
Yeah.
kinda
Where'd you
how-
go? You weren't here.
don't
You weren't
know.
responding.
No one was talking to me. What do you mean? You were talking to the people who know
That's
what they're
never
talking
stopped you
about.
before.
No, I'm
I
just
think
saying.
we've
got
discussed
the
the groups.
screenshot,
I'm not
so
good enough
if
to. I'm
you-
not good enough to have an opinion on any teams. I just fly
That's not true.
spaceships.
I don't think that was the qualifiers we were using.
I mean, you can always have an opinion.
we
That's-
all
that's
yeah,
really
we all
hard.
weighed in on it.
My
I have a lot of
Zed's gonna be this
opinions.
weekend. Nice.
my opinion is that I can turn on my guns and shoot people with
Sometimes.
conflagration.
What an American.
Hell
What a
yeah, brother!
patriot.
Hell yeah, brother!
Yeah, they don't let me fly Logi because I tend to go and tackle
Oh,
people. So
that's right. I was gonna say my my inside info is that there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
remember.
people in the plug and play team speak discussing tomorrow's matches.
But you guys are taking it serious.
Well, we gotta win to get through. You know, we gotta
I
beat.
believe it.
You get in, you're right,
I
yeah.
want good
who do
things
we
for
have
you.
to beat?
Yeah,
you
we
guys
won't
play.
qualify this year.
You guys play silence first.
Unspoken,
Unspoken, yeah.
first.
You're
Don't
gonna
you guys
clap.
have the freest group ever? Oh yeah, Fancy Pants Unspoken. Yeah, if you feed
Fancy
this, I'm
Pants should
I
not be an
I
issue.
believe
I
in
don't
our
know
team.
Unspoken, but
I
I
believe in
feel
our
like Fancy Pants is not a hard one. Hopefully,
Our, you know, the big fear is always that what
You
happens.
lose
is
to
we, like-
nobodies. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
That's
no. It's not that we lose to nobodies. It's that we go, oh, we know what they're gonna do, and we take a comp that's supposed to hard counter like the thing we think they're gonna do, but instead they don't do that, and then we just die.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll do that, but you know, I'm just
Never
saying
know, yeah.
that's a
I mean,
possibility.
just take an easy comp and you'll out execute both these teams. Easy.
Yes. We have a couple of strong execution comps that we can be good about. So
Yeah, if you lose either of these matches, I'm never letting Radagos forget it.
Yeah, because
That's not gonna
you guys you're against Unspoken in match 5, but then do you have a second match the same day?
no, our other one is at the same time the next day, so
Oh,
they're
okay,
both
okay.
like 10 a.m.
Oh, against Fancy
Also,
Pants.
which means that tomorrow might be your only chance to see me in the feeders because I am going out on Saturday night and I'm gonna get fucking shit hammered, and the odds of me being awake at 10 a.m. on Sunday are slim to none.
I mean, just keep drinking until 10 a.m. and then play a match.
I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah, easy.
That's a possibility.
Being drunk is
Drayden,
good.
Drayden's seen me on the tear.
Yeah.
I made it the next day. We went to did you tell them about the baseball game that we went to? Did you tell them
Yeah.
about Sluggers? Did you tell them about the girls at Sluggers?
No, I didn't tell, but no, the girls are Sluggers. Yeah, that was an interesting
What the
one.
hell?
So
we
so I
went
went
to-
out there. I went to Seattle to meet up in November, and we hung out. And then the next day we went to a Mariners game. I'm like, fuck yeah! We were down in the beer garden, watched the game. Mariners lost because it was like nice and close up until like the 6th inning, and then it's like, okay, they brought in the relief pitcher, and he just throws like 3 home runs in 1 inning. It's like, oh well.
I went to the
fuck this
bathroom, and
game.
in that time they scored 3 runs.
Yeah, it's like it was like they threw 1 home run, and so it was because weren't the Mariners up by 1? Or no, they were down by. It was 1-0.
It was like no ball.
Yeah, it was 0-1. Mariners were down by 1, and then they threw a home run, which was a single home run. So it was 2-0. And November's like, all right, I'm gonna go get another beer. He goes to get a beer and he comes back and it's like 6-0. He's like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, oh, it's been they threw like that one guy that hit the home run. The very next batter he threw another home run, and then he threw a double. And then he threw another home run, which is a 2-run home run. And it's like, he's just been throwing home runs and they haven't pulled him.
Yeah, you don't usually want to do that.
But yeah, so we did that. But then after the game, there's a bar. It's like a hallway that was turned into a bar.
Yeah, so there's this bar like across the road from the stadium that's called Sluggers, and it's narrow, right? So the bar is here, and then there's just like a run of tables, and that's it. It gets really, really full after the game. So I'm like, we'll get there early, we'll get a table, which we did. We had a table. We were talking to the people next to us. We were having a lovely time, and then just randomly, out of the blue, this woman walks over to us and she just goes, "Can you guys get up from your table so we can sit down?"
What?
We're like, no.
Did you
I'm
say
like,
no?
I'm like, I like your Stutzbar, but fuck no.
Yeah, we
And then
got
she
here for
goes,
this.
then she goes, well, it looks like there's enough space between me and the people next to you, so I'm just gonna sit down there instead.
Yeah,
Goodness.
and she sits down there and she's hanging.
They were
on,
they were
she's
from they were from
hanging on-
where?
Pennsylvania. It was the Seattle was playing the Phillies. So this is like a bunch of people that decided to take a vacation to the West Coast, the Pacific Northwest,
Who are
from Philly.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, they're from
Okay.
Philly. So
They came up-
she said
So
they stopped in
assholes.
Portland for a while. So they did a vacation. They did Portland
Some
stuff,
of
and
the
then they
worst
moved up.
people on the planet.
They
Yes.
did Portland, then they moved up to Seattle, and then watched the game, and they saw the Phillies win, and so they came to gloat in the bar, and then there was a bunch of people like singing Philadelphia Eagles chants, even though it's like this is a baseball game you guys just won. You guys are doing like Eagles songs.
They're also
whatever.
idiots.
Yeah, Philly. Doesn't matter. Eagles.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
but yeah. So she sits down right next to November, and she is like hanging on him. Like it's like I was like, damn, dude.
Like that.
She's like all over him, and then her two friends were also just like. And then we started talking about EVE Online because like, what are you guys here for? It's like, well, we're just. It was. She asked like, how do you two know each other? Because they found that I was not.
Spaceships,
We're
baby.
lovers.
It's like he's from Seattle. I'm like, I'm not. I'm from like 300 miles that way. And
He doesn't sound like he's from Seattle, so
yeah, well, and so they're like,
I
well, how do you guys
know.
know each other? It's like, well, there's this spaceship game. Let us tell you about it. And then we started talking about it, and then
did she listen?
Did it drive them away or no?
it didn't. But
Damn.
it didn't. And
It usually works.
the one
Yeah.
chick that was sitting next to him was shamaned. Big
Oh, so
time.
she was really into it. Yeah.
yeah.
And he's got that accent, so she
and
was-
and
she
then
was the
you know,
best.
like, we were talking with the rest of them, and then the one chick that I was talking with, because I was talking with her about the game, and then she
You're muted
like
again, November.
knocked my drink over and spilled it. And I was like, oh shit! And she's like, oh, I'll get you another one. I'm like, it's fine. It was pretty much empty. And she's like, no, I'll get you one. So she buys me another drink. And I'm like, okay. And then like
All right.
she just buys me a drink and then leaves. And then they all leave. And then the guy next to was like, you guys gonna follow them? I'm like,
No,
no.
I have respect for people.
Yeah, well, because they all had wedding rings on. You know,
They also
they're all-
had children.
yeah.
Hang on, I'm gonna go and try and convince Radicos to come and talk to us. Hang on
Yeah,
for a
yeah, yeah.
sec.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna
so,
mute.
yeah, so they all had wedding rings, and they were also talking about their husbands. And so the guy's like, "You gonna go?" Like they were on YouTube. It's like, no, they're married. It's like he's like,
They're fucking
so it's like
20
no,
drunk women,
so
that's why.
we don't do that, and so we're like we respect the sanctity of marriage or whatever. And the guy's like,
You should have just said, did you not hear we're EVE Online players? We don't.
yeah,
talk about
it's like no, they're not single, so I'm not gonna go. If they were single, maybe, but they weren't, so no. And he was just like, and the weird thing is like that guy was saying like,
But you're single. That's all that really matters.
well, no, that matters to me.
I'm
'cause
trying not to judge what he's saying right now,
cheating-
Dom.
cheating's
It's
a
hard,
two-way-
isn't it? It's really hard. God
Cheating
damn
is a
it.
two-way street. I hate it. It's one thing if you like go to a bar and a chick hits on you and you like hook up with her, and
That's
then
what was happening to you guys.
if you
though.
don't know that she's with someone, then you can't be blamed for that. But if you know that she's
Blissful
not
ignorance,
single
baby.
and you go hook up with her anyway, that's
Well,
fucked
that's
up.
shitty. Yeah, if you should
That's
fuck your
fucked
buddy's
up.
wife, you don't want to do that.
That's fine. Even if they're not married, it's like
If I don't know you.
if a chick's not single, I'm not doing anything with her. Period. I just will not. I find that fucked up. So
That's fair. You're
Oh,
a
that's
good guy,
turn
Drew.
on for me.
but so but yeah, so they were doing that, and the guy, it was funny because the guy that was telling was like, he's like, you're not gonna go follow them? I'm like, no, because they're not single. He's like, so, and like his girlfriend was right next to him. It's like,
Whoa.
you don't find an issue with his mindset right now? Because
She was gonna go follow him too. What are you talking about?
yeah, it's like he's basically saying,
Yeah,
like,
you don't know what they're
no.
into.
He was asking if he could go.
I mean, maybe
They
they're
were,
in an
they were
open-
about to double up on. a
maybe
bunch
they're
of
on
drunk chicks
maybe
from
they're in an
Philly.
open relationship. Who knows? But I found it weird that the guy was saying like, that doesn't fucking matter. It's like your girlfri's like she's
Exactly.
like
None of them
not
were
like-
married. They
she's
were
not
trying
like
to do
20
the like
Yeah.
something you can't have shit. They were expecting y'all to follow him.
Yeah, she's not 20
double
feet away.
test.
She's like literally like 2 feet from you. She hears
Maybe he was
everything
talking
you're
about
saying
going to
right now.
rob him
Yeah.
though. He might, who knows?
Oh, maybe he was.
Yeah, you should have stolen their wedding rings. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, you
Mug
know how
them.
to.
They're from out
you
of
know what
town.
it's
What are
like
they
to get
gonna do?
mugged.
It,
Yeah,
it,
get
it
'em,
was a
get 'em.
it was a big rock.
Sleight of hand, Drayden.
Yeah. No,
They're
th-
drunk.
Slight hand. You
yeah,
know
no,
all
Sli-
about
Slider
that.
was fun. That was a fun bar.
It just sounds fun. I'm not gonna steal from someone.
No, we're talking shit because it's funny.
Silly shit. That's all that is.
Is Radicos coming, or we don't know yet?
I don't know, but I'm probably gonna head out.
He's
I
weird
don't
as
want
shit.
this siren coming in here to sing us songs and jade my view of the tournament.
We did
fuck
we
up
did
all my
call him
picks.
out.
Well,
though. You
Dragonoff,
should-
the
we did call him
husbands
out.
weren't there. The husbands were apparently back home. So these were married ladies out
with the kids
on
yeah.
their own on
Terrible
vacation.
bitches.
Yeah.
Being
Horrible,
terrible
horrible women.
bitches. Dirty hoes.
They should probably be thrown in jail.
Like
Oh, I don't
honestly,
know.
That,
It's like-
that makes it even more. That makes
honestly,
it even
I think they
hotter.
were. I think they were just drunk and just being flirty,
Flirty,
and
drunk.
friendly. Like, I don't think that they were like actually looking for anything.
You
Anyway,
might got some boobs in your face. Yeah.
You're just being down on yourself, Drayden.
You're just you're just a
They
nice
all
guy.
wanted to jump
Drayden,
your boat.
you're a nice guy. Don't apologize for being a nice guy. You're a nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's not your fault that they're no good horse. That wasn't your fault.
God damn.
They all just
I
went
was
home.
trying to like channel my inner like Bill Burr for a minute.
They all just went home.
Those
you know?
no good whores need
Yeah,
people like me to
yeah.
follow them.
Yeah, everybody's got a type, so don't worry.
I'm
that's
sure
just
they
not for you.
went. I'm sure they went on the Ferris wheel and then left
Yeah.
the next morning at 5 a.m. Good for them.
Good for them.
Anyway,
It's fine.
the point is, we had a sick barbecue on the roof,
Yeah, that was so good.
and we went to Bremerton, and
Yeah.
we went to Nacho Baracho, and we had a jolly good time.
Yeah.
You got sick? Where?
What?
Huh?
This is code for they made love.
No,
We're just trying
not.
to keep-
Oh.
Yeah. No,
No, we
nacho.
had a
Baracho.
fully sick time. We went to
Nacho.
Sick
Baracho,
time.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I just
Well,
wanted to.
I get sick, so that makes sense. to
You
me.
know, the view on the roof was pretty solid. I was.
The on the roof was very nice.
Yeah, it's a like rooftop view of like all of downtown Seattle. It's pretty good.
Oh, is this from the south? Where's this place? South part of Seattle? Where you
I'm,
at?
It's
I'm on Capitol,
Capitol
Hill,
Hill.
so
It's
it's
like-
kind of
Right in the middle.
Slightly northeast of downtown, but
Yeah.
just barely.
Oh, the bar. I'm talking about there's
Oh, the bar is
Oh.
in Bremerton, which is across the water.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
you
across
have
the
to go
Puget Sound.
past. Yeah, you have to go past Bainbridge Island to get there.
Yeah, you gotta take a ferry out there, or drive like an hour and a half around.
Or
Yeah,
fly.
it's a,
You have a
It's an
helicopter you can
hour
get there?
No,
You got a
yeah.
fast car. I want to
Oh,
take
yeah.
it to anywhere.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah, the ferry is the fastest way. The speed ferry.
I don't know the area
speed
at all,
ferry
just
actually
curious.
it goes quite fast. I was
Speed ferries. What
it's a
the
speed ferry. It's basically like a big
You
giant
see little
speedboat.
fucking ferries,
Yeah,
smoking meth and fucking flying.
well,
all
no,
around.
not that
Speed
speed
ferries.
Well, no, you have the big giant ferries that hold all the massive amounts of cars, but this is like
Wow.
it doesn't. This
We
doesn't
got-
hold
we
any
got the
cars.
fast
This is-
ferry.
it's a water taxi basically. It's a taxi.
Yeah.
They can load like 150 people on it, and it's a big old. It's a fairly
Takes like
large
30
boat.
minutes.
It's fast. It just zooms its way out across the Puget Sound and over to areas. So
Yeah,
It's
Drayden,
not Tinkerbell, the
prepare
fucking crack
yourself for-
pipe. I don't want to know.
yeah, it's like a
about
pop. That's the one we took. Is the passenger only, not the car ferry. It's the speed ferry. So
Drayden, prepare yourself for camera chaos.
oh,
Y'all have a good night.
it. Good night,
see you,
bud.
man.
Talk to you next week.
Talk to me tomorrow.
I can't. I gotta be at this swallowing sparrow tomorrow.
Put your
It's,
fucking phone on your handlebars, bro. and watch
I
the
got a
tournament with
camera.
us.
I could do that. Actually, I got a little thing for it. Holds it. Yeah, I could do
You
it.
could live stream. Are there naked people on this bike ride? Is it one of those?
I hope so.
Nice.
hell yeah, brother.
Something about a naked person on a bike. I don't know.
It's a shit show, something or
I
other,
just
don't
like
know.
naked people everywhere. It doesn't matter.
Me too. I'm a naked. person.
Okay,
Anyway,
can,
y'all be safe.
can someone tell me what time match one Rusty Hyenas versus Hole Control is?
It's 1600 UTC, which would be
What is that in? What is that in?
It's minus
Pacific
7,
time?
so it'd be 11 a.m. is their match.
I think
I
that's
should
not
know when that
right.
match is because I'm
So-
playing in it.
I
Wait,
think
wait,
that's
wait, no,
not
no,
correct.
no. I'm wrong on that. It's 1600.
wait, no,
'cause I'm
no, no,
minus-
no
I'm
way,
on minus
no way.
7, so it should be. Oh no, it's
Did you carry the 2?
9 a.m. is the start of the. So 8 a.m. is the start of the stream. 9 a.m. is the first match start. That's what it is.
How do
Well,
I read this? Like none of these numbers make sense. Match 1, match 5, where's match 2? Like what the fuck?
What are
So
you
so
reading?
in the
How
at
do
the
they not make
bottom
sense?
Are you rating the brackets?
yeah, look at the
Read
brackets
the
on the
match times.
very bottom. There's the brackets tab. Go to the match times tab in the bottom of that
that has been
spreadsheet.
made.
ATX feeder brackets, right? Like
No.
Yep.
Go to match times. The sheet left of that.
oh,
Well,
okay, sorry.
Yeah.
got it,
So
got it,
match
thank you.
times.
Where the times
And
are.
then so you
Yeah.
see convo start. That's like the start of the stream, and like when they talk about stuff. So match start is the start of the match. So 4 p.m., which is 1600 UTC.
I'm just trying to work out what time we
So
are.
it's you guys are
Also, the convo
6:30 in
time.
the morning.
That means the conversation with the judges or the referees.
yeah convo and
Yeah.
yeah. So match start is like the start of the actual match.
I
so
know
Unspoken,
we have
Plug and
our
Play,
like our
5.
form up is at 8 a.m. So
Yeah. So
okay.
you
what
guys
time is it
are
now? 9:49 p.m. Okay.
let's see, 5 p.m. minus 7. That's gonna be
I think our match is at
yeah. So your
10.
match starts at 8. I think.
No. Our match starts at 10. So
10.
that's 4.
Oh, right,
4
because
p.m.
12 hours. I mean, yeah, you're right. So 10.
Wow.
I just need to know what time to work
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, you're right.
You need to wake up tomorrow morning.
I do, yes. That's true.
I need to go to
It's
sleep.
only 9:49 currently, so I've got
Yeah.
a few hours left.
Yeah, so 9 a.m. is the start of the first match.
You know what that means? It's time to
10
go to
a.m.
the
is the
pub.
start of your match.
Go to the pub and get on the fucking cans, dude.
I'm
What
out
do
of
you mean get on the
vodka.
cans?
Sad. Last week I scared some lady at a bar down here.
Why?
Not on
Why would
purpose.
you do that?
Not on
No,
purpose.
so
Put your clown mask on and screaming at
no,
him.
we finished doing the show, and apparently my mindset was like, you know what? I'm gonna go walk down to quote downtown Post Falls, and because I don't live anywhere near there, so it was like a 2.5 to 3 mile walk. And
The clown mask on?
No, but it was like by the time I got down there, it was like 1 a.m. All the bars close at 2. So I went to this one bar. I was like, okay, well, here's one. And, they close at 2 in the morning, and the open neon sign was on in the window. And I walk in the door was unlocked. And I walk in, and like all the chairs are put up on the tables. I'm like, oh. And like, no one was there. And like the lights were like half off. And I'm like, okay, well, it says they're open. And then like, as I'm like kind of just like moseying on up to like the bar that like no one was at, some lady like comes out of a door, like one of the probably the bartender, who she obviously was closing early because no one was in there, I guess. But she was closing. She probably like, I don't know, it's probably the bathroom she came out of it. Like she came out of it and just saw me like right there. She's like, ah! And she like screamed. I was like,
Lady, I'm not robbing you yet.
and she's like, we're closed. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, the door was unlocked and the open sign's on, so I thought it was fine to come in. She like got freaked out. She's like, no, we're closed. And I was like, okay, have a good night. And I left. And like,
Turn
as
your
I
fucking
opened the
light
door,
off
like
then, bitch.
as I was walking out, like the door was closing. Before it closed, I heard her go like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, yo, maybe like if you're closing early, lock the fucking door. Like,
Shut your fucking door.
it's
idiot.
like, dude, like that was
You
not my
scared the
fault.
shit
Like,
out of her,
like
obviously.
it's during your normal hours of operation. You have the open sign on. The door's unlocked. Of course, I'm going to come in there. Whatever. But
That's
All right.
funny. That's funny.
I'm gonna go to sleep and
yeah,
prepare
I think it's a
go,
good time
go to
to
the bar. Go to your
cut it.
bar.
No, I'm not going to my bar. Jesus Christ. It's fucking 10 p.m. By the time I get over there, it'll be midnight.
Yeah,
No
that's when the
chance.
fucking fun starts.
Just
Right?
swim on over.
Exactly.
I got nowhere to get back. That's the problem.
Wait, do they
Just
run
Just
ferries?
walk.
Do they run ferries this late?
No.
Oh,
the
so you have to-
ferries- the
you have to, like,
ferries
take in-
finish.
You have to take
I would have to drive around.
Oh,
How
If
far
I-
of a how far is that out of the way?
it's like an
It is,
hour and a half.
1.5
least.
hours.
Yeah.
As opposed to how long with the ferry?
30
20
minutes.
minutes.
Oh, that's
30
a big
minutes. Yeah.
difference.
Well, because like you have to drive all the way down and around the whole Puget Sound and back up.
Yeah, you have to go kind of
It's
down
like
into
directly
the-
straight
big difference,
across
yeah.
the sound from Seattle, but like if you're driving, you have to go all the way around.
you have to
There's no
drive
bridges.
You have to go through Tacoma to get there, which
So you
is
need to make
the-
sure you got a hammock and or a cot at the bar, and you just stay there.
What I need to do is buy a boat. That's
Yeah.
what I
There you
need to
go.
Just
Yeah,
just get
That's-
like a.
that's the worst idea.
I
I've
saw
ever
this
heard,
one
but
thing
yeah.
where this guy was like on a lake, and he like put like a pop tent up on the lake, and he put an air mattress in it, and the air mattress floated, so he could like he jumped in on it, and he's just like he has
Hey,
a tent,
Tamber.
a floating tent on the lake. What's up, Tamber?
We-
Okay,
Also-
good night.
Yeah,
Good
We have
night,
a
no,
floating
November.
sauna.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I,
floating
good.
sound. What?
Sauna.
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 Yep.
Oh yeah. I've seen those.
They're
Like a
pretty good.
hot tub. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wait, we had to pay for the fare. It was cheap.
Said
I think it was more
Manila Bridge.
expensive. It felt like, I think it was like more expensive to go from Seattle to Bremerton.
He is. On
I think it was like
time.
$15 to go that way, but then it was like $4 to come back. I don't know. It was weird. It's like the same trip, but it was cheaper on the return. But anyway,
Can we repeat everything? Yes, we could. Let's start over.
yeah, okay. Let's start the show. Welcome. It's Friday.
Welcome,
Total Comms. We
Overcom.
did it. Another one in the books.
We made it.
We made it.
Only 4 hours late.
All right. No, I'm gonna probably close it down for the night.
Sounds
And
like a plan.
we will be hanging out in the Discord channel here, on the voice channel, watching the AT tomorrow, in the feed around. So if anyone wants to hang out, you are more than welcome to jump at the server and just hop in the channel. So, with that said, have a good night, everybody. We will catch you all next
Oh, you gonna
week
raid
or
somebody?
tomorrow. Oh, I should probably raid someone, huh?
Yeah. Come on now.
All right, who are we raiding?
Yep.
Who
Alright.
is
Open
Evil
Larry's
Online.
fun.
Bad man Larry.
Badman. Okay, yeah, we can. Badman.
He's,
Larry.
he's a bit shouty, but he's a good dude.
That's fine.
Bit shouty. I like that.
All right, raid has been created.
We didn't give anything away tonight, did we?
On-screen celebration. All right, I'm out of booze. Rayo, sorry.
I'm
but
actually-
I'll take a little drink.
I'll
of
drink.
it,
I'll
so-
drink twice. Once for Drayden. Once for
I
me.
need some coffee.
All right. I'm gonna send the raid. Have a good night, everybody. We'll catch you either tomorrow or next week.
Good night,
See ya.
guys.
Good night.
All right, should be off. I'm gonna edit.
I'm actually gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna call it too.
All right, see you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks,
but-
Gina, for coming on.
Yeah.
Yep,
and
sure.
You're welcome anytime.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for having me.
Have a great night, guys.
Yep, you too.